Oh, please.
We're live, yeah.
Would you say record?
Audio.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm record. Yeah. Okay, we live, yeah? I think we live. Okay, we're live. I see us. Sorry for being late, man. Things happen, man. The what?
The internet, so we can see the chat.
Okay, so yeah, sorry guys,
perfect.
sorry we're late, man. We're here though, man. Members, non-members, in fact, I had to let you guys back in because we was just running behind. So Laura, disclaimer is killing me. Pastor Dennis, Pastor Fred, Pastor Toby. Straight up disclaimer, when we do get into the biblical stuff, yeah, hey, we are not pastors, we are not deacons. We're just here to read the scriptures and discuss it with you. The Bible is open for interpretation, as that's what I believe. It's open to interpretation.
That's what
everyone was shouting at me. I was getting hot. I was thinking, what? You don't think I don't read, bruv? Don't worry about it. Like, cool, I joke a lot in that, but you can't talk to me how you're talking to me. It's rough. I was up till 3 a.m. reading. What? Don't worry about it, man. I see you see Tef's hair in that. You see Tef's hair, he's in the building.
He's inside, bruv.
He came to show you, man. He knows us. He can message us and say, hey, you know, like that. Tef, what's happening, man?
I'm good, man. What you man saying?
Good, man.
We're chilling, man.
Yeah, man. These lot are still preparing their notes. Listen, don't worry. First of all, okay, what was we saying beforehand? The Burna Boy album, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favourite track off it? That's what we're going to start light and then we'll build into it as more of you come here. Right now, there's 147 of you and 34 likes. Tell your friends to tune in. I know some of you are sitting with your mums.
Every time.
And they're going to tune in as well. Don't worry, the phone lines will be open soon.
A unique lady, you get your plant made next year, man. Don't
you
worry.
know, like that.
Aranda calling you a cutie still.
35 likes in that. Come on, let's run it up. Let's run it up. Boom. So, what's your?
I took a sip.
No.
This is funny.
What's your favorite?
On
track?
form.
On form, yeah.
That's laced with crack, big man.
Trust me, bro.
Laced with crack.
Tell them what they like to hear.
Hey.
Oh.
Next event, yeah, that I'm at, we're doing that back and forth, back to back.
Trust me, bro. It's
Pause.
the
I
vibe.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what's that?
Had no audio. Sorry about that. I was just sorting things out. So it's on form. You still on? It's on form, Tem. Dennis.
Let me go.
I think there's a serious run of tracks. Intro, normal, on form, right?
Yeah.
Cold run. They play. There's bangers on there. I still don't think it's better than African Giant, but serious bangers on there.
Hey, do you know what? I'm living with it.
Is it? I'm living with it longer because I feel like African Giant was like it came out at a peak time, and obviously we went Afro Nation.
I think I lived with African Giant longer.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
I live with this more in the car. Like in terms of my daily life, I'm living with this. Whereas African Giant was more like, I want to hear it at the parties. But this isn't a party album.
Yeah, I hear you.
I want to know something from Tef again. If you was DJing, yeah, what's the first and last song you'd play of your set?
Feck. Wait, yo. That's hard, you know. First and last.
First and last.
So
What's the last one?
what you say?
Okay, first one. How do we start off the first one? We have to start off.
Yeah, it's normal. Normal's the best song.
Can't lie. Might have to be on form, you know. Can't lie. Might have to be this on
Starting
form
with
song.
on form.
Wow.
That's the first
Okay.
song. And what's the last one?
The last one.
yeah.
Say it.
Show some range, some versatility.
Do what the DJs do to let us know it's the last song, bruv.
Horrible.
Do it.
Organize.
As a last song, you want me to keep partying?
We're not leaving. Not about to get off of me.
End the night, bro.
Prophecy. Get off of me. Old school like my steering. Don't touch me.
You know what I'm saying? Tabula.
Yeah.
Tabula gets the
fucking
vibes.
touch me,
Let
man.
us know that it's the end of the night.
I saw a video of like the chief of police unplugging the decks one time. Like it was
What?
like, it's time to go home. And you know when it's chief of police, you know, in Africa that, you know, I don't know what country it is. That's why I'm saying Africa. Man, he switched off the decks, unplugged it. He said, "Hey, everyone, it's time to go." And for that reason, I know he shut shit off at like 12:30.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It was meant to run till
yeah.
4 and that because
Yeah,
everyone's like, "No, why is he doing that?"
It was early. It
What's
was
he
early.
doing? I want to dive straight into it, man, because well, first of all, on Monday we have an episode dropping with Fiona Michelle.
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
And you tried a surprise sneak attack on me, right, Dennis?
What did I try?
With David
Sarah,
Beckham and
relax,
Tom
man.
Cruise, yeah?
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
What did I do?
You said, "Oh, like just quickly."
Oh,
Not a debate.
That's not a surprise sneak attack. It came up, and I was like, actually, let me get her opinion.
It came up.
It did come up.
Tem.
How?
It came up before.
How?
In that episode, we spoke about it before. Before I brought it up at that point, we had spoken about it. Did we not?
He's lying.
I don't.
I thought we did. Did we not?
Lying.
Because you just like, actually, quickly, like you put it in there. Pause.
I'm not going to give you the helmet for
Zara,
lying. I'm going to let it
relax.
slide. But
Why would you give me the helmet
because you're
anyway?
lying.
No. I genuinely believe that's what happened.
That's not what happened, though.
Nah.
Oh, so it just came to my mind then.
was
Oh, okay.
it was a
So
sneak
I
attack.
thought it had come. Oh no! I had a question about Tom Cruise. That's
What
why
was
it
your
came
question
up.
about Tom Cruise?
It was what religion is he?
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah,
when I
yeah,
had read it,
yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, actually, let me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. You
Just
see, that's
so
what I was
niggas
thinking.
do
It must have
behind
come
the
up.
scenes research, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just me, yeah?
No,
Sometimes.
I did live vote in person.
No, but you
research.
went to like Google him to like see Scientology.
No, but I just thought.
But you Googled him off show, innit?
No. I just. Oh yeah. I googled him, but for the question, I didn't Google him to be like, oh, who's bigger?
No,
and
that's
blah,
cool.
blah, blah.
You Googled him for Scientology.
Yeah.
But so
for
why did you
Scientology.
Google him for just no reason? You just wanted to see what religion he was.
I think I just put Tom Cruise questions.
I think I just put Tom Cruise.
Thomas,
You know when you're
Thomas
just
Sin,
doing,
turn down your TV when
You're
you
doing
call
what's
us.
it called when you're doing quiz. And I was thinking, oh yeah, we've been talking about Tom Cruise. Let me do trivia.
Cool, sure. Thomas Sin, what's up?
Hey guys, you okay?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
good.
how
You?
Good.
I'm good, thank you. I've actually just come on to get the tea tonight, guys.
The tea
What
from
tea
you.
is this?
Yes, the tea. This is not Bible related, but look, I feel like he's sweating. Why?
You know what's so funny? There's a delay on her video. So you've been sweating for time.
I'm not sweating though. What? I'm not sweating. I'm not
He's
sweating.
chilling.
I'm
He's
calm.
chilling. What's good? What's
He's
good?
sweating for time.
not
All
sweating.
I saw is, all I saw is David and Fred look at each other. I'm thinking, you sweating for time. Sorry, I just got a quick question.
God.
David, what uni did you go?
BCU. Oh yeah, we went same
I
uni.
knew it.
We studied the same course. What you only just realised now?
I thought so.
So when your brethren was up here moving to Thomas, you didn't want to say that.
I told him. I told Abdul. Ask him.
Oh,
Where
swear.
I told
But
him.
VP were gonna get their codes out.
Okay.
we got
So
a
what?
story.
There's more tea, yeah.
Let go.
Hold on, David. So you're the one that's been doing Discord dating because my girl was telling me. But
Wait. What are you on?
Wait. No, I want to hear the smoke. Let's hear this. Take shot, man. What's wrong with you?
What's she on?
I want to know what she's on, bruv.
She pulled up and you said, "So David."
Yeah.
Huh?
So
Okay, now I want to hear what
This
you
nigga.
say, didn't it?
Yeah. What did he do?
But I heard you were, Discord dating. Is that true?
Me?
Wait, what's all this public
bro?
flogging?
Like-
What's going on there?
Wait, what do you mean Discord dating? I just want
Like,
to.
dating people from
Nah,
that you met on
relax.
Discord.
No.
Relax.
No.
Okay, what are you, Thomas, what are you doing right now, Dan?
David, don't deny because she's in the chat. Don't deny.
Lock her up.
All right, Thomas, you're moving back.
She's compromised the whole
Wait.
fucking operation, bro.
What's going on? What are you doing?
Thomas, what's going on? What's going on? I thought you were going to tell us about you.
She pulled up on you and said, "Do you remember me?" Do you fucking remember me? You studied with me.
Thomas, it's the first 10 minutes, you know.
What?
The first
I
10
can't lie.
minutes.
Now I'm sweating.
Wait, couldn't you have
for you.
PM'd him this? Like, couldn't you have DM'd him? Like I said, oh yeah, what? Is this what you're on, yeah?
You know what it is? I put it in the chat, but you didn't reply, so I just thought.
Wait, what chat?
He might have ignored you.
No, I didn't see. I'm reading the chat. I didn't see.
But
Like,
here's the thing. So I FaceTime my girl that you've been Discord dating before I told it. She was like,
nah, you're taking a piss. You're taking a piss. Yeah, I'm taking a piss. Discord dating. Nah, you're taking a piss.
Thomas, you've mocked it. You've finished his market.
For the dogs.
For the
You
dog.
know you just finished the
How much is that pay? Man said, oh please. For the
Hey, nah,
dogs.
man, that's false accusations. Discord dating.
Man said,
okay.
false
So
accusations.
what's the issue? What's the issue if he has been dating your friend?
Plus the sex was average with
he
you.
wasn't. Wait, hold on. Let's just rewind. So I thought I have to make sure because I don't want to call in and be wrong.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, is this the guy that you went on a date with from Discord?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh shit, we went to the same high school together. I mean, not high school.
Yeah,
Uni,
in school
sorry.
together.
Nah, uni.
Oh. So she's seen him
I got
on
one
this
question.
live today.
No, but she. Okay, cool. Can I explain?
Wait.
You can plead the fifth.
You don't like that? No comment.
You can plead the fifth.
Wait.
You don't have to incriminate yourself.
Man, okay. So what? No. So what are you trying to say? I don't get it.
Don't ask her to explain.
Huh?
I want to know why you did my girl like that.
Did you
Oh!
get?
Is this the place?
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Wait. We're not doing that.
For all the dogs.
For all the dogs,
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. We're not
Plus the
doing that.
sex was
We're not
average with
doing
you.
that. I did not.
He's doing Drake.
I'm anti.
I didn't do anything. Okay.
Who the goat?
Let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I met your friend. Cool. We went out on a date. Cool.
Yeah. I like when you're going to pick the pick, but you're still talking. But let's try this.
You got sucked in, man.
Okay. Cool.
I am the chair at this moment.
Man said,
Homer
everyone be
Simpson
still.
time.
Maybe they
It
won't
was.
see us.
Oh man. Like what are these
Maybe
accusations,
if we
bruv?
stay still, the ground might swallow David. Maybe.
Okay.
No,
didn't
so,
do that.
okay.
No, I
So
didn't
what
do
did
that.
you do?
I
What- So
didn't
you
do
just went on
nothing.
one date and that was it. It didn't
That
work
was
out.
it. Not
Shit
like,
happens, man.
So
Bro.
Thomason, what do you want here? Like, what do you and your mate want? Like,
I can't lie. I just wanted to cause trouble.
I love it.
You know the
I
thing
love
is,
it.
yeah,
I love
you see
it.
what I was cooking? She knows about this. She definitely knows about
I know
what
she
happened.
knows.
So of course I'm like, wait, what do you mean Discord, like chat, Discord dating and that? Like, I met your brethren at the Discord basically. So what's all this about, bruv?
I respect it still out dating and that. Come on.
Hey,
Let's go in there.
I'm not gonna be satisfied till all of you are dating. I won't lie, though.
Man, we like it when you lot date, man.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
man. We're married men, fam. We want friends.
Dated that. Trust with dog. Mitch, welcome. 90s baby, go.
Let's go.
Well, go on, Thomason. I'm gonna let you go. Oh, actually, Thomason, before you go, yeah, Tom Cruise or David Beckham?
What are you
What
rating
looks
this on?
Most popular.
Unique lady. Shh.
Most popular, David Beckham, I think.
Cool. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah,
Much
agreed right
appreciated.
now.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
No, I've got to put under a line of questioning, bro. Like,
That's
You're good, man. Welcome to
I'm
the pod.
supposed to not answer.
Toots, can you go into the notes and open the link that I put in there? Tef, David Beckham or Tom
See,
Cruise?
we're having this debate, you know, in this.
No, that link above the
it came
BB podcast thing. Go on, what was the debate you lot were having?
David or Tom, who's bigger? Like,
Yeah.
okay, 90s.
Yeah, that's
probably
it.
Tom.
Oh, but put that on the screen for them as well, yeah? Go on, 90s probably Tom.
And then I said David's bigger now because,
Yeah.
like, not because, like, football aside, and
This guy's
nigga's funny.
really been researching, bro.
Nigga is funny. This nigga's funny.
And since 2004.
football aside, yeah, David is fashion. Like, he does.
Wait, no.
transcends football.
Go to the peaks, please, Toots. You see that the first two peaks? No,
Yeah.
on the left, to the left, all the way to that peak. What number is that one at the top?
That's
Is
just the
Beckham
max
red
100.
or
Oh, that's the max 100.
We
What's this?
could say a film dropped. Yeah, you'd have to explain peaks. We could say a film dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, who knows? Mission Impossible dropped. Yeah.
So, but at
this
that
only
point,
goes
he's
as
bigger.
far back as 2004.
Okay, but even at this point, he's bigger than Thing at that
At
point.
1 point, Beckham on average, Beckham is blue.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
No one disagreed with that.
No, nobody's
What-
disagreed with this.
What's the disagreement?
The disagreement is that
Why
at
are
the
you saying
time,
disagree-
Wait.
in the night, I don't know why. I don't know why. I went with him. I went with him.
Proceed.
We're arguing. I'm arguing where he is.
Man are telling me my stats are fake. Come on.
No, I never
Go on,
said
Dennis.
they're fake.
Not you, the chat and that. I like to, when I say, go on, Dennis, go on.
Now,
What's your
I was just
disagreement?
saying beforehand. Disagreement is hilarious.
Is that not a word?
Before, no, I don't think so. Before this point is when Tom Cruise was popping. We were
You've got
talking,
no evidence for that.
We were talking about early.
That's 2004.
The evidence is right there.
That's Beckham is blue.
I'm saying
So
before
he's
that.
Red.
Exactly, bro. Are you not seeing?
So
2004, Beckham is blue, bro. That first spike.
Yeah, the first spike is
Yeah.
Beckham.
Yeah.
But I'm
That's
saying
fine.
before that, it'll probably be Tom Cruise.
You don't know because that's 2004. Beckham.
Why?
go on.
Is there a reason why you did 2004?
No,
That's
it
as far
can't.
back
That's
as
as
it
far
goes.
as it goes.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Tim.
All right.
Sorry.
No, I was just asking. I didn't know. Is it like
You wanted to go back to?
Did you fudge the?
You wanted to go back to the 80s when Beckham wasn't born in that.
No,
No,
I wanted to go to early
99,
like
late
90s.
99.
I can't. I just
98,
sorry. I get it.
99, them
I
times
get
there.
it, but I can't.
Yeah, I say
On
90s
average,
Tom was bigger. 90s Tom was definitely
That's what we
bigger.
were
And that's
talking
what
No,
we're
about.
that's,
talking
but that's
about.
not what we was talking about.
That
I
is.
said,
We
no,
said
I never
back in
put
the
a
day.
date on it. I said Beckham was bigger.
Well, then
Overall.
you misunderstood what date we was talking
I
about.
started the argument,
That's fine, but you misunderstood
So-
what date we was talking about.
but I started the argument.
That's
Yeah, for
fine.
no reason.
But you
Why
misunderstood.
no reason?
Because we agreed that Beckham now, we
Yeah.
were
You
lot
saying
didn't
back
agree,
in the
man.
day.
You even said Instagram,
Tom
we was
Cruise
like,
was
of
bigger.
course.
Exactly.
When you said Instagram, we was like,
You lot said that doesn't mean anything.
No,
Did you hear
now-
the way he said what? Like
Yeah.
this didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Everyone was here.
Do you know what he sounded like?
Castillo
You lot-
was
you
here.
lot are gaslighting me. You lot are gaslighting me.
Remember
You're
that
gaslighting
guy
me.
when he went to buy the burger shop was putting coke in the burgers or whatever. He said, "What? I didn't know that."
They're gaslighting me. You can see it. They're gaslighting me because they argued with me. They argued
Bro,
with
we
me.
didn't argue that.
Bro,
You-
98, bro, on average, Beckham is bigger.
Yes.
Straight. I'm right, bruv.
We didn't argue that.
You argued with me, man. Niggas, they didn't argue with me.
Nah, I think there was an argument still.
There was an
Not
argument.
over this point.
Not over now. Not over, like
lot
we
gaslighting
said
me,
back
man.
in the day.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
You get
that
what I'm
one-
saying?
Come on, man.
Crazy, man. When
Come
Beckham
on.
wasn't born in that, when man just started playing, it's like
This is
incomparable shit.
crazy.
Like, what's going on? Don't worry about it, man. I'm on to everyone today. All right, boom. Let's talk about some things. Let me see what I need to tell you guys. All right, so there is 10. What's tomorrow? Escape room.
Tomorrow we're going to the escape room with some members only gang, all right? Like
doing it in teams, yeah?
You guys need to understand, all right? We look after our members.
You coming, yeah?
First.
Yeah,
We look
I'm
after you
there.
subscribers, but we look after our members first. If you want to be looked after, if you want to live the soft life, come over to the members. You get what I'm
And
saying?
jump in the Discord.
We're going to Census, shout them out. They wanted to get in touch with us.
Like,
They
you're
said,
baiting
look,
up the location, Doug. No
You know what I'm
members
saying,
start
man?
turning up in
they
men will be
can
outside,
turn
that's
up. They can be hating from outside. You can't even get in.
Yeah, I hear it still.
But yeah, shout them out. We're gonna be doing a blind escape room. All right. The whole point is, I believe they give money to charity, which is for blind people. So they want you to experience being blind.
okay.
So we're actually gonna
that's
go
really-
through an
that's
escape room
cold.
in the dark
What? Oh.
and all that. Yeah. It's a serious job.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
We're doing it in teams, innit?
Yeah.
It's in the
So is
evening,
Is it
right?
3 teams?
in
or
the evening,
how we
yeah.
doing?
Okay, because
Yeah,
you
I
know
think
we got 2
3
times on the calendar. I was confused.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. That's just
Okay,
one
good.
for us. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow, Thursday. We've already picked the members that are gonna be there. But if you want a chance in being involved in more events, more exclusive events for the members, sign up, get your memberships.
Cool. Toka Social has also been booked.
Yeah.
We're going Toka Social with the members. Guys, if you're a member, you haven't checked the group chat for Toka Social, please check the group chat. Are you coming, Toka?
Yeah.
You're at everything, innit?
Yeah.
Don't worry about
You
that.
get the money's worth.
Yeah, you don't
Shut my
have to-
face here and there.
It's an
I might have to cool
exclusive
down a bit,
membership,
And
man.
we're at the Red Bull Games Fair on Friday as well. So if you're a
Friday.
member,
Yes.
you game. If even if you don't game,
Now
you can
that's
pull up.
hotting up the venue.
No,
I
that
know.
doesn't
But
matter.
I didn't put a date, did I? Well, time.
Nah, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, to be fair. I'm sure
Yeah,
he said the day.
He said Friday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might pull up every Friday, bro.
Pull up every Friday. You don't know which one we're gonna be, you know. But I cannot wait. I ain't touched COD since.
What, like 2 days ago, bro?
No, I wasn't there last time you lot played. Remember, I wasn't feeling well.
Oh.
When?
I don't remember. I just remember there was one time you lot were playing, and I remember being sick, and I was just upset.
When?
I can't remember.
Not the last time, anyway.
I feel like you came on at some point.
Nah, the last time I came on was when
Lav fell asleep.
When Lav fell asleep.
He's allowed out again. He's allowed out. He's allowed out.
I might be
All right,
allowed
and then there's a BBE festival on December the 10th. We'll be performing.
Yeah.
Tolu and Yemi will be performing.
Yeah, Hoyle Boys will
Hoyle
be
Boys,
there. That's
and
going to be at Box Park.
In my opinion, as well.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
cool.
Also, there is a competition to win a ticket. I'm going to try and see if I can negotiate to win 2. But there is a competition for you to win a ticket. And the competition is, and this is very, very simple. Very, very, very simple. Who got married second out of us? Who got married second? And comments on this live. Comment after this live. Comment
thing.
who got married second. Say the name, and the person that wins will be picked at random. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You can say the name, whatever. It's not who's first. You get what I'm saying?
You see,
you'll be picked at random if you get it right. Who got married second out of the 90s, baby?
You see how people
Is the
don't
chat
listen.
listening after the live?
After the live.
They don't listen. They
don't
never
listen.
They never
They
listen.
don't
You
listen.
declared the shout out, man.
They never
What's
listen.
your face? That was best.
They never listen.
So make sure you drop that code there and you can win a ticket. December 10th, BBE Podcast Festival at Box Park, Croydon. Yeah, we will be there. We'll be there.
2 more announcements. We are working on an event with Scottish Widows. We feel it's important for all our members, all our community to have great financial literacy. If you know Scottish Widows, they specialize in pensions. It's something that's going to be key to a lot of us during a financial crisis. It's important to manage your money correctly.
Amen.
So, I think it's November 19th, I believe, at the Africa Centre in Waterloo. We'll be hosting an event with Scottish Widows in partnership with PlantMade. Also, there'll be games, conversations on the day, your chance to ask them questions, us questions. There'll be food and drink as well. Tickets will be available soon. I just need to sort out a flyer and put up a link, and then you guys can start grabbing your tickets. It's a free event.
Free event.
We are not going to charge you to gain any financial literacy. That would be crazy.
No,
There's going to be a
no,
free
no.
event. We're putting this on for you guys
That's what the
that
sponsors
tune
are
in to us every week. Yeah. And finally, let me check notes. Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah.
This one is
Prima.
for the members only, dag. This Christmas dinner is for the members only. The information will drop in Discord very soon. If you want to attend the Christmas dinner, there will be limited spaces because there's no venue big enough for all 600 of you. Unless there might be, who knows? But yeah, I'll put the details in there soon.
Look, MVP, look, what does that say for Mr. Reloaded?
Def look like Tariq. St. Patrick.
I'm telling you, since that live, people just been saying it.
I
I'm
hear
like,
it still.
the
I
live
agree.
show.
I
I'm like,
agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Nah, I can see what they're saying, but at the same time, I don't. I think because you got
Because you got a do-rag on.
yeah, and the cap maybe. I don't know, bruv.
The waves swimming in that though. I don't think I've seen you with a hat off.
Waves. Nah, I've restarted.
It's wasting.
A man said
Man
waves.
is on sink. Man is not on ocean waves. Man is on 4-6 sink.
Jesus.
Bath
Nah,
and
the waves
sink.
are there. The waves are there. Not as deep as I want. They're there.
Pause.
And waters is still.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but big man thing. What's your hairline saying?
Hairline's calm.
Yeah?
Do you need some plant meat?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I'll take some plant, man. But my hairline's calm.
you're trying to short it anyway, man.
Nah, I'm gonna use it.
Dave, you Nigerian?
Nah, I'm Ghanaian.
He's gone in, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying
Someone said the hair's on still water, you know.
Still water.
Not even sparkling. Yeah, you need some plant made. Still don't worry, hook it up with some plant made. Guys, today, yeah, something took me back to my childhood.
What was it?
I was at home and finished my errands in that, come home in that.
Yep.
Husband says, "Oh, can you spread the clothes?"
Yeah, I saw you tweet this, and I was like, "What does spread the clothes mean?"
And this is my first problem.
What, you don't know what that means?
Like,
What does spread the clothes
so when
mean?
you hang clothes in that, you just leave it piled up in that, like you spread it.
Oh, is that? but I've never been told to spread the clothes.
So what do you get told to do?
Hang the clothes.
But hanging it.
Spread them.
Hanging it is like putting it in the wardrobe.
Spread your
No.
cheeks.
Putting it on that.
No, go dry the clothes.
When
Go hang the clothes.
I don't spread your cheeks. I don't know about spread the clothes.
When someone says like, oh, go what do you say when you're putting it in the cupboard? What do you say when you're putting it in the cupboard?
Put it in the cupboard.
Ah, fuck off.
Put the clothes away. Yeah, like put the clothes away. It's like put it in the cupboard.
Spread his
If
clothes.
you're trying to dry the clothes, go and dry the clothes.
I'm gonna
I've
die,
never in my
man.
life heard spread the clothes.
I
Bro.
am
That-
dying,
SA.
man.
Did you
Man,
never like
1996,
spread the clothes in the garden and that?
Shout
I hung
out
the
the
clothes,
GH in
yeah.
the building.
Yeah.
You're supposed to wait till we're silent.
Shout out SA.
Don't give a shout out whilst I'm talking.
He knows the job, man. He knows
Okay,
the
no,
job. Shout out
101.
SA. Shout out all the Ghanaians in the building
You
for
know?
sure. Hey, Nigerians, man, don't let these Ghanaians run things.
You know what I mean? Ghanaians are the ones that are supposed to be stingy with their money.
Like that.
Nigerians, show yourself. Super Eagles.
Show yourselves.
Super
Even
Eagles.
you Super
Oh, it's a
Falcons.
Nigerian thing. Okay, that
to
makes
spread the
sense.
clothes.
Yeah.
What do you say?
But he said Yasmin said it.
Yeah, I
Yasmin's
know,
not
but they,
Nigerian.
they said it's a Nigerian thing. I
Do
don't
you, know,
know.
No.
do you know what it is? Yeah, Yasmin might have said hang, but because I'm Nigerian,
You
her
heard
hair
spread.
spread, didn't it?
I
Now I
wish,
think
can we
about
call
it,
her?
Now I think about it, she
Because
might.
to me,
I'm saying hang, like
hang the clothes or dry the clothes.
Hang
Spread the clothes. I've never
correct, yeah,
heard.
same.
When I saw the tweet, I was actually gonna put it in the chat. Like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that sounds
Spread
crazy.
the clothes. I just understand what it means. I'm trying to think. What does my mum say?
199 from Cody. Yasmin, don't want me, Rav. When you told me to spread the clothes, well, when you say spread the clothes, do you say spread the clothes or hang the clothes?
Shout out all the Ghanaians
Okay.
in the
Okay,
building.
thank you.
Thank you.
Nigerian babes, thank you. I'll see you later. Don't worry, we was arguing. Alright, bye.
But
It's cool. It's not
that's
just
crazy.
me, dog. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
me.
I've never heard that.
So
in
what
my
you
life.
say? You get told to hang it when you need to like dry the clothes, hang it outside and that, or on the clothes horse.
It's probably spread. Probably
Tef.
spread the clothes, yeah. Spread.
I've
hang
never
the
heard
clothes.
spread, you know.
I've
So what do
never
you-
heard that in my life.
Just hang the clothes.
Hang
bro.
it, yeah, or dry the clothes.
Yeah, dry the
the
clothes.
clothes.
Spread is
Dry
yeah.
the
That one's
clothes.
new.
Who's
to
that?
this
E-Man 199. Shout out to the Egg Munchers.
This guy,
Egg
bro.
munchers.
Hey, let me a fiver, man.
But do you know what? Do you know what took me back to my childhood? Because she said spread the clothes, yeah. And I just went to watch TV and and she's gone out and come back. Yeah, she's gone. Did you spread the clothes? I say, yay. You know when your mum said take the meat out of the freezer?
God,
And she's home.
you've ruined today's meal.
We're not gonna eat for hours. She's pissed. I'm gonna get finished. Melissa Cruz, $4.99. What flag is that? Kenya,
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
It looks like, yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Boom! Everyone's shouting out themselves. Still no Nigerians. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, where's the Nigerian?
That's crazy though.
So, we ready to get into the biblical stuff? Yeah.
Yeah,
With Genesis ready. All right, go to the notes, please. I got the Bible verse there. We're
That
gonna
said
talk
dry
about
the
it, man.
clothes sounds rough. How?
No, dry the
Yeah,
clothes,
dry the clothes
sounds
is rough,
very,
man.
very rough.
We're like, you
Dry
want me
the
to
clothes.
manually do
You're
that with my
literally
hand and
doing. You're literally drying.
No, but you need to spread them though.
Zimbabwe.
You need to spread them out. Otherwise, it's gonna smell like
That
damn.
sounds rough to me.
It's gonna smell like
No,
damn.
but the fact that that doesn't even make sense. Why would you hang something and not spread it?
Yeah, like of course we're gonna spread.
Like, of course you're gonna spread it.
So I got
Depends
the
on
The
wrong-
fact that you needed to be told to spread it means there was something wrong beforehand,
Your
man.
instructions are misleading. You need to tell me exactly what to do if you want
The
it done properly.
419 isn't banging tonight to send money.
Man said the 419 isn't banging tonight.
Don't
worry.
Go back to the
Our
notes.
Yahoo boys will show up, bro.
What does that say? Bible Gateway.
Where's that?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
You do it.
Why are you accepting cookies, bro?
Shout out Samson.
Yeah, that's rough. You're supposed to always decline.
Like-
But I can't lie, when they're like, oh yeah, do you want to accept or customize?
I accept that
I
shit.
click customize and
then
I'm
it's
like,
long to
accept,
I accept it, bro.
accept. Ah,
You got my cookies already, bro. Pause.
Yeah, straight. Nigerian hair is spread. Samson, member for 16 months. Platinum as well, you know, big
Platinum,
spender.
Shout out
Hey.
Samson.
Who do I have to
Listen.
bribe to get on the couch? Is it Toots? Nigeria forever. Alright, Samson. You need to be present in the Discord, dog. You get the shout outs. Don't worry. Next
This
time.
time he's past the sun as
You
well.
know like that.
You should have been present,
Don't worry,
bruv.
you can call in and
You
help. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna go through it. because it needs to be gone through.
Okay, is it on screen, Toots? Yeah?
Now, you know the funny thing of how
It
this
is, yeah, I
started?
can see
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Go
The
on.
funny thing of how this started is the episode you man dropped on Monday,
Yeah.
And then to me, I was like, so I went into Discord, I was seeing what people I was like, I think Fred needs the helmet. Because he was like, it wasn't only Adam and Eve that were naked in the Garden of Eden. And I'm like, where do you see that? Like, where does it say? I'm like, and next thing you know, I know it's late. Fred came on some.
What, in Discord?
They
You
were-
went to the Discord?
He dropped one. He dropped one long.
That was I was there for like 2 hours beefing everybody. Beefing everybody.
so-
Do you know why? Because we're going to go through it. Because I think you might have started it. Nis was talking on YouTube. I go to the YouTube comments and I see, they're cooking me. I said one thing wrong, yeah? It was the women writing books in the Bible. Cool, I got it wrong, but I said I think. I
Okay.
couldn't remember.
What
which
did you
one-
say? That
'cause
you think that they
obviously-
have?
No, I don't think there is, because I know
Oh, right.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember
Yeah.
any women's names in it, so I was like, and then I know there's some. We said it in the Discord. There's
Yeah.
something about something with women not being too heavily spoke
Right.
about in the Bible. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry if it harmed you in any way. I do apologize, man. I
Right.
hope you didn't fall
Did they
down.
say who did?
Esther and Ruth, maybe.
Yeah.
What?
yeah,
They've
Esther,
got a book, yeah?
definitely.
I
Esther.
didn't actually check that stuff.
In what version, though?
Shout out SA.
Is it in
Paying
all
my
versions?
offering for the service. Thank
I'm
you. Yeah,
not sure.
be paying your tithe.
But
the New
Esther's what
Testament,
came to
likely, I don't know.
my mind.
Right.
I don't know.
I haven't
And-
flicked
and
through the
actually,
whole
yeah.
Bible for me
Yeah.
to know, like, what books there are, but I don't remember that.
But there's good stuff I found out.
Okay.
That I've said before, and I'm like, I didn't even know that, but it marries up because the
Right.
Bible is open to interpretation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start at Genesis 1, the beginning.
The beginning.
The beginning. I'm gonna skim through a lot of Genesis 1 because 2 is where it gets cracking, or towards the end of 1. Ebbs, remember for 10 months, Nigerian flags are up.
Shout you
Boom.
out.
I'm gonna open the phone lines after I get through verse 1. Is it verse 1 or chapter 1? Either or, innit?
Well, no, chapters versus
Chapter one
different
and-
things.
yeah.
Chapter 1.
So we're gonna read the whole chapter.
I'm gonna skim through it.
Okay,
So the verse. Okay.
it's chapter 1 verse.
Cool.
whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is. Chapter. I haven't been Sunday school in time.
Wait, what did they say again?
Yeah, chapter
chapter
1, verse
one.
1
Genesis
to 5
chapter
or
1,
1
yeah.
to whatever.
Yeah.
And
And
You
then-
don't say chapter though.
Yeah,
do,
you do.
you
Why
do.
not?
You don't say
Or you
chapter.
could say
We say Genesis 1.
One
verse.
verse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
never
yeah.
heard chapter in
And
the
then-
Bible.
If you go to the white people, they might say chapter.
No, they would not.
It says chapter 1.
That's it.
Where does it say chapter 1 in the
In
Bible?
Genesis.
It says Genesis.
You're mad.
You say Genesis 1.
Yeah,
Like, that's what
but
it
you don't
says.
say-
But
it's
you
not a
can say. You
chapter.
can say chapter.
You can say
It's not a-
chapter.
it's not a chapter.
It says a chapter, bro.
Are you not mad? It's a book, bro. It's not a
No,
chapter.
Genesis is the book.
Yes, and that's what it is. You don't say chapter. man.
So what? Are you crazy?
What's he on?
he has to get home.
He has to get a helmet.
What's he doing right
He
now?
fucked up. You know?
Explain.
I said it's a book. There's no chapters. You okay?
Explain yourself.
So what? You're telling me that all books don't have chapters?
Hold on 1 second.
Hey,
It's a book. There's no chapters.
Hey, listen, I ain't been churching time.
hold on. Jack,
Give him the helmet, man.
Jack Quarry Williams, £5 donation. Where can I find Discord? After the live, as the new members come, I'm going to post the Discord link in the community section
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube, so you can all join YouTube and join in. Where's the helmet? Where did I
It's there. It's
Over
there.
there, yeah.
hand that. Let me hand it to you, man. There you go. All right, boom. Genesis 1, verse 1. So in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over. It goes on to say he created the sun and the moon, trees, animals, creatures, and humans, or mankind, in fact. So if we get to, I think it was the 6th day that he created humans. Well, what we believe to be Adam and Eve, which it says, okay, then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over the cat and over the cattle, over all the earth and over everything creeping that creeps on earth. So God created So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them.
Right.
So he's created two people, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone's in agreement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, so this is, remember, Eve was created from Adam's rib.
Yeah.
But this man has been created alongside a woman from the dust of the earth, yeah? But it's actually confusing because if we get onto chapter 2, it says something else.
Because, okay, so he created him, male and female. He created them.
Yeah?
Okay.
Man and woman. And then it also says, then God blessed them and he said to them, be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah.
Fill the earth with this and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish in the sea, over the birds of the air, and over all living things that move on earth. Yeah? Cool. Toots, can you go to chapter 2, please? I'm going to have to read quite a chunk of this one. So, thus the heavens and the earth. Okay, wait, actually. At this point, what happened?
He's struggling.
No,
Not you. No, you're clicking the same thing, bro. Go down.
Can't you listen to the fucking
Where's,
directions?
on the right.
Go
So
no,
relax,
down,
go
down, bottom
No, you
right.
have to read your Bible.
Up, in the pink bit.
Just right there.
There
yeah,
you go.
Cool. So at this point,
He said it's online, so that's why. It's not like 10 page.
at
shit.
this point, do we believe there are angels
Yeah.
At this point.
in the Bible? Verse 1.
Yeah.
I mean, chapter 1.
I would believe there is because he's talking about earth, not heaven.
But no, he hasn't said anything
exactly,
about
but
angels.
there's nothing said. But
Yeah.
we believe there's angels before humans, right?
Yeah, that's what we believe, yeah.
But there isn't an explicit mention of
Of an angel.
yet.
No, not yet.
Cool. And there's not, and he says he created the moon and the sun, but there's no explicit mention of any other planets yet, right?
Yeah.
There are also stars, but we believe there are other planets, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tef?
Yeah.
Cool. So chapter 2.
yeah.
Thus the heavens and the earth and all of the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day, God rested, basically. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested for all his work which God had created and made. This is the history of the heavens. And I'm just like skipping bits. So we get on to life in God's garden. The Lord God planted a garden eastwards in Eden. And there he put a man who he had formed. And out of the ground, the Lord made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight of good food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So we know that's the tree in Eden. Boom. Then it talks about the river, name of the rivers. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden you may eat freely, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. Rough. I said,
Yeah.
I'd be shook.
I'd be sure.
And if you know how quickly these two folded and ate the rascal out,
Knowledge
you'd be
of
like,
good
what?
and evil.
So, and the Lord said, it is not good for man to be alone. But didn't he create a man and woman? In chapter 1.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah, he did.
Wait, what,
Yeah.
what verse you reading?
This
So
is
this
this is
is-
chapter 2,
yeah.
verse we are at verse 18.
18.
Yeah. Okay.
That said, it's not good for that man should be alone.
Alone, yeah.
I will make him a helper comparable to him. Out of the ground, the Lord formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called them, each living creature, that was its name. So Adam gave names to all the cattle, to all the birds of the air, and every beast of the field.
Yeah.
But for Adam, there was no found helper comparable to him. And the Lord caused a deep sleep for Adam to fall into, and he slept. And he took the rib of Adam and closed up the flesh in place. Then the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man, he made into a woman. He brought her to the man.
Yes.
And that's who we know to be Eve.
Yes. Yeah.
But there is another woman
That was
mentioned in
created
verse
before.
1.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone's understanding
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or am I
No.
reading
You're
this whole
right.
place
You're
wrong?
right. You're right. You see? You lot. He's right.
And this is the new King James version.
Yeah.
What, guys?
Just because she
do I
wasn't
need to-
named, there was definitely a man and a woman who was made.
I've opened the phone lines. If I'm
You're
wrong,
saying wrong.
Nah.
How?
if I'm wrong, call me.
Can you go back to verse 1 where it said that he made thing? Just because that's what we're really looking
If I'm
at. here.
wrong, call me.
So you're trying to say that the woman that was created is Lilith. That's what you.
As in the first.
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
There's more. I'm not there yet. Because remember, I said about other people being in heaven. And there's no explicit mention yet. Yet. Someone's calling.
I said
the
Lilith
thing is,
isn't real.
I don't know if it's
Toots,
Lilith
can you
or
go
not.
to,
but-
No.
Toots, can you go to?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
Lilith
you're not done.
Go to where? Go to where?
I was gonna say to verse 1 where it said like.
Okay, yeah, you
You
can
know
go
what I
to
mean?
verse 1 and you read
So
it. Hello,
caller, turn
caller.
down the TV, please.
Hello, caller.
What do you mean turn on the TV? It's not on.
Okay,
I
sorry.
can hear us.
You can hear her?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
From where? It's
Go-
not from me. It's
Oh, sorry,
it's-
shout out. It's gone.
Yeah, because that was outrageous. Anyways, no, I severely disagree
No problem.
because just because it says that God created man and woman, it doesn't specify that He created them both at the same time. It could just be like when you have an introduction to a piece of literature and you say, "Oh, this is the story of Temi, Fred, and VP." Doesn't mean we're going to get into Temi, Fred, and VP all in the beginning. But I'm just telling you from the beginning that this is the story of man and woman. And then he goes
Yeah.
on to explain how woman was created.
Okay.
Yeah,
the whole-
Okay.
that's why I want to read that bit again.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah,
that's
I
it-
think we
that's
should
it.
go
I
back
can't-
and
I
That's
read
how
just can't see it.
that's how I read it.
But,
And the whole Lilith thing-
what did you say to me? Sorry,
Hold on.
I'm categorically wrong.
I think you're wrong, personally.
But this is my interpretation, and you're good for yours, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
We can agree to disagree, but you're wrong.
Not really. No. Hey,
I'm struggling to see where it says.
So,
that.
Nis, so not Nis, Toots, are you able to go back to the? Is this the first
This is
chapter?
the first verse, yeah. First
Okay.
chapter, yeah.
Now
Yeah.
scroll down. It's like the
Might
sixth
be-
day.
Yeah, like 20.
Okay, so
25.
All right, go to
Let us
that.
make man in
Living-
our own image. Verse 26.
Okay, verse 26. All right, then go to let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on earth. So God created man in His own image. In the image of God, He created him. Male and female, He created them. Yeah. I can't lie. Hold
But
on.
he
Then
does
God
create
blessed
Eve.
them, and God said to them,
plural.
yeah, be
Nis,
fruitful
are you sure?
and multiply.
okay.
You sure
now,
Nis?
now
I
after
still
that,
stand by my
no.
point.
Okay, wait. Now let's go to the next verse, the next chapter. Sorry, because he said that He's blessed them. So now He's acknowledged that He's created them, and then somewhere in here He says He brought the man that He had created. So that
So
means
he
He's
didn't
already.
Why
bring
was
the
Adam
woman.
suddenly alone?
What's this?
Because I'll tell you based on what I've read. Allegedly, it's Lilith.
Yeah, I'm not
because
saying
because
it
I
is.
will, and we'll get to Isaiah 4 where Lilith is mentioned. 34 where Lilith is mentioned in the Bible.
But even when
Wait,
Lilith is
let me-
mentioned
let
in
me
the
com- let
Bible,
me
she's not
complete-
mentioned as Adam's wife.
I know, but let me complete my sentence because
You completing.
Oh, okay. Being Adam's wife is a different argument.
it's
though.
a different ball game. But there
Yeah.
is another woman
Yeah.
mentioned. Based on what we've just read, He created them, plural. Two people. He said, "Be fruitful and multiply."
But
You
I
can't
was-
say
I agree with what she's saying, with what Nissy's saying.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Because she's saying that He created man and woman, not necessarily like there and then, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's gonna
this is
come.
the
It's
introduction
gonna
of
come. Yeah.
like it's I've created them. I don't know how it could be, but let's
No,
say in his head,
I
it's
can
like,
I can see it. I can
get
see
that.
that. But then there's somewhere
Unless
in
we're
here-
saying that there's another man
where's
and there's
the
another
verse-
woman
where's
before
the part
Adam.
where He says
Unless-
that He brought
but he-
Adam?
Chapter 2, maybe verse 16.
yeah, I need to hear that.
So
Okay,
verse
was
16.
Adam the first person?
Yeah, he was.
Because if Adam
Yeah,
isn't
definitely.
the first, if you're arguing this, then Adam isn't the first person,
Yeah.
which is
No.
confusing.
Because
But the
He says
dispute
No,
isn't
it's
about Adam.
possible.
Man.
It's possible
about the first
that as
woman.
well.
Okay.
But Adam is always spoke as the first man.
He is.
Yeah.
Because what it says is God created man and female, them, plural. I'm sorry, there's no other way I can read that and say, oh, we only created one. It says them. Be fruitful.
But that's not
and-
what I'm saying.
I know that's not what you're saying. It's what I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's what I'm reading. And then the Lord God took the man
Yes,
and put him in the
that's
Garden of Eden. He didn't take whoever this woman is, let's not even call her Lilith, no problem. but he didn't take her because what is debated is that she didn't want to be what's the word? She didn't see herself in the Bible. It says a woman should serve the man along those lines.
Yeah.
She saw herself as equal to Adam because they were both created of the dust.
Right,
Whereas
okay.
now Eve is created from the rib, and it goes on to say that Eve
It's the supporter of Adam.
Yeah.
So from the fact that it said then God took man. So it's not like now he's now saying this is when he created the man. He's already said he's created a man and a woman. Then he's taken the man. He hasn't taken the woman.
Yeah.
So what's happened to that woman that he's created?
I'll get to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
It also says, and Adam said, "This is now bone of my." This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She should be called woman because she was taken of man. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother to be joined with his wife, and they shall become flesh. And they were both naked. The man and his wife were not ashamed.
Because they didn't know they were naked.
No problem. How do you know you're naked if you've never seen anyone with clothes? I'm just asking.
Okay, see this.
No, but if you don't have the knowledge of good and evil,
Yeah.
you're just naked, innit?
But how do we
You're
know?
not seeing it as something wrong.
How do we know naked is evil?
They were
Once
both
they
I
eat
don't
the
think
fruit, cool.
they don't know it's evil until they eat the fruit.
But if no one has had clothes before, how is that categorized as evil if there's nobody else? It's just
It's
them.
not categorized as evil yet. Evil technically doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Exactly. So how does it become something that exists if there's no one else with clothes?
Yeah.
Because they
God-
eat the apple
Yeah,
and they gain the
exactly.
knowledge of good and evil.
But
Exactly.
how you're not answering? I
Okay,
get
wait.
that they eat the apple.
No,
but
it exists, but they are.
Where? How?
No, God already
God's
made
Okay,
it. Yeah,
think
God
of it.
created
Think
it.
of it in this way, yeah.
God created
Think of
being
it-
in clothes as evil.
No,
No, being naked
no, no,
is
no.
evil.
Think of it in.
Go on.
Think of it in this way, right? Think of it as children. You know, children are innocent. They can't sexualize anything. A child can walk around naked, run around, and they're not seeing that as an issue. But if you have a grown adult doing the same thing, you have knowledge of what's right and wrong. It's just like that. Picture them as being innocent babies. That's what they were essentially.
Okay, but
Where their
why
minds were
is
just
naked
clean.
being? Why is naked?
It's not about naked. I don't
It
think
is
it's the
about naked. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
No. I can't. I've been
Can I finish
interrupted.
my point?
No. I've been interrupted. I have to see it as evil because that's what it says. And they
It
were
doesn't
both.
say that.
No, listen. It says, and they were both naked and not ashamed.
Yeah, it didn't
I'm
say
saying-
evil.
No. So then, why does it become evil once they
No,
eat
no,
the
it's
apple?
not
It didn't
evil.
say evil.
It's
So then
becoming.
why did they become
Shame is
ashamed of it? No. Wait. Let me
Go
tell
on,
you
go on.
why I'm saying this because
Yeah.
you guys' answer to me is that when they eat the apple, they become aware of good and evil. But so why is naked being classed as something evil? Because the first
I
thing they
don't think-
wait. The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
thing they become once they eat the apple is ashamed of being naked.
Yeah.
So is it not good? If it's not good, and because the other thing of the tree is good and evil, so is it not being placed on the side of evil?
No, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think it's just good and evil. Like it's shame as well, because obviously
Yeah.
the thing that they gain knowledge of is that they should be shameful of some things. You know what I mean?
Why?
That's what you just.
Can I
It's like
answer the
what this just
question?
said
Yeah.
with
Go on,
a
now you
child.
can, sorry.
But yeah, go on this.
Okay, so it's more than just good and evil. You have to remember, nothing bad existed at all. So when we even think of things like sickness, death, anything bad, sin, all of that didn't exist. So you also have to remember that they weren't necessarily sexualizing things either. So when they then noticed they were naked, everything then becomes sexual. It stops being just innocent running around naked around each other,
Yeah.
and it's whoa, look at your breasts, look at your dick, whatever. It becomes sexual. And I think that's where the shame comes from, the fact that you now know you're naked and you're aware of the implications of that.
I'm sorry.
Because it takes away that innocentness.
I don't actually agree. And like you didn't agree with me on the first verse, I actually just don't agree that that's answered the
That's fair
question
enough.
for me.
So what do you
Okay,
think it
well,
is then?
yeah.
This is why I think there's other people.
Yeah.
Is because this allegedly, it doesn't clarify, happens in the span of a day, where God makes them and puts them in the garden, and on the same day the serpent comes and tells them eat the apple. The reason I think that there's other people is because, well, we're gonna have to read it.
Okay, wait. Before sin already existed, it wasn't within mankind type of thing. Because it says, "Don't eat of the tree
Of good and
Oh
evil.
yeah,
evil."
because
So
sin already exists.
It
All of that
exists.
stuff already exists.
Sorry, who had sinned?
Nobody had
No,
sinned,
no,
but
no,
it
but-
exists.
Okay, so how can you
existed.
say... Okay. When I say sin didn't exist, no one had sinned yet.
yeah,
So mankind was pure until this point, and mankind still had access to the Garden of Eden and the promises of God, which was eternal life.
yeah.
It's the moment where humans sinned that they lost access to that, and then we became mortals. Because Adam wasn't supposed to die; he was supposed to live forever. But the fact that he sinned, that's when God said,
Of course,
you
but-
will work for everything and you will die.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Okay, let's go to chapter 3,
Remember
please, Toss.
Lucifer. Lucifer was an angel
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the serpent. Well,
And that
basically
was
the
before-
serpent.
is that
and that was
before
before
Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
So sin
Okay, and
already
that's why
existed.
he's able to tempt them, but that's sin within a celestial realm, if that makes sense.
Yes,
But within
yeah, yeah, yeah.
mankind,
Yeah, that's what he
I'm
said.
saying.
It didn't
exist
it
within
didn't exist
mankind.
within mankind. It just
So
existed.
I want to go to verse 3. Nis, I'm going to open the phone lines to others to call in as well, yeah?
all right, cool.
Thank you for
In a
the
bit.
call.
Thanks,
But
Thank you.
wait,
Yep,
wait,
yep.
wait. Before you do, can you guys like after this talk about other Bible stories that we've been listing out?
Yeah, I've noted it down.
All right, cool.
I already saw your comments. Thank you. We're going to go to chapter 3, verse 11.
Chapter 3, verse 11.
Hello, caller, 1 second. I'm just going to read out this verse quickly. It says, so
Go ahead.
they eat an apple, and God is on his way back into the garden. Actually, I'm going to start from verse 9. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" So he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and hid myself." And he said, "Who told you you were naked?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, that's
What God said. Who told you you
Yeah,
was
exactly,
naked? So
yeah.
who else is here? Nobody? Why would God say that?
because they
no,
ate-
but he ate the apple.
It's just awareness,
continue
isn't it?
reading, yeah.
Yeah. Who? Come on, man. Now, I could.
It's awa-
It's
so-
awareness. Who told you you was
Fred.
naked?
Fred.
Go on,
Okay.
caller.
Fred, the apple brought knowledge to awareness,
Yeah.
and
Bro, if no
the
one,
knowledge
if no
that
one has
was
been
taken-
clothed before, where is this knowledge coming from?
The apple, the apple,
But where?
the apple.
Okay, I get what you're saying. The apple. I know they ate the apple, but
Yeah.
surely someone has to be clothed.
God created that tree knowing what it would do and forbid man
Okay,
from having it.
so does God not like nakedness? Because
He hasn't said
if God
that.
put shame in nakedness in the apple,
No,
why would he
said nothing like
create
that.
them and not clothe them from the
No,
beginning?
no, he put shame
said-
in there.
listen,
He put shame in the apple.
He
said
put
nothing
shame
like
in there.
that.
Why is there
God
shame in nakedness?
wanted-
No, but there's
It's
shame
their
in whatever you
yeah,
have
their-
shame in. Do you know what I'm
their-
saying?
their-
It's
their
just the
intent.
same way some people find shame in being naked to this day and some people don't. There's some people who are
that's true.
nudist and there's some people who think, I don't want to be naked in front of people.
I don't.
The shame
I don't-
is what you think
I don't
you
know
shameful.
if I go on,
see,
Tef, and then call
My
will
thing
hear what
is,
you're
yeah,
saying.
they ate. He said, "Don't eat." He explicitly say, "Don't eat from the tree
Yeah.
of what's it called of
Knowledge
knowledge,"
of good and
because
evil.
he knew what would happen, and they ate the thing, and
Yeah.
they, in their mind, were like, "Oh, we're naked."
Yeah, I'm ashamed
Yeah,
of this. Like,
so they gained the knowledge from that and used it for their
Yeah.
own, basically. When they were told,
they
not
just
to.
became
The knowledge-
aware.
yeah, and turned it into physical lust and
Caller, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd like to start with the creation. Basically, Fred, what I think is, the first part of Genesis is giving you an introduction, like a general overview of what happened. And then the next chapters go into detail of how he created the man and the woman. There's no other man or other woman that's there. The first two people are Adam and Eve. Adam was the first. Eve came out of his rib. There's no other woman
So what about
present.
chapter 1? Sorry.
It's giving an overview. So you're just reading like an overview of what happened in the creation.
I'm sorry, we just read it.
I think,
man.
yeah,
No,
we
I
can
hear
move
you.
on because I can't even say it.
Go on,
Yeah.
Dennis.
Yeah, the interpretation of it, you could take either way. But from what I've just read,
Yeah.
he
'Cause it
said
said
he
he
made
brought man.
Yeah, he took man. So
Yeah.
he's already. He never said then he made man
Yeah.
and put him in the garden and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He said he took man,
Yeah.
meaning that man was already created.
Uh-huh.
And what the only time that we've heard man was created, we also heard a woman was created. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So there's not another time where he says that he's made a man and another woman. The only time he makes another woman is when he takes the rib. But before that, we hear a man and a woman was created. Then he took man, placed him in the garden, and then he made another woman from his rib. So in my head, that
Yeah.
means, okay, so 2 women were created. We just don't know where the other woman was.
But did he say made another woman?
No, he just
No,
says
but-
made
But
a
what,
woman.
the
made
reason
woman.
why I'm getting at that is because you're taking everything literal,
Yeah.
but it didn't say another.
Did he say woman or did
Yeah.
he say makes a woman?
Makes a woman is what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's one
But-
singular
no, but
woman,
if he
though.
said,
Everything-
if he said
find.
makes woman, then that's like, okay, now you just created a whole new thing called woman. If you make a woman, that means it doesn't
Okay,
specify
so-
whether there was one before or whether this
Right.
is the first one. Do you
Right.
know what I'm saying?
He's basically saying man and the woman first, and then this is how I made the woman. He's not saying I made man and woman, and then I made another woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
But a big
you're
man
taking
saying
it too-
this is where this isn't fair. Where
That's
you can't tell us to
interpretation.
not be too literal, but then you guys are reading between the lines. It's not fair. Like that's not making sense. In the first chapter, it says he made man and woman, them plural. To be fruitful
actually
and
said
multiply.
them.
That's what it
Yeah, he
actually
said-
says.
so, okay,
So
so-
we don't
Yeah.
have to. We don't even have to interpret or read between the lines. That's what it says. So
Yeah.
now
Okay.
then you're telling us in verse 2, he made Adam from the dust and then he made Eve from the rib. This is what we're literally word for word what this is saying.
Yeah.
So you can't tell us not to be literal, but then you guys can read between the
Okay,
lines. You
so
can't.
my thing
so
is-
go on, Tev. Wait,
Fred,
let Tev
Genesis
has seen
1:27.
something.
So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them. So, okay, so he said male and female, he created them. But he didn't explain
How?
How?
he created. And
Yeah.
then chapter 2, he started explaining.
Oh,
male and
so is
female.
that where he says he created Adam from dust?
Yeah.
Yes.
In chapter 2?
Yes.
This is
Okay.
different versions,
Yes.
though. So
Okay,
this is
cool.
also the thing. There are
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
20
Okay,
versions.
let me
Yeah,
look at,
that's also
you're
true.
looking at New King James. Okay,
Yeah.
let me look at New King James.
I hear
What was
that.
you looking at?
I was
Listen.
New NIV.
See different versions, but
Okay.
go on,
Yeah.
caller.
Yeah.
Fred, if you look at it that way, that means there's another man as well.
Possibly.
It's
Yeah.
Yes.
a woman.
But again, different versions. Some versions will say he took the man and he didn't create him again from dust. He just took the man. So again, some people think in chapter 1, both created from dust. In chapter 2, God took Adam to the garden and made Eve from the rib. And then allegedly, the other woman is... So this is where, remember in the notes episode where I spoke about wet dreams?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to read something. Caller, you can stay on the line.
Male
Go on.
and female.
Yeah, so okay,
Created them.
This is
James,
interesting.
New King James, it says, so God created man, he created them male. It says New King James, male and female, he created
Did
them.
it say he created
Both.
man?
It says male,
Male
and
and
female.
female.
he
What we
created them.
doing?
No. This is important. This is important because obviously there's
Male and
animals as
female.
well that are male and female,
Bro,
right?
he's already created the animals.
No, but I'm saying
and
he created
sometimes it
male
also
and
says
female.
Okay,
mankind
it's-
as
so
well.
God
So he's
created
created the
man.
animals already.
Wait, no.
Yeah,
go
so
on,
that's
go
what
on,
I'm trying
go
to
on.
say. Did it say man
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
woman?
Okay, so God created man in his own image.
Yeah.
In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. So I'm saying from that, but then, because then if we go on to 28,
He
then
says
God blessed
rule
them
over dominion
with
over the
fruit.
world.
Yeah, but-
That's man and woman. That's
Okay,
male and
yeah.
female. Let's
Okay.
not do
And
too
then
much.
chapter
In
two-
on the other days is when he created the birds, the seas, the cattle, the herbs of the tree.
Yeah,
He's already
yeah,
done
yeah.
that.
And
Let's
then-
Okay,
not.
and then chapter
Yeah,
2
yeah.
is when he explains
Created
how
man.
he created
Yeah.
them.
I hear
So
that
then
though.
that
I
makes
hear that.
sense.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah, that
if
makes
that's
sense.
if that's what it says,
What have we agreed on?
That makes sense that he's created the concept of it.
and then
And then-
he said, okay,
This
I
is how I
created a
created
man
But the
from
thing is,
the earth.
what I'm getting at is that how can we say let's not take it as deep as male and female with animals because he created
No,
animals
I
after.
agree with that.
So
That's
that makes
fine.
sense.
Yeah, yeah,
He created animals before.
No, he created
you
animals
said it
before.
after.
No, it was before.
He created animals before.
Okay,
created
so
animals
then
before.
what were the animals? Are we saying they're not male or female?
No,
or
they
anything?
are. That's why it was fine for you to
male,
specify.
So right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
male and female, and
then
he's
he
created the
created a man.
concept of it.
Yeah.
and then he's created the man Adam.
and a woman.
And then
Yeah.
tells from the rib.
Or
created
that's
Eve.
what I interpret from
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
But again, some different Bibles are different because it says took the man. So he's already created the man. So
Yeah, the
That's
concept is always
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
The
yeah, that's what I'm
concept is
saying.
there.
So
Okay,
if,
cool.
if he's created, if in chapter 2 in some Bibles it says how he's created man and then how he's created woman, then it implies that the beginning was an introduction.
Yeah.
But in the one where it says he just took,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, well, that means the
It
two were
was
already
already
created.
there, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it can go either way, just depending on which Bible you're reading, basically.
Yeah.
okay, cool. So guys, let's not shout at me because we were
Yeah.
reading.
No, yeah. I'm talking-
Definitely not.
They
Yeah.
get that I've seen
Yeah.
this,
Also,
like,
it was
it's
in
not just
Hebrew,
like-
right? The first Bible was in Hebrew.
This is what I'm getting
So,
on to next.
Cool. We need to understand
Fred,
that.
caller, is there
No
anything else you
apple.
want to add before I move on?
Nah, Fred, what your argument is valid, one thing I just want to say is like, as we going through like the book of Genesis, we just need to be careful because different Bibles have got different texts, so it's easy to misinterpret things. So I feel like as you're reading through, probably someone should have like another version.
Oh yeah, this website's got all the versions. That's why a lot of people haven't seen the name Lilith. But
it's hard. It's easy to misinterpret like what's there, and that's how you can get confused and think, "Oh, cool, this might have been there. This might have been there because of how that Bible is written," and then you can miss it. But yeah, that's just it for me. I just feel like there's just two people. There's nothing else. It's just how the Bible is written, how that particular Bible is written. So it's two people.
Yeah. Okay.
In the start. But
cool.
Okay, appreciate it, man.
Cool. So I'm gonna pick up a call soon. Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
So thank you. So again, yes, as you said, Judaism, Hebrew, Jewish, whatever it's preferred to be called, was before Christianity. Christianity, what's the name of the Jewish book? The Torah,
I believe so.
And the Quran, I think it's all New Testament, and there's going to be different versions. If I'm wrong, I do apologize, but this is what I recall. So Lilith is mentioned more throughout the Torah, I believe, and is believed to be Adam's first wife before Eve over the centuries, and has become known as a succubus demon who co-populated with men during their sleep. Remember in Notes episode, I spoke about women having sex within your sleep. Don't do it. This is the theory or story behind it, that was Lilith. And I'll tell you, in Isaiah 34, I think it's verse 14, it speaks of Lilith. In recent years, feminist movement have reclaimed the character. Okay, we can skip that bit. So the legend of Lilith has its roots in the biblical book of Genesis, where two contradictory versions of creation eventually led to the concept of a first Eve. The first creation account appears in Genesis 1 and describes simultaneous creation of both male and female human beings after all the plants and animals had already been placed in the Garden of Eden. In this version, man and woman are portrayed as equals and are both the pinnacle of God's creation. The second creation, Genesis 2, a man is created of Adam's rib in the Garden of Eden to help them tend to the garden. After Adam rejects mating with all of the animals, because some believe God presented all the animals, these are not good compatible companions for you. Doesn't make sense to do this. Cool. Is there anything else to highlight from this text? Anything theory, eventually first Eve. Okay, cool. So if we go to, actually what I want to pick up, if you go to the book chapter 4, okay, actually this is something I also want to discuss. Go on, Tef.
You see how you said it's obviously everyone's interpretation is different. It's based upon individual, So we're meant to interpret. Everyone's interpretation is going to be different when you're wherever. If you're a kid or if you're now reading the Bible, whatever, But okay, so in 1 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 12, it says. Okay, cool. Let me find it. Chapter 12, actually. What we have received is not the spirit of the world, but the spirit who is from God, so that we may understand what God has freely given to us. This is what we speak, not in words taught us by human wisdom, but in words taught by the Spirit, explaining spiritual realities with spirit-taught words. So, for me, it's like to fully understand the Bible, you need the Holy Spirit. Because everyone's interpretation is going to be different. So that's when all this.
No, I agree with you, because when I went to church last, that's what my pastor was even just talking about. It was like, to understand certain things, you can't understand it as a man. You have to understand. Like, you can't understand things in the spirit realm on earth because you're not connected. You have to be connected to actually understand what's being said. Like,
so
cool.
do we think that if we're not connected to the spirit world, we can't understand it? Do we all believe that?
Not fully, because you'll interpret it.
I believe that. Yes.
You'll interpret it as a man.
Right. So
Yeah.
we need a pastor to
Not
basically
fully.
explain
Christians
it.
are really.
Turn your TV down, please.
No, because again, that's man who knows how connected he is to God. But
Yeah.
again, it's always build your own relationship with him first. Hello, caller.
Yo,
What's happening?
yeah, it's good. It's good. I agree with what Nis was saying about the whole creation story. We get the intro at the beginning, and then in chapter 2, we literally have God say, "It is not good for man to be alone." So that means Adam was on his ones. So that's when God now brought in a woman. That would be my understanding on that. And then I think with the Lilith stuff, it's like it's mentioned, but we don't have.
Can I interject just before we move on to
Yeah.
Lilith? So in
Yeah, of course.
chapter 1, we accept that all of the animals, etc., the earth, etc., was built.
Yes, we do.
But we don't accept that in the same chapter, he said he created them, but we're going to say no, but he didn't build them yet. He only built them in 2. Everything
But listen,
else
if we read,
go on.
if we read that same Genesis here, just before we get to it, it talks about, it literally spells out in verse 4 and 5. It talks about how man is not yet there to take care of the land. So
Yes.
as an intro, all that stuff did happen, because
But
even
this-
at the start of the chapter, we still get the whole, the heavens was created, earth was finished, and then it goes, there was no one. It says, it talks about how there was no man yet to take care of the
Which
earth
verse
or
is
whatever.
that?
So then,
Which verse is that? 4 and 5.
I don't know, but I
So-
feel like
Bro,
we're
that's-
arguing
yeah,
the
so
same
from
point.
Come 1 to 5.
That's verse 4 and 5. If we go to verse 24, that's where he says he created them.
Yeah, no, because at this point,
no, but in chapter 2, in chapter 2,
Sorry, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
cut you
of
off
course.
because we need to move on because we've already agreed on the fact that depending on which Bible you're reading, you're gonna get a different version of the story.
But this is
Bro,
uniform across all versions.
we are coming to a conclusion within the room as a consensus, and we've agreed on that consensus. So we're arguing a point that we've
fair
now
enough.
already agreed on.
Let me just do verse 29
enough.
as well. Let me just do verse 29 as well, because in 28 he's created man and woman. Then in 29,
Is this
it said-
chapter 1, yeah?
Chapter 1, and it says, "And God said, see, I have given you every herb." Bro, who's he talking to?
Yeah, he's talking to man and woman. Yeah,
What's
no,
that?
but
He's
it's
talking to
fine.
man and
We've
woman.
already agreed
so
on
are they
this
not
part.
there? Like he wouldn't
I
just-
want to. Let's move
Cool.
on. Let's move on.
All right,
because
so
I've already agreed this part.
And then Lilith, you had a point on Lilith.
Yeah, I said with Lilith, we get her mentioned, but all the other, like, she was sleeping with loads of men, she was Adam's first wife, all of that is speculation.
Yes, it
and
is.
if we do, exactly, but if we do believe the Bible, we know that we're not supposed to go beyond what is written.
So,
If-
the
if we-
Bible not
if-
open to interpretation?
It is, but what we're getting at isn't interpretation, because we don't have anything where we see, oh, Lilith used to be with Adam, or Lilith used to sleep with a lot of men. There's no grounds to speculate. That's just from other folklore, but there's no grounds in the Bible to speculate, to say we're now interpreting something else, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Obviously,
yes.
this is an open conversation, and Christians and non-Christians will have conversation around it. But the Bible does say we shouldn't go beyond what is written, and we don't have the clues per se, or the hints to jump to a conclusion such as she was Adam's first wife, for example, or she didn't want to be submissive to him, so God brought about Eve. We don't have any grounds. That stuff is Jewish folklore, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Cool. Thank you.
I hear what you're saying.
Nah, I
yeah.
hear what you're saying.
Nah, I hear it because I'm ready
No
to
worries.
learn about this Lilith thing as well. Because
Yeah.
the only when I was saying I've heard this before, when I told Lav about it, she's like, yeah, because Sabrina, she watches a show called Sabrina, and
As in The
Lilith,
Witch?
yeah,
Okay.
and Lilith is in that.
Right.
So that's where I was like, oh, okay. And I think
there's
in
bare,
that
like,
it's
folklore
linked
stories.
to
Yeah,
Adam and Eve and stuff in
not by no
Sabrina or
accident.
whatever. So it's like, I don't think it's. I know it's not in Genesis for sure.
Yeah.
So we just don't. I need to know where to like
me,
get to that.
It's not in Genesis.
Yeah.
So cool. Go on.
I definitely understand, like, with this stuff, is as human beings, we're curious in it, so we're going to speculate and try and make sense of everything. But so and I think God understands that when he says, for example, that the things of God are like beyond our normal carnal minds. As VP mentioned, we need the Holy Spirit. But our curiosity side is naturally going to make us want to question and try to understand everything, which as humans we're going to do. And God doesn't say we can't ask questions, but we just have to be careful with throwing out comments like Lilith was Adam's first wife.
Yes.
Because we don't have, as Christians, we don't have the grounds to say that. Maybe if you
I
believe
agree.
something else,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
we have the- we might have the grounds to say
it's
that.
more on the Jewish side.
Yeah.
That is which is what people say. That's what
Okay,
people say.
That's cool.
Cool. Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Toots, can you go to chapter 3, please? Verse 15, please.
Why do we feel like God wouldn't name the two people in the beginning, though?
What do you mean?
That's strange.
Why do you think?
I don't.
He
I
didn't.
believe that it's Adam and Eve first.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he didn't name the first. I think he named the first two people. It was Adam and Eve. But if we're saying he created man and woman, we're basically saying that God left them nameless.
Remember, he left the creatures nameless too. He gave
Yeah,
that
he gave
job to
that
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, why do we believe that
He would
he's-
leave them nameless.
Yeah. Why?
Eve's name is, I believe it's like giver of life. Adam means, let me just get that quickly. Meaning of Adam, because we're going to get onto it. The name Adam, Hebrew, the name which God gave the Father, he used to refer to men, both made and
But wait, nowhere in the
Soil
Bible.
of- go on.
Sorry, go on. No. Sorry. you're thinking.
which in turn derives from the noun Adama, meaning soil or earth, which is where Adam was created from.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now, if I'm correct about the Bible, Noah gave them.
No,
Noah named the creatures.
No. Noah is the Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
This
Noah's
is
Ark. So who named the creatures?
Adam.
God
Okay.
gave Adam
Yeah.
God gave the ability for him to. So then that's where the creatures are named.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would he not name the first two people? If the theory is there was two people before Adam and Eve.
I don't
So that's
think there
where
was.
I'm
I don't
like,
think there was.
According to chapter 1, and see, this is why I want to get in. This is why there's possibly, for me, possibly other people. Because then when I say when I hear who told you, for me, it doesn't have to be for you guys, for me. This is why I think there's possibly other people. Because when God asked him, who told you was naked? I just see it differently. When there's a mention of mankind in chapter 1, and then there's some versions that say, created Adam from the dust and then Eve from the rib. This is open to a lot of people thinking different things because and then this is where God also, once they've eaten the apple, God punishes the animals, well, the serpent in particular, and then man and woman. Caller, 1 second, just going to read something out. So he says to the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In pain you shall bring forth children. You shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. He then also curses Adam. The main thing he says is, dust is where you shall return to. Yeah? And Adam called his wife Eve. So Eve didn't have a name until verse 20.
Of chapter 2.
Of chapters. So as you know now, Adam is earth and soil. That's the meaning of the name. And Eve is giver of life, essentially, because God has said you will bear children, which again is quite confusing because in the first chapter it says you'll be fruitful and multiply. Caller, what have you got to say?
Hey guys,
You alright?
yeah, I'm alright. My name's Debbie. First time calling in.
Nice. I love the intro.
Hey, yeah. So just a few points that I just wanted to make. I think one of the things that VP said is so important when it comes to interpreting the word, that we don't actually, as human beings, we can't comprehend exactly what God says or comprehend how God works, basically. So we need the Holy Spirit when it comes to interpreting it. And actually, there is a verse in the Bible that says, the secret things are of God, and what He reveals to us is for is for us and for our generations to come. So there are secrets that God has, and so He also does have a way where He expects us to be for those secrets to be revealed. So there are certain things that we wouldn't be able to understand. And I think Fred mentioned something about when he said, who told you were naked? He was talking to Adam because Adam was naked, but the nakedness is not so much. Yes, it's a physical thing, but it's a spiritual aspect of it, because it's almost like they lost the innocence because they were not supposed to eat from the tree of knowledge, fruit of knowledge. Fruit of the tree of the fruit of knowledge of evil and good. So when they ate from that tree, then what basically happened is they lost the innocence, they lost the connection that they had with God. So God used to commune with them without any barriers. So as soon as they ate of that fruit, they lost that connection.
Okay,
And so they
go on.
started to see, they knew what was good and what was evil, where before they didn't know that. So that's the nakedness that God basically is talking about. Yes, there's a physical nakedness, but the actual nakedness that God was referencing was a spiritual disconnect.
This is tough because it also then says God gave them clothes. It says it.
Yes, I'm not saying that there's no physical connection. I mean, there was no physical nakedness.
And then back
but they
with
didn't know that they were naked. They didn't know that they were naked.
Exactly. This is what confuses me, because I know when he was talking to Adam and he said, "Who told you were naked?" Yes, he's talking to Adam, but he said, "Who told you?" I'm looking at this like, who told you? Cool,
Yeah.
he ate the apple.
Yeah, because it was the enemy. Because it was the enemy. It was the enemy. The enemy is Satan.
The serpent.
So Satan got to Eve first.
Yeah.
And then Eve basically ate of the fruit. And then Eve gave it to Adam, and Adam ate the fruit. So basically it was actually Adam's fault in a way, because God gave the command to Adam, not Eve. So when Eve ate of the fruit and then gave it to Adam, and then so that's when God came. God knew, God was testing them. Said, "Adam, where are you?" Because they were hiding. And then God said to him, Adam said, "I'm hiding because I'm naked." Before, they didn't know that they were naked. So after they ate of the fruit, that's when their eyes opened.
I just want to interject, because what you said isn't correct. Chapter 3, it says, "Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord had made. He said to the woman, Has God indeed said, you shall not eat the fruit? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree in the midst of the garden, God said, you shall not eat." So Eve knows not to eat it as well. He's told them both.
No, so Eve was, God gave Adam the command first. God never gave Eve that command. He gave it to Adam.
Okay.
So Adam basically told Eve. So Adam is supposed to be the priest of the house. So he was given the commandment. He was given that instruction. So he gave it to Eve. So Eve knew. It's not that Eve didn't know that they're not supposed to eat from the tree. She knew that they're not supposed to eat from the tree. But she ate of that fruit. And when she ate of that fruit, their eyes opened. So this is the thing. Before we didn't know what was good, what was evil. So when they ate of that fruit, then their eyes opened and they knew what evil and what was. So they hid, because they suddenly realized not only were they disconnected spiritually, but they suddenly realized that we are actually naked, physically naked.
You're changing it, because before, but keep going. But I don't think anyone understands the question I'm asking. Like, you guys are asking.
Okay.
I don't think you do, because you're answering it on such, like, I keep on hearing eating the fruit. I know they've ate the fruit. We've got to chapter 3. I know I've read it all. I just don't think anyone understands the question I'm asking. So now it's coming across as I'm being
that you're asking.
Like I'm being stubborn or not listening.
Who? He said who.
Like
so
the
way he's read it is as
he's
if
asking a rhetorical question.
let me try and explain.
It's not.
Let me try and explain it, because
let me just add something. I don't think it's a rhetorical question.
It's not.
I don't think.
That's what I'm about to say.
But then also, it's like, if this is what I said in Discord. If everyone had £10, and I said, "Are you rich or poor?" you wouldn't know. Everyone's got £10. How can you say I'm rich or I'm poor? We're all the same, no? So if someone told you,
but Fred,
I'm not.
But Fred, if I knew better than you, right? If I knew that you were naked and you didn't know that you were naked, right?
So let's be specific here. We have to add proper. Let's not say that we're Adam and Eve, but is it just the two of us, or is there more of us?
It's just the two of you. So it's just Adam and Eve.
In your point, let's not say we're Adam and Eve. That's blasphemous. But the point you're about to land, is there just two of us?
It's just me making an example, So if I know, if God knows all, right? If God knows all, and He knows, and this is again going back to why He was told, don't eat from the fruit, don't eat from this tree, because it will show you God knows evil and good. When Adam was created and Eve was created, they didn't know evil and good. They just knew how they were created and they were good. So that's why they had full access to even commune with God. God cannot exist in somewhere where there's darkness, where there's evil. So they were pure and good.
That is said in the Bible. Can I ask where that is said?
What? That God cannot exist
with the communication stuff.
It says they in the cool of the day that they met with God. It is in Genesis.
Where?
Just find the scripture and then you can get back.
Do you know where? If not, go on, Dennis.
Because I think where you're getting frustrated is people aren't understanding the way you're understanding it. Because I understand.
The question I'm asking is very go on.
Yeah, because the question you're asking is who. Why would he say who if there was nobody else there? Is that what you're basically saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I understand why you would understand it like that. But also I would I understand it as it's just like a question like who, like the devil's there, Eve is there. Who
and that's and you see, do you know what? That's an answer because anyone that's calling keeps on telling me they ate the apple. You saying the devil, fine.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. People are talking to me like I don't know they ate the apple. I know that is fine to me. If you just
that's
say,
what I was coming to explain.
And then the next thing is, are we in agreement that some things are? I'm just going to use the word omitted in the Bible because remember I asked at the beginning, is there any mention of Venus, Pluto, Jupiter, or any of the angels yet? No, but we're in agreement that they're there, right? He's created everything. The angels are already there. Serpent, we're in agreement, no?
I agree that they exist.
They exist, or they're not here yet?
I wasn't sure. I don't know about that in the Bible at that time.
Is the Bible in chronological order?
Not exactly.
It's not in chronological order.
So therefore, that point is void.
Not really, because Genesis is the beginning, no? So
essentially,
this is the beginning.
Yes, but in Isaiah. But can I just say something? Genesis is the beginning of humankind. But Isaiah goes back to tell us of how Satan fell. So it's not actually in chronological order because Satan was before Adam and Eve.
Finish.
Bro, see, this is what I'm saying. People are telling me I'm doing surface level thinking. I'm trying to go I know they ate that. It's always me, you know. Bro, I'm looking at the comments and it's bare man. I'm just talking.
No, but the thing is, I think Fred,
big man, because it happens every week. I'm not being
stubborn. Hold on, Fred. As I talk to you,
go on.
Fred, as I talk to you, I'm not trying to like challenge you from a place of making you.
Not you.
Do you get me? Do you get me?
I'm reading the comments. I see my name bare, and I'm just having a conversation. I'm taking it beyond.
No, and it's good, Fred, and it's good, Fred, that you're questioning because it encourages me the fact that you're questioning and wanting to know more because in a way it's also bringing conversation. As a Christian, I like such conversations because it means that people can get to know, and in that way of even you just being curious, even just going to someone who's well versed in the Bible and having this conversation will open your heart to just understanding even more.
But deep, I've said no one's wrong today, you know.
I'm
listening to everyone and that.
I do hear what you're saying.
I'm just getting bare of it, and I'm like, bro, I'm just saying what I think. I didn't tell anyone they have to think the same as me. What I've read, this is what I think.
Yeah, but it's the same way.
Man can't do nothing, bro. No, it's crazy, bro.
You know how it goes. At the end of the day, you're saying what you think, and someone's also saying what they think about what you said.
No one wrong, but I'm getting it over there. Like,
the issue is
they're telling me I'm not listening to. I'm listening. I'm taking all the calls.
Unfortunately, this is the internet.
You know what this is.
Like there are people's, but they're still the internet, bro.
I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm the only one that's right.
I know. You don't have to.
If you even question something,
and you've been on the internet, bro.
Everyone outside is the truth. Outside the cool.
Like nobody needs to be right or wrong. Like nobody's been to heaven, spoken to God, and come back. You know what I'm saying?
But the answer of but they ate the apple is their answer. You're seeing it as no, but who? When he's saying who is who? Like who's he speaking about?
That's the type of answer I'm looking for.
That's
real simple.
Exactly. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to trick nobody.
No, you're not trying to trick anyone. But you said that's the type of answer you're looking for. But that's the answer they're giving you.
But
you get what I'm saying?
But that's not true. Go on.
But
can I just say that I'm trying to answer that question? I'm trying to answer that question, but that's why it's connected to the fruit. Because at the end of the day, after this is the answer to Fred's question. After they ate of the fruit, then this is the thing, Fred. Their eyes opened because they knew what was evil and they knew what was good at this point. So they realized that they were naked. They didn't know that they were naked, so they hid So they hid. Again, I go back to they used to commune with God. So God then said, Adam, called him, Adam, where are you? And he said that he's hiding. And God asked him, why are you hiding? And then that's when he said, because I'm naked. And then God said, who told you were naked? Because before you didn't know you were naked. But who then told you were naked? And then that's when they that's when they realized they said that they had eaten from the fruit. From the trees.
Let me just speak to her. So you're again not answering what he's asking.
I don't not get that.
I know that's not not at all what he's questioning. He's saying, why would he say who? That's the question. Not who. Like he's literally asking, why would he say who? So let's say in the garden there's three people. There's Adam, there's Eve, and there's Satan. Okay, yeah. So that's why he said
those are the three people in the garden.
Yeah, so that's an answer.
God knew. So that's the answer. He knew that Adam, Eve, and Satan. So then he said, who told you were naked? Because I know I didn't tell you were naked.
Exactly.
So
that's fine.
So and you remember God already knew that he'd already eaten from. So God was asking him a rhetorical. God already knew. It's not.
He already knew the answer. Yeah, God already knew
the answer.
That's all.
I want to keep you on the line for this because I'm going to move on to chapter 4. Cool. So now Adam and Eve and his wife, she conceived and bore Cain and Abel. Oh well, Cain, and I'm gonna skip forward Abel as well. We know is it Cain killed Abel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cain killed Abel.
Cool. And then let's move on to where did they start conceiving more? The family of Cain. So Cain went out from the presence. Well, actually, I think I need to go back.
What verse are you on?
Wait, I just want to see where does he banishes them from Eden allegedly because he says something like
he banishes them from Eden because again there were two trees.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go to verse 22. Sorry. Then the Lord God said, "Behold, the man has become like one of us." Is he talking to the angels or who do you think he's talking to?
He's talking to the council. So God has a council in heaven. So he's saying that he's become like one of us. So he knows, they know evil and good basically.
I just want because this is what I'm saying. You've said a council. I've seen no one said thus far. Verse chapter 4. This chapter 3. This is any mention.
Okay, let me just land to say why.
Wait, caller, please. You have to let people finish their point. Caller, you're gonna have to let people finish their point, or you're gonna have to leave
because people are calling my name. And it's like
All right.
I'm just reading what I see and what everything I say is wrong.
Sorry, go on.
But they're telling me, oh, that's not in the Bible, or it hasn't been said yet. And then you're saying the council. I'm like, there's been no mention of a council yet. So how comes no one else's name is being called? I'm like, why is it always my name? This is crazy.
No. I agree with that, but it's just in terms of the fact that
that was it. Go on.
It's not in chronological order. That's why, because I know
I can
later
only go in order, innit?
If you're going in order, then fair.
Like, I'm just going in order. Sorry if I've not gone deeper than surface level.
No. Sorry, go on, Fred. Go on. No, I want Fred to because I interrupted him.
That was it. Okay, you want me to read it? Okay, cool.
No, I sorry, I interrupted you. So just finish what your point was.
So behold, the man has become like one of us to know good and evil, and now let's put out his hand and take also the tree of life, eat forever. Therefore, the Lord God sent him out of the garden of Eden to the ground from which he was taken. Now, was he taken from the ground of earth or the ground somewhere else in heaven?
From Eden.
So he was taken, but he's been taken out of Eden and he's returned him to the ground which he was taken. So if he was made in Eden, he can't be taken to a ground.
Sorry. What verse are you reading?
22.
Your chapter 3, chapter 4.
Chapter 3, verse 22.
Chapter 3, verse 22.
Guys, it's Bible study. I'm just trying to understand, man.
Chapter 3, verse 22. Then the Lord said.
So to know good, and now let's put his hand.
So it says, therefore, the Lord God sent him out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. So what are we saying? Adam was created from
till the ground, to work the ground. To till means to work the ground.
But it said which he was taken, so the ground which he was made
which
from.
he was taken. So he was taken from earth. He was taken from dust.
And then cool. So he drove the man out and placed cherubim. That's the first mention of an angel.
Yeah.
That's an angel, yeah.
At the east of the Garden of Eden, and flaming swords
Yeah.
which turned every way to guard the way of the tree for life.
Tree of life, yeah.
Then we get on to 4. Now Adam and Eve and his wife, and she's covered and bore Cain. I'm just trying to
Chapter
find
4,
a
please,
bit.
Tots.
Abel, Cain offering. Sorry, let me just control find Eden. Just so, okay, cool. So it now says the family of Cain.
Yeah.
Then Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, east of Eden. So is this still in heaven, or where are they at the
No,
moment?
it's still- it's Earth.
The Garden of Eden is on Earth.
Yeah, it's on Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we've all agreed on something. Easy. You guys have educated me now. Everyone can relax. Cool. Is there anything you want to add before we go on to the next verses and open the phone lines again?
No. I just wanted to say what you were asking in terms of like when he was banished. So there was two trees. So there was the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and then there's the tree of life. So
Yes.
God banished them because he didn't want them to eat from the tree of life.
Yep.
Because if they ate from the tree of
They'll
life,
live
they wouldn't have
forever.
died. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh,
So
yeah.
that was the other thing. But anyway, Fred, we love you, man. It's fine. We like
Thank
the
you.
energy.
Thank you, Derpy. Love you too.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate
Bye.
Okay, so
Yeah, I didn't know that part as well.
Cool. What's
So
that?
he banished them to basically save their life.
no, not save their life. They
For disobeying. For disobeying.
shout out to Jordan
But
499.
because he felt
There's too
they
many
would eat from the
translations
tree of life, right?
the Bible to be hung up and move on a word like who. Not really. This is we're trying to understand, so we have to pick out certain things to
I
say.
think you're missing the point.
Understand this. This is, how can we not? This is mad.
Why would you not?
So basically,
Ooh, I got 3.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
what's
But okay, cool.
Come on.
Tef, what you saying?
Which caller? Who's the caller? Don't do that.
You. What's going on?
Don't call me caller, bruv.
Who's that? Oh, Samson.
Is it
Sorry,
Samson?
sorry,
This guy,
sorry.
man. Better save this number, bruv.
You better save this number,
Save
bro.
it. Save the number. Save it.
Cool,
What are you
I
man
will.
telling me?
All good, man. What you saying?
coming to
Man,
spit
don't get angry, you know. You know when people are debating, everybody's blood pressure starts, going high. I'm feeling the tension in the room, innit?
Man said, Pastor Junior, there is no tension
They're
at
just,
all.
They're just
Like,
on me in the comments. I'm just trying to
Nah, you know
have
what?
a
Do you know what it is?
conversation, dog.
Do you know what it is? I agree with you, innit? That's because even as you've been talking, I've had the live on loudspeaker, innit? My mum's next to me right
Yeah.
now, funny enough. And we've been listening together. I even asked her, "Oh, mum, do you know Lilith?" This one was like, "I've never heard of that before." She can hear everything I'm saying right now.
We'll get on to Lilith.
and then we went
Most
to
deaf. Go on.
Yeah, we went to go and do some research in it, and Mum was even seeing that in some versions of the Bible, you see Lilith's names mentioned.
Yeah, you do.
In some other versions, you don't even see that at
But
all.
okay, let's go to Lilith and we'll come back to this. So
Alright,
the
cool,
meaning
talk to
Lilith is also it's
Mum's here as well, yeah.
Okay,
Mum's
hey,
here as well.
Mum.
But go on.
Alright,
Auntie.
Auntie. Cool. So
How are
yeah, all
you?
right.
Oh, we're good,
I'm
thank you.
so happy with what you're doing. I'm
Thank
so
you.
blessed.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Auntie, I was gonna say to that. No, I'm
Relax,
joking.
relax. Good down.
Cool down, bruv.
Good down. Boom. So Lilith, as you know, okay, cool. So Adam translates as earth or soil, and Eve translates as giver of life. We're in agreement that names have meanings. Jesus is also known as Yeshua. Maybe I've pronounced that wrong, but also sometimes Joshua. Maybe
right, yeah.
cool. So we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Lilith first occurs in a list of animals in Isaiah 34, verse 14. Lilith, so also known as screeched owl.
Does it say what version this is as well?
I'll show you because all versions have examples. Night creatures. Remember, I spoke about the wet dreams and sex demons. Monsters of the night, night hag, screech owl. So cool. If you scroll to the top and go to Isaiah 34 for me, please.
yeah.
Verse 4. No, if you just go back
Go
onto
back to
just scroll to the top of the Bible. Search Isaiah 34 at the top. I'll tell you how to spell it. ISA.
Toots, what? Toots, you're not a Bible reader. What's going on?
You spelled it wrong. Done out there.
You're not going to take me to Sunday service and that.
I can't lie, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was a straight I after the S.
Shout out NJ gifting one membership.
Isaiah. That's a
Go
cold
to
name.
verse 34 for me, please. So,
Verse
chapter 44. So,
Yeah, come on.
Chapter 34. So if you put in 34 at the top there.
Yeah,
as
just
well.
put 34. This boy does not know his
thank you. And if you scroll to 14 for me, verse 14.
Yeah. It's just there.
So, Dennis, what does that verse say, please?
What version are you reading, please, as well?
On the screen is the New King James Version.
Rusty KJ.
The wild beast of the desert shall also meet with the jackals, and the wild goat shall bleat to its companion. Also, the night creature shall rest there and find herself a place of rest.
Yeah, so night creature, Lilith has been translated as night creature. Cool. Scroll to the top for me, please. All the way.
So how do we know that's Lilith?
I'll explain. Scroll is at the top. You should be able to change version of the Bible. So yeah, underneath where it says New King James Version, just click any other version for me, please. And then search, and then back to 14.
This one doesn't have verses.
So 14, if you find that for us and highlight it.
The desert animals.
So which translation does it give this time? It says the night demon, yeah?
Where's that?
In verse 14.
Meet with the wolves. The
Night
wild
demon.
goats.
The desert animals meet with the wolves. But the wild goats will cry.
The night demon, yeah.
The night demon, yeah.
Cool. Scroll to the top. Give me another version, please.
Do a young amplified. That's my favorite version.
Click amplified.
Amplified is nice and simple.
Should be at the top. Amplified Bible, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my. If anybody wants a good version, that's mine. That's my go-to.
14. What does it say?
And the wild beasts of the desert will meet here with howling.
Again, night monster, yeah?
Creatures, yeah.
Cool. Now go to the New Revised Standard Version Catholic Edition.
Catholic Edition.
Revised Standard.
Search and then verse 14 for me, please.
Okay.
What does it say?
Yeah, it says, there too Lilith shall respond.
Yeah.
Repose, sorry.
Okay, what version was this? New. What version is it?
So in other versions, they refer to it as the night demon
monster.
or night
demon.
monster. And then in this one, it says it refers to this person or this thing as Lilith.
Cool. I'll take that call. Maybe I was being rough, saying first wife, boom, boom, boom. We've spoke about the woman in the chapter 1 and it being Lilith. Cool, no problem. Jewish version might say something different. I haven't read the Torah in its entirety. But Lilith, people were telling me Lilith isn't mentioned in the Bible. There are translations of her name.
Is that what people are
and
saying?
Then there's bang to write her name right there. Guys, please.
Now you're definitely
shout at me what you want, man. Because
you're definitely
I didn't know
right.
that's what people were saying. Still,
That what? That
Lilith didn't. I mean, I haven't seen any of the chatter. To be fair,
I've read it. I've read it myself.
People definitely.
No, because my first one of Lilith was one. It was in one game, innit? You know, they just be using taking things from one thing and another. And I remember in that game, she was like one of the main big baddies as a demon, innit? So with that, from there, I was going, look, okay, where did they grab this thing from, innit? And I was like, obviously, man, seen the little, I've heard, that's when you brought it up. I was like, I've heard this name before. Yeah. And I've heard people say that's Adam's wife, innit? But that was my first experience of it, of, they used it as a evil boss, innit? In the game, innit? So definitely, you're definitely right, innit? Because, fam, it's mentioned there, but the thing I like when we have different versions of the Bible, one says the night creature, one says this thing, that thing, in it. It's all talking about the same thing. It's just another name, another way of saying it.
Right.
So it's still fundamentally, if it's saying a night creature, if it's saying a night demon, fundamentally, I don't think Lilith can be a positive thing. Then it can be. It's a demon. In Mum's opinion, is a demon, and I have to concur with that because this is. If we read this whole 14, it's not a very nice verse. It's not positive. It's saying jackals and wild beasts, and it sounds rough, innit? But definitely, Lilith, whatever that thing is, it has to be a demon.
Yeah. So Lilith isn't a person, yeah? We agree that Lilith is a demon?
Yeah, she's a demon, not a person.
Because giving a name to a demon, the same thing as giving a name to an angel, right? Angels have names, demons can have names?
Yeah, angels have names, demons have names, correct. Yeah,
so
correct.
We're all on the same page that Lilith is not a person.
In Christianity, she's referred to as a demon. Again, I don't know about the Quran. The what's the Jewish book called? The Torah.
The Torah.
There's more mentions of Lilith. Again, not explicitly as Adam's wife. This is just like the things I've seen, heard, read. There being allegedly a first woman in Genesis 1, and then people saying that was his.
Yeah, that one I could kind of understand in it because it's just like you said, like you guys you've already talked about all of that, and it's just about interpretation. You can read it as though where's the first woman, and like so that one is logical. I don't think that was a bad take, honestly. So I understood where you were coming from that one. Yeah, go on.
So
cool. I just want to. So is that mum talking?
She's saying her argument is, you know how they say the devil can shapeshift.
Yeah.
She wants to push that Lilith could also be just the devil in another form.
Well, some people think Lilith mated with many fallen angels and created many demon children. That's, I think, more on the Jewish side.
Yeah, they call her the mother of demons, isn't it?
I've not read the Torah.
Right.
Got you. It also says here, glimpses of Lilith's eventual association with the first Eve can be seen in Genesis Rabbah 18:4, a collection of Midrash, I can't pronounce that word, about the book of Genesis. I'm not going to butcher it. Here the rabbi describes the first Eve as a golden bell that troubles them in the night. A golden bell, it is who she's troubled. It is she who troubled me all night. Why do not all the other dreams exhaust man? Yet this, a dream of intimacy, takes place. Remember I said about the wet dreams?
Yeah.
Does exist. Does exhaust a man. When you have, if you've ever had a wet dream, you may be able to relate to what's being said, because from the very beginning of her creation, she was but in a dream. I don't understand that fully. I'd have to get a rabbi to talk to me, talk to us. That's all I'm gonna read on it. I don't understand it fully. Cool.
I didn't get it either, but I'll be real with you.
Pass me the helmet because they want me to have it.
I was gonna say
for what?
In terms of what you said, it's the helmet.
Why? What did he say?
He said that Lilith was Adam's wife, isn't it?
This is what I read somewhere. Okay. Cool, I'll have it. You guys,
that's cool. That's the fact of the matter. That's just it. And when Chief Douglas gave 199, said, "What's this got to do with Lilith being Adam's wife?"
Because when I was reading, people were gonna act like, "Oh, we never said that she wasn't in the Bible." Yes, you lot did, bruv. So
anyone who said
the helmet.
anyone that said that,
she
that's
wasn't
wrong
in the Bible, bruv.
There needs to be a helmet for the audience, man. We need to create some sort of helmet when the audience gets something wrong, man.
It's impossible though. It's not fun. Physically give it
because people are saying.
You guys have got the helmet. The crowd.
Yeah, you lot be happy, bruv. Put your smiley faces in the comments, man.
We're learning in front of you guys, you know.
Yeah.
No, this is good. This is midweek service right here, man. And this is what I feel like church should be like. Church should be a place of discussion where you can come with these ideas. And every church I've gone to that I've enjoyed, it's been like this, where you can come, you can have these open discussions, you can ask the questions or confusing ones. And that's me personally, those are my favorite kind of churches, isn't it? Where you can come down and talk the talk, innit?
Yeah.
Anything else before I get rid of Mum?
Yeah, what do you want to add?
Sorry, hold on. Mum wants to say something. Go on, Mum.
All I want to contribute is, first of all, I want to tell you people thank you for doing this.
No problem, Auntie.
I think I'll be joining anytime you come on. I love the topic.
Auntie, I'm not sure.
If it's not the topic I'm interested in, I will just get up. Don't worry about that.
Good.
Give us 5 minutes and you'll know. You'll know what we're on. Let Samson tell you. You know. Let Samson tell you. Yeah.
No problem. So all I'm going to say is about this Lilith human. I'm thinking, for me, maybe is the one that deceived Adam's wife to eat the fruit.
That's also said in some places.
So that's it.
Oh, like she was the serpent?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's it. So and another thing I want to say is, if we want to know more about God or we want to make searches about God, I pray that we're not going to go crazy. Because God himself is unlimited.
Yes.
But we human beings, we are limited.
Yes. Yeah.
So there are certain places we will get to, and then it will be more convincing. We will not even understand what we're thinking or what we're doing. So if we want to search, like we want to just keep knowing, keep digging, it will be, I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit of a problem for us. All we can do is just to let God do his things. And we just listen to him and obey him and follow his instructions. So that's my advice for all of you tonight.
Thank
you.
Well
done,
guys.
Thank you.
Stay blessed.
Thank you, Auntie. God bless you, Auntie.
Mum Lisi wants to answer your question, but I think you're going. Don't worry. She said, when Cain got banished to another land, where did those people come from? When did God make them?
Oh, okay. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, because actually we haven't finished where we was in Genesis.
Yeah.
So where we was. Okay, so basically, if Adam and Eve were the first, yeah, are we saying there were? Is it inbreeding?
Inbred. Yeah.
Because from them came lots of children, and then also so they had Cain
we're
and
all
Abel.
one family.
So they had Cain and Abel. And then they had
Cain
hundreds
killed
of children. Enoch.
Yeah.
And then they had another child called Seth. But only the two are mentioned as Adam and Eve's children. No, the three. Cain, Abel, and Seth. Those are the only three mentioned as Adam and Eve's children.
There's no women.
No women are mentioned as their daughters. Maybe, I don't know.
So I think their mom, which is Eve, have children. She have daughters. So they marry from there.
Okay, but they're not mentioned.
Yeah.
No, they're not mentioned, but their mom have a daughter.
Okay.
So I think that is where they began to, expand.
Okay.
See, but this is the thing, because it then goes on to say, I think Abraham and Noah are also descendants of, is it just Adam?
I think Eve have more children than Cain and Abel.
With Adam. Because this is where things aren't necessarily mentioned, because it will say, cool, Seth, Cain and Abel are mentioned as Adam and Eve's children. But there isn't a mention that any of these ladies...
Any of other children, yes.
And
but I believe she have more children. I believe
this
that.
Because remember, this is also why I think there may have been other people. Because no one else is mentioned, first of all, as their daughters, and then... I think it's Abraham and Noah and a few others are mentioned as descendants of Adam, but not directly mentioned as descendants of Adam and Eve. Are we going to say that it was just full blown, like Eve was then mating with her children?
If you go to Genesis 5, I think verse 3 and 4, where Seth is Seth,
and he begot Seth. The days of Adam were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters. So all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. So I think what the mom's trying to say is that Adam and Eve must have also, like, after they've been born in a lot more kids than just Cain and Abel. I think the Bible is very clear.
They just didn't name all of them.
And if Nietzsche's asking when Cain got banished, I don't know, at some point in 900 or something years, someone might have found where Cain went to, is all I can say, isn't it?
Because, we're understanding when they eat the fruit, good and evil.
And knowledge.
Call me a bad person if I'm going to question it, but I don't know, are we not allowed? So, Cain and Abel, no, Adam and Eve having these children. Are the children also mating with their sisters? Yes. In some cases, because was it Abraham that King David or someone took Abraham's part? I think it was Abraham took his partner, and God came to him in a dream and said, basically, give the partner back. And he was like, oh, but I thought it was his sister. And they were like, yes, it's Abraham, right?
Yes, Abraham. I think it's...
is it Abraham or Isaac?
It's Abraham.
Abraham lied that where Isaac also lied.
Yeah.
So and he's married to his sister.
Yeah.
So, and he lied that it's my sister. I mean, he lied that it's his wife. Instead for him to say it's my wife, and then he said it's my sister.
Also,
and then when God wanted to deal with the king, and then the king said to Abraham that, why did you lie? He said, she's also my sister, but she's my wife as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying to us that if we want to do more going deep and deep and deep, so many questions will be springing out. And there will be no question, there will be no answer for it.
We'll be here for the next 2 hours, man.
We will just continue to dig deep, and we will not have the understanding, because it's only God that can explain what is going on. So what I will advise again is, let's just obey the little we can, because it's not easy to even obey the Bible, because it's confusing. So let's just obey. If I say to my client, I say, if there is truly heaven and there is truly air fire, I really want to go to heaven. So whatever is in the Bible that is confused, I just say, God, it's your business. Just deal with it. I want to get to heaven. I don't want to question you. It's too much. So people are asking, okay, why are we here? What are we doing? Who created God? Who is the father of God? Who is the mother of God? All those questions until we get to heaven. So let us aim to all of us to get to heaven. So that we cannot have the answer for the questions. That's what I can say, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, man, love you.
100. Thanks for calling,
Okay,
guys.
thank you for calling.
when I'm deep in it like that, and again, like all of these guys were living.
That's amazing.
In my opinion, the calendars were different back then.
Yeah.
Definitely.
These guys, it's living for 900 years. They had children.
No, they man used to live for time.
You know, well, because again, like I don't know, like did God make menopause a thing later on? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
they
because
must
women
have, yeah.
stop having kids after the age of I don't know. These people were having kids at like.
If women didn't have menopause, but we would have overpopulation millions of years ago, bruv.
You know, but because my thing is on. It's cool. We understand that they felt shame when they ate the apple and being naked. When did we decide? We know what happens today when people have, you know, they don't even let you marry your sister today.
Yeah.
Having children with your siblings would cause defects in the offspring. Like these, like in this part of the Bible, you don't have to have an answer this time, anybody.
I think my only answer with that is just logic, innit? I would say over a long period of time, even if you started close, like when you're sleeping with your sister and all them business there, eventually when you become so populated and people are moving to the wilderness and this one's moving to the top of that mountain, when it's 1,000 years apart, that gene is not even anywhere near the same anymore. Is what I would like to believe.
Let's deep it from the beginning. How long would everyone have lasted if? Like, I don't see mankind lasting very long if everything came from like in that first couple of years.
Again, this,
like
this is a man-made brain that we're working
We're not
with,
operating from God.
Yeah, we're not
spread and be.
Yeah, like because
fruitful.
by that logic as well, we're also forgetting that in the Bible, Jesus was miraculous conception. So it's not to say that there's so many other. But do you know what I'm saying?
This is just why I think there was. I think.
Yeah.
You guys,
Which makes sense.
I'm gonna have to keep on saying this. I just think there was others because when he says who, all of this within the first 5 chapters makes me think others were created immediately because I don't think God would have just.
No, but that's the thing.
That's like he wouldn't. I think God knows everything.
Yeah, I hear that. But the only thing that I can say, and the only reason why I don't think there was others, because God said He created Eve because Adam was lonely. Do you know what I'm saying? If he wasn't alone, then he wouldn't need to create others. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because the first partner wasn't compatible.
Yeah. So whoever that means allegedly, to me, there was nobody else there. It was just Adam because the first partner, if there was one, wasn't there either.
But let's like I don't think God stopped creating after the 7th day because
my mom
there's no
because he left the garden. What do we think God left? Again, a lot of things aren't written in the Bible. Like some things are missing. What did he leave to go and do?
Oh, what?
He might have gone to create more because again, when we start talking about he said to the council, there's no mention of the council, but we're just going to say, he said to the council. But okay, what did he leave to go and do? Because there are many other people, like from chapter 4 to 5, there is a big jump in what's happened. They've had 2 kids and they're adults, they're farmers in that. Or are they sick? They're not farmers from 2 years old. There's a big jump. There's something missing here.
Yeah. Also, you need, again, as we said, it's not in chronological order. The way we read is from left to right. Even then, it depends on what. Like, I think is it Jewish people that read from right to left?
I think so.
Like they read a book backwards according to
a lot of Asian societies read that way as well.
Who
is it? The Quran.
A lot of Asian societies read that way as well.
So it's
Jewish people
like,
don't read.
Then maybe
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
But I know which
well,
one
no, I asked. I asked the question. I asked the question. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. So my thing is, again, we're looking at like again. We're always going to look at biblical.
Oh, wait, so I like that. Before it goes off the screen, maybe we ain't God's first project. I do like that comment from Jordan. Go on.
Again, if you want to look into what wasn't said, then we'll go anywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? We can say, God created a Tesla. You can say, I've got as much evidence as you to say he created it and he didn't. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you go into what isn't said, you can always be like,
God works through us.
Yeah,
we can do all things through Christ.
Exactly.
So God did have his hand in that.
If we just look at, but what did God do when he walked away? Then we can come up with anything. Because at the end of the day, remember, the Bible was written by man, right? Mm-hmm. So
and that's the thing. It's all about man's interpretation.
Right. And it's written by man at a time. No one's to say that man knows the beginning. He just said at the beginning there was God and there is God and God created. We don't know before that.
I like that comment from Johnny Boy, Fred. If someone told Adam he was naked, then he wouldn't need to eat the apple. There's more discussion that can be had around it, but then I'll be being stubborn.
And with the who thing, I get the question, and I'm just thinking of it as a parent. If my daughter comes to me and says something, I might just say, "Who told you that, though?" Do you get what I'm saying? It can just be rhetorical. It can just be like,
no, I know.
But how do you know that?
Yeah.
Why do you know that? Yeah. You must have done something wrong.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be somebody did it. He's just speaking as a parent to a child. Do you know what I'm saying?
Does your child know they're making a mistake if someone doesn't tell them they've made a mistake?
They can.
The example.
That they could just know that something's dropped.
Yeah.
And that sounds wrong. Like they use discernment. Kids understand that wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't mean to do that.
At the same time, if dropping something is regular and you don't get punished for it, then it'll become normalized.
Right.
You wouldn't see an issue in that.
Yeah. So with the who, I think it's just a sense of, like you said, God knew what happened. Mm-hmm. He's just like, who told you that? Because I didn't tell you that. Mm-hmm. So something's changed.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to come to me and now tell me what happened.
Yeah. What's
be honest with me. Yeah. Word.
So that's all I believe it is as to why it's like who. The same way the parent will be cheeky and be like, but where did you get that from? Do you know what I mean? So that's like, if we look at who as a person, it must be some other people. Yeah, you can believe that. Mm. But I know in real life, I don't think somebody necessarily told my daughter something. I'll just be like a bit cheeky. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what's crazy? Actually, we need to read it first, but it says, Habib DJs, $4.99, thank you for the donation. We have to remember that the Bible isn't necessarily here to tell a coherent story, just a guidance on how God wants us to live our lives. Thank you for saying that because... thank you for saying that because the main thing I take from the first 5 chapters is obey God and be your brother's keeper. Because if we go back to,
the thing is, we're meant to pay attention mainly to the New Testament. Old Testament, like, cool, we need to know that, but New Testament is what we need to, like, follow. Because we can see all the unruly stuff they did. Like, there's a lot.
In what, the Old Testament? Yeah.
God, that's why he brought. Otherwise, he wouldn't have. Jesus would not. Yeah, he wouldn't have brought Jesus.
Yeah,
and that's why I said we need to live our lives like what Jesus did.
Right.
Which is the New Testament. Yeah.
Cool. Not to say that the Old Testament, like, we still need to follow, but it's the New Testament is more prevalent in terms of our everyday lives now.
Got you. Got you.
Okay, so Cain kills his brother Abel.
Yeah. He rose and killed him.
Crazy.
He rose and killed him. We don't even know why.
Well, we do. Cain, the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry?" And he was so before that. So I think Cain was a farmer. Abel was a shepherd. Mm-hmm. Abel brought the firstborn of his flock to their fat, and the Lord respected Abel's offering. Cain brought his offering, and Cain. What was Cain's offering? Of the
was it not wheat and that?
Yeah, Cain brought like
flowers and that.
Yeah, all of that, and God wasn't as like pleased with what he brought, so Cain got angry and killed his brother.
Okay,
cool. And then God cursed Cain.
Yeah.
So you're now cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. A fugitive and a vagabond you shall be on the earth. So we know murder is wrong.
Yeah.
And then they had Seth. Still, for me, there's a lot of questions around just the whole, how they multiplied with who. But let's get on to, do you guys have any Bible verses you're curious about that you want to know more on?
No. I think what tends to happen is what Auntie was saying is like, there's certain parts of it that is just like, if I try to understand this as a man, I'm going to be confused.
Yeah, the overthinking's gonna.
Like, I'm going to, like, from what you're saying, if you think of it of, well, who did they sleep with to have a baby? You're going.
Your
to be
head will
confused.
go.
My head is going to, like, it's because,
But
but I understand why you would then say, oh, there must have been other people, because in order for you to understand this as possible, you must create something to make it possible.
Yeah, the
Do you know
only
what I'm
way
saying?
I feel shame is if someone if someone else has seen something, I'm embarrassed. Shame. I don't know how to. I can't fathom shame if no one's shaming me. Me.
Yeah.
And then again, like I said, this is just how I like to understand things. What I get from it is obey God and be your brother's keeper from the first 5
bro,
chapters.
simple.
I just
You know,
like to
that.
have conversation about it. Isaac walking home with his dad after his dad. Well, God told him to sacrifice his child.
Yeah.
Right.
What Bible verse is that? Where is that?
It's I don't know which one, but it's Abraham, right? Or who is it?
No, Isaac.
No, Isaac. Okay, no, Isaac. Isaac was sacrificing his.
Who's Isaac's dad? Abraham.
Yeah.
Yeah. God was testing Abraham.
Yeah.
Because
So he told him.
Do you know what though? Before
Yeah.
that, remember Enoch is one of the dons that went to heaven without dying.
Yeah.
Let me actually find
Him
that.
and Elijah.
Was it Elijah?
Yeah,
Wasn't
Elijah.
it? Abraham wasn't.
Elijah. I know Elijah's story so well. It was my favorite character in the
I thought it was
Bible.
Abraham as well.
No. Abraham
Swear.
died.
Abraham
It was
died.
willing to do his you.
Abraham.
God was
God,
God.
God said sacrifice.
I thought something like
He
that.
said,
is-
chill out, man. Chill out.
Something like that would be
Testing you,
worthy.
just
One
see
sec.
it.
Let me just find Enoch. How Enoch got to heaven? Where's Enoch getting to heaven?
But how did Elijah get there, Samson? If that's your favorite.
I believe what it was the flaming chariot came to pick him up at the end.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mistaken, but that's what my mind went to. Let me just quickly Google it.
Cool. So verse 21. Enoch lived 65 years and begot, hard to pronounce this name, Methuselah. After he begot Methuselah, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had sons and daughters. So all of the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with God and he was not, for God took him. Every other verse ends with and he died. So that's how Enoch, as I say, ascended to heaven. Here it says walked, but
Yeah. We get that he's gone there.
Yeah.
Bro, they picked him up, man. They put him in an Uber or something, man.
That is a little. What? You look out the window, you see a burn. What's that? For me? Hey, you lot in a bit. I'm out.
You have to check. You have to check if it's an Uber. You say, is it my Uber? Yeah, are you sure? Is it mine?
You men are some sinners in that.
Do we think that this has got something to do with why there's that many days in a? How many days in a year?
365.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then there's 365 years that he walked. So why is it now that it's 365 days that we consider?
Well, that's rough
a year?
because of leap years.
Yeah, but again, we're on complete
Either way,
different
I still
calendars.
even the thing doesn't make sense to me now.
What?
Because every time I think about it, it's like October, September is like in what is it? I don't know what language it is, but Oct is usually 8. Sept 7.
Yeah.
So it's September, October.
Yeah.
So why is it not the 7th and 8th month?
Remember, calendars have changed over time. They've
Yeah,
added
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
They
it
added
must have
months.
been at some point. That was the 7th and 8th month.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm like,
Man,
things must have changed.
Yo, go on. What
Let
have
me
you
cut. Let me cut. People in
Yeah,
chat
I
are
know,
saying
I've
that
seen this is on you. I've seen this is
they're
on
not
you.
happy, you know. They're just being hating. Don't be jealous, man. Don't be jealous. This is earned. You haven't worked the way I've worked, man. This is earned.
But
Yeah.
quickly, which Bible verse is the Isaac and Abraham story?
Exodus. I saw Exodus.
Exodus, yeah. Exodus.
What with the one where he was going to sacrifice him?
Yeah, I need to read that.
No. 10. Would you be able to do it? You're the only one with a child. That's why I asked you. You're the only one with a child.
Do not do that to him. Don't worry.
God sent you a message.
Don't listen to
This is
him.
a
Direct.
full prophet asking you right
Direct.
now.
Don't
You don't have to
listen
listen
to
to
him,
him.
You don't have to listen to him.
Alright.
You don't have to
God
listen to him.
says, you know,
We're not
I want you
listening
to.
to you.
Would you be willing?
Do we want to
Would
watch
you even
something?
consider it?
Watch what?
I don't know. You can watch
I
things,
plead
innit?
the fifth.
Well, Genesis chapter 2.
Good
I
answer.
plead the fifth.
Good
Genesis chapter
answer.
22.
Alright, man, them love every time.
I love
Sam-
Wait, I'll see you escape room tomorrow. You know, benefits
yeah,
and that.
yeah,
Come on.
Yeah.
Toots, go to Genesis 20 for us, please.
Nah, 22.
22.
Yeah, Genesis
22.
22, yeah.
Genesis 22, please. When Isaac born 21.
Man, I'm messaging. We need to talk about the whole
private. No, wait, who's calling on private, bruv?
No, we can't answer private. No way.
Hi guys.
Why are you calling on private?
Just because I'm not going to be talking about the Genesis thing. Excuse my voice. Sorry, I'm really ill right now.
No problem.
Thank you. So basically, I just wanted to speak about. Feel free to say like you don't want to comment on it, but I know we're doing serious talks today. What is your guys' position on like what's happening in the conflict between Israel and Palestine right now?
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
So there's currently a mass genocide that's currently taking place. The Palestinians have been basically, I don't really like to refer to it too tough as an open prison, because prison kind of the connotation behind prison means that you've committed a crime. So I like to say that they've also been put in a concentration camp, an open air concentration
Start before
camp.
that. Why are they at war?
Okay, so in 1975, the British basically gave the land to the Jews after the Holocaust. Basically, Britain basically said, "Here's a piece of land. There are certain Muslims. They're going to end up accepting you because of the way that they live." And they did with open arms accept them. They thought it was going to be for a certain period of time, and then essentially they would go back to where their ancestors, so like where the Jews' original grandparents, if they were from like Austria, Germany, etc., they thought that they'd essentially go back there. But what would happen is that they'd create settler concentration camps around. So they'd go into people's houses, they'd shoot them, and they'd basically ask for their houses. Britain and America provided them with military aid and guns. And essentially that's what they would do. They would bombard people and go shoot their houses. There's someone on TikTok that I would really, really recommend you basically listen to. He grew up, he's a Jewish boy. He grew up with a Nazi background, not a Nazi background, sorry, as a Zionist background. Obviously his parents hated the Nazis, etc., so he carried on that, but then basically it turned to Palestinians, and then obviously he educated himself and he came out of it. He's actually a British boy. Let me
I need you to go further back than this.
Yeah, call
when you
said
said 1975,
yeah, they said you need a helmet still.
No. I don't mind if people get like I get.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Don't worry
guys,
about dates. I mean, like
guys, sorry.
Yeah.
It's 1948.
Don't worry about that. Don't let them.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Do you know when we're talking big things? Them minor details ain't important.
Okay, so. 2,000 years ago, in the 2,000 years ago, in the Torah, that it's read, they said that this land was promised to the Jews. That's what it says in the Torah. So 2,000 years ago, apparently there were some Jews that lived on that land. So just to put into context, to give you an example, imagine in Africa, let's put it into context because you guys are African boys, right? 2,000 years ago.
That was rough. But go on, because you guys are
African men, African married men.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to come across condescending.
That's all good.
So essentially, what happened? Let's say in Nigeria, for example, just for argument's sake, I'm just going to use that. 2,000 years ago, let's say. I don't even want to say Bible, but let's just say.
So is this in the Torah, right?
This is in the Torah. So 2,000 years ago.
Are you Jewish?
No, I'm not. No.
Are you? And what are Palestinians? I don't like to say
Palestinians. Palestinians there's Palestinian Jews, Palestinians Christian, and Palestinian Muslims. Cool. A lot of people seem to think that it's a religious war. This has never been a religious war because if you see videos even from a week ago, there's I don't know why I keep saying Nazis. There's Zionists that are spitting outside the churches at the Palestinian Christians.
Okay, so it sounds religious.
No. So they don't discriminate. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just if you're Palestinian.
If you're Palestinian, yeah. Okay, so the land was promised to the Jews in the Torah.
In the Torah. So 2,000 years ago, certain people live there. Obviously, they believe in the Messiah. They believe that Jesus. They don't believe in Jesus. They believe that I don't even know, but it's really similar. That the same way that Muslims believe the Prophet Isa, and they the same way that Christians believe Jesus is going to return. So they have another Messiah. It's not Jesus or it's not the Prophet Isa. It's basically someone else, and he's basically going to return and he's going to kill everyone bar the Jews. That's basically what they've said, and they've said that all the Jews need to go to this holy land before they die because it's been promised to them.
Right.
Okay.
And
So
is
let's
that,
say-
I actually don't know. I need to actually do my own research.
It's in Exodus. It's in Exodus 31. So I'm just going to read around that just to try and get some more understanding. Where is 31? It's hard. It's quite sure, it seems, because
I couldn't even come to your live show because I got COVID.
Oh, damn.
man.
Sorry to hear that.
I know.
You sound like you still got it, man.
I do. Well, I've got
Have you got long COVID?
No, I had pneumonia straight after.
Damn.
I know, literally. I came back from holiday and then I had it. I'd rather that than bed bugs though. So
yeah, I hear that still.
But anyway, so yeah, I just feel like if you educate yourself, the thing is, there's so much.
It says, and I will send hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanites, and the Hittite from before you. I will not drive them out from before you in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field become numerous to you. Little by little, I'll drive them out before you until you have increased and you inherit the land. And I will set your bounds from the Red Sea, Philistia, and from the desert, the river, and I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you shall drive them out before you. You shall make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you a sin against me. For if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you. So the land is promised to the Jews. Is that what is being said?
So so essentially 2,000 years ago in the Torah, land was promised to the Jews. So when they came in 1948, when Britain basically promised the land of Palestine, because Britain is the biggest colonizer, that's the only good thing that they do, is colonize. They basically said, here's a piece of land, you can go there. Under Muslim rule, they'll accept you. So when obviously Muslims were taking them in, and you can see there's videos of them coming in the ship with their posters saying, the Holocaust destroyed our ancestors, please accept us, or are you going to shatter our dreams as well? So there's all these videos, etc. They've accepted them in. They thought it was going to be for a short period of time, until Britain and the US started providing them with military aid, guns, etc. And then they started to create little settler areas. So what I mean by that is that they basically go to these houses and essentially bring the Torah out and say, this is our land, we were promised. Forget about Britain basically promising and giving us this land. You need to get out. Essentially, that's what was happening. I just feel like I said, calling it like a religious conflict is it's a really lazy response from Western media. It's really reductive. They're essentially ethnically cleansing. Do you guys know the average age in Gaza?
No.
It's 18.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's honestly crazy, like, to think what's happening in broad daylight. And that's why I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a lot of Jews have actually come forward and they're being basically being told by their families, they're being basically removed from their families. Their families are kind of basically hitting them, exploiting them. A girl came on to TikTok to say, I've come out, I went to one of the protests for Palestine, and her dad emptied her whole bank account. She was about to buy a house. Because he was so against the idea. obviously everyone needs to do their own. They need to do their own research, but 75 years of killing, living in oppression, living in an apartheid state. It's very, very similar. Hence why Nelson Mandela, I don't know if you've seen the video, his grandson did a summit in South Africa, and he basically was saying Free Palestine. If my granddad was here, he'd basically be shouting the same. But
yeah, I think we just don't know enough to actually like really talk about this situation. To be fair,
yeah, no, I thought not.
We see what's going on, but it's a deeper understanding. It's I don't think I don't want to get into the debate of is it ethnic, is it racial, is it I'll just be talking as someone who doesn't know. And I don't have the range.
And I don't have enough time to be even starting, and I don't even have all the knowledge. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if you wanted to, if you'd want to educate yourself, but I feel like people who have that argument, I think that's a poor excuse now. Not you guys, but I'm just saying in general, people need to start educating themselves.
I know, I've watched videos. I just don't understand.
Not you. Just in general.
I know, but
even for myself, there's things that I maybe don't know, and I will never.
The thing is, no, we haven't spoken to the people over there. We haven't spoke to the people that are involved. That's the only perspectives that will give you the greatest. We haven't spoken. No one knows. Like,
there's a guy on Instagram.
It could be in London.
Yeah, that's true. There's a guy on Instagram live from Gaza Strip. His name is FADIMRWANN. He's live on the strip and he's reporting. I don't know how long he's going to be reporting for because they've stopped all fuel, all electricity, and all food and water into the Gaza Strip. And that's genocide. That's exactly what they done to the South Africans, and that's exactly what they done to Nelson Mandela. They put him in prison. They stripped him from everything. They starved him. He was actually put on the terrorist list for 23 years until he actually came out and he claimed that South Africa was an apartheid state. There was ethnic cleansing because obviously it was a colonial state, and obviously look at what's happened with him. But like I said, I feel like people who are saying that I don't have enough knowledge, you've got more than enough knowledge out there. I would say look at several resources, because obviously if you stick to one.
The thing is, I don't mind talking, but it's never enough knowledge. I can read a one-sided argument and I'm on that side. You might not agree with what I've read and what side I'm on. What game are we playing here?
So whatever you read is what determines what you
it could be propaganda.
Because like people always say, if you grew up on Fox News or whatever, like in America, they always but if you grew up on Fox, you're gonna be a Republican. If you didn't,
but we've been knowing we've been knowing that the propaganda that the Western media have been using.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like what right now. Basically, it's hard to say who's right and wrong when you're not in a situation. We can come to our own conclusions, but when it's a topic like this,
what spins me, like what scatters my brain. How do people, not you guys, just people in general? I've got like colleagues, peers. They're so quick to come to Ukraine's defense. Is it the color of their skin? Is it the color of their eyes, their hair? That has allowed them to come to that conclusion very quickly. They're seen as freedom fighters. Zelensky is seen as brave, as a fighter. But like I said, obviously you don't want to answer. This is what's been
because it's, to me, from what I've seen and heard, cool, the British are involved, but it seems religious to me.
No, definitely.
See what I'm saying? See what I've read? It's different.
Exactly.
You're hitting me with
not religious.
But to me,
they're bombing. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, at the start, that's what I thought it was. I just thought it was just like how it is with everything, the Muslims against everyone else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what was I
I hear what you're saying. I think everyone's just got research, really.
No, that's one thing. But obviously, the borderline is nobody should be dying for this. That's what's wrong. Like, regardless, I don't know who's right or wrong. I'm not gonna say this person's right, this person's wrong. But nobody needs to die. And if people are dying, something needs to be done about it.
But it's never Netanyahu, like the the Israel president. It's never Obama or Trump or Boris Johnson or Sunak who will ever pay the price. It's always the innocent civilians. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. It's always been that way.
Yeah, always been that.
Yeah,
keep preaching,
exactly.
Man. Thank you very much, man.
I didn't want to be a preacher, but that's why I thought, I know we're talking about something serious, but no, it's fine. But
If
have a
anyone wants to
lovely.
check it out, put what you've seen
Yeah, on
in
the
the
YouTube,
comments so
yeah.
people can check it
Yeah.
out. Because again, you've seen different things to people as to why you don't think it's religion. From what I've seen, we're all gonna have different varying opinions. As long as emotion isn't involved in the conversation, we can all stay safe. When it seems like it's too emotional, that's when no one wants to get involved, really, because it's just like, I thought we was talking as soon as you
Yeah, because then it starts getting ugly, and then they start attacking each other as
You know?
opposed to the argument at hand. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? That becomes secondary. But no, that's honestly, I feel like we all need to. Then, to be honest, there's wars going on in Congo. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have been
all
seeing.
over the world.
Yeah, but it's not just that. But anyways, have a lovely day. Hopefully, I can come to one of your next shows.
Yeah,
next
for
time.
sure.
We'll see you at the next one.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Like
I'm
country
from
wise?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trini.
Yeah, hopefully next time I call you, it's for a competition and not something too heavy.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling.
What you?
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, guys.
Me too. I always knew that it would get to that topic in this show. It was always
coming,
bound
I
to
guess.
happen.
But yeah, Marnie Moo, I
flirting.
saw your comment about me playing Sims. I might actually do that.
Hey,
one day.
Chijux, I'm not flirting, man.
Yeah, I might.
We see you lotioning there, man. It's another private caller. Sorry, man.
People said they want to
Can't
talk
pick up
about
private
the
caller.
You should have known.
People said they want to
Should've
talk about the
known.
live show. What do you? I don't get it.
All
Like,
right, so
What
let's
happened?
let's get to Isaac and Abraham. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see what happened
So,
there. So, Abraham's faith confirmed. Chapter 22. Now it came to pass after these things that God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And he said, here I am. Then he said, take now your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moira, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you. What are we saying here?
Yeah, that's what God said.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So is he saying like go and burn your child?
No,
Sacrifice,
sacrifice,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah,
So
but
burn.
yeah.
No, I
If
just
you're
read it
reading-
like,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
is there a
burn,
specific
yeah.
way
Sacrifice.
he wanted him to
Okay.
sacrifice? Like he's
Yeah,
to burn him,
it could be, yeah.
or just joke him, like.
He said burn or choke.
Like he said burn him, innit? So I'm
Yeah.
thinking, right, he said burn your you.
Yeah. And it's a test.
yeah.
Abraham doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He might be thinking God's moving mad.
Because like we were saying, when Moses, remember he said Abraham, when it was...
Yeah, he said, who is it? Abraham. He asked
asked
a
the
question.
question.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's a crazy question to ask, but it shows.
I asked.
Yeah. You can't be mad at a man for not knowing the Bible.
We need to impose a law on asking questions, though, man. Come on, man.
You
Nah,
probably
he's-
asked the most.
No, I
You
stand
get
on my
out of
shit.
you get out of it
I
by
stand
saying
on
I
my
asked the
shit.
question.
No, that's you. That's your
Yeah,
line.
that's the rule.
Why is it?
Is that unique lady? Who is that?
Hello? Oh no, this is just a random person. Sorry.
Okay,
Clearing
because
your
the only
throat.
person who has that sort
That
of
is unique
hello.
lady.
Oh no,
That is unique lady.
no, it's not. Oh God,
Is
no.
is that clearing
It
throat?
sounds like unique.
I promise. I promise. Oh
Okay,
God,
nah,
it's not unique lady.
I know.
Yeah,
it's not you. It's not you.
Yeah, it's not you. How you doing?
Yeah. Good. Thank you. I'll just say this very quickly, please. I hope the Christians will come and beat me, but I do find it a bit wild why God will say, sacrifice your only son for me. I just find it very questionable.
We're privy to it being a test.
Yeah.
As readers, we're privy to it being a test. It says that in the first verse, like we're privy to that. So it's just what the test is after that is like,
I get that, but why, if you love me so much, why would you put me through that kind of test? Because, like,
do you know what? I'm not actually mad at it. Yeah. When you like in a relationship, don't you want to be tested to see his result?
Not by killing your child.
No, not by
That's
killing your
a bit
child,
mad.
but just tested, innit? Like, or even as strong as. Nah, let me not say that. Go on. What you got?
I get the testing bit, but I just
but do you know why? Okay, so why God tested Abraham is because, so they so initially Abraham and Sarah could not have children. They couldn't have children, bore children, whatever. And God said, take time, it's gonna come. But then Sarah, I forgot what it
I
is,
know the
but,
story. He
Sarah-
gave Abraham Hagar to have
her helper.
and then
Abraham
I
Say
get
that again. He gave Abraham what?
Like
I think her name is Hagar. I don't know her name is, but
so-
he gave Abraham the handmaid to have a child on their behalf. And then he,
Okay.
Cool.
yeah.
So because they
That's
disobeyed
basically
God-
the basis of the handmaid tale, that show.
Wait, why? How did they disobey God? They did a surrogate thing without his permission.
So
It's not like a surrogate thing. Like they gave her the girl to sleep with.
Yeah.
As in, like have the girl sleep with her. The child is technically ours because the girl is our property.
Yeah. Okay. And then what? And then God got upset, or who got upset?
Yeah, because Sarah could not bore children.
Yeah.
And she basically grew impatient, made Abraham sleep with her helper.
Oh,
And
Sarah
then-
made him sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, not God.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what was confusing me.
yeah.
I thought
So
God
then,
gave Hagar.
after that's what, and then sometime after, then Sarah was able to have a child.
Yeah.
Isaac, whatever. Then God was like, I told you to be patient, but then you
yeah.
went to
So
God's like,
give me
Yeah,
your
but that still
first
doesn't make any sense, though.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense.
He said,
It's a punishment for what you did in the past.
Wait, what is a punishment?
No.
The test.
No,
Yeah.
it's a test, but
yeah.
he was basically saying, I'm punishing you for what you did in the past.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see why God
So
would say
why,
something
why,
like
why
that.
don't you like that?
In that case,
they wasn't
then,
patient.
in that, if it was a punishment,
wait,
then
they're telling-
Isaac would
wait,
have.
one sec. They're saying Tef needs the helmet.
Me?
For
What
what?
did I say?
Couldn't
Bore.
Could
You're
not
wrong.
bore
Bear.
children.
Is it bear or bore?
No, it's
Was
bore.
it-
They say bore in the Bible.
Did I say bore?
You
No,
said
bore's-
bore. You
bore's
said
fine.
bore.
They did-
Yeah, that's
Apparently
fine.
I'm wrong though. See, apparently
Yeah,
bore.
helmet for yourselves, man. You can say bore.
It was not a punishment.
It's not
So
bore.
what was it
Oh,
then?
so what was it then?
What wasn't a punishment?
The
God
didn't say-
telling,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I didn't say it was a punishment. I said God was testing.
No,
Abraham.
I know, but what was the? Why did he test him? What
Because
was
they
it?
tried to have. They
See,
didn't
it's
listen to
punishment.
him.
They didn't
We
listen
could
to
call it a punishment, no?
Yeah, because in my mind, the only reason God would say, "I told you to be patient. Now your son is here. You have to give him to me."
Who's
Yeah.
wrong?
As a
Yep.
test to see his.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a.
It
The
wasn't.
test.
It wasn't a punishment. It was a test.
No, the test was to see his loyalty to God.
Yeah.
But basically, to Abraham, it was probably presented as a punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Abraham
Yeah.
doesn't know
So
it's a test.
yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
know it's a
yeah,
test.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm not mad at
presented
that.
to him as a punishment.
yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, apparently it's not.
See, this is where the whole like I can't say the word. Oh God, interpreting the Bible that becomes an issue because the guy was just saying, "Oh, it must have been a punishment to Abraham." You don't know that. The Bible didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
It just said, "Bring your son and offer him a sacrifice to me."
No,
to
but
get.
we're reading
So-
the story and we know. Okay, cool. It's afterwards we see.
Yeah,
that
but
God
you
was
do
testing.
realize you're kind of you're not, you stick to what's in the Bible. It didn't say, oh, well,
I didn't say it was
after
a,
that.
but okay, cool.
It's on you now.
Okay, cool. 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 All right, cool.
It's
yeah.
rough, innit?
Miss him. Okay, cool. Sarah.
Don't pay attention to the comments.
Wait. Let me get the Bible up.
You get spun.
Let me get the Bible up.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me see what the comments are saying.
Okay,
There's
cool.
nothing wrong with saying bore. It literally says bore in the Bible when they talk about like giving birth
So
to children.
basically, Abraham and Sarah could not have children.
Yes.
I know that.
And
She's like, get to the point.
You know, see, when everyone was telling me about the apple, just like I know that, man.
cool.
Yeah.
And then they tried to do it their own way.
Yeah.
Cool. And
I
then,
know that too.
Okay, cool. And then God said, you have to sacrifice Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
And God was seeing if Abraham, God was testing Abraham to see if he would trust him.
Yeah.
Because he disobeyed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know if it's related. Okay, I'm speculating. I think I'm speculating.
Thank you very much. See, I get where you're coming from.
Speculating that it was.
But
it
you
must have
are
been a
speculating.
like-
That's my point.
Okay,
alright,
cool.
Yeah, okay,
But
you have to-
obviously for
I'm
Abraham, this is speculation, but this is
Mhm.
now but this is what I'm saying. The reason why I'm enjoying these conversations is because we're bringing human thoughts to something that is spiritual, and
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that because we're humans.
Why do you
know
think
what
it's
I'm saying?
spiritual?
Huh?
What do you mean spiritual?
Like, because certain things aren't written, but we interpret it and it becomes human. So once we interpret it, it's become human. Whereas if we interpreted it in the spiritual realm, we would understand it differently. Do you know what I'm saying?
Explain more, please. I'd like to
So
understand.
like what I was saying earlier, like when I went to church and my pastor was saying there's certain things that if we interpret it as humans, we see it as humans. But if we were to interpret it in the spirit realm where it's actually operating, we wouldn't see it the same way.
The reason
as
I don't
humans
get
see
Can
it.
I quickly interject, please?
Go on.
See, this is where I agree with Fred, because it's like, I'm going to read the Bible and take it as face value, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I'm a new Christian coming into this sort of this religion and I'm reading it, obviously my standing in the spiritual realm, whatever, may not be as deep as the other one.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
So therefore, the truth of the matter is, if you just look at the Bible, it does leave a lot to interpretation, which may not necessarily be a good thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know anything. Like nobody should come to me. I don't know.
One second, because I didn't disagree with that. I was just saying that that's what we're doing. In fact, I said this is why I like this, because we're able to now interpret things as humans, which we are.
I want to get to that. Let me just see what Nissi said. Which one was it? Guys, it wasn't a punishment.
Yeah.
It was a test to see if Abraham was worthy to receive the promise of being a father.
But I didn't say it was a punishment, though.
No.
That's
what I'm saying. We are now interpreting.
But does it say that?
What?
It just backs the point that everyone is speculating now, because there's no like.
Alright, we've stopped speculating. Let me.
Does it say that? Okay, go. Wait. Actually, before we get to that, I'd like this spiritual conversation, but I don't understand it, because do you have a spirit? Is it spiritual? The word you're using?
Yeah.
What is this? What is
the Holy Spirit?
Yeah,
So
but how do we know of a spiritual understanding? Who's had one of those?
Yeah, but people that are
connected to God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can I say something?
That's where it comes from.
Can I say something?
Talk.
Yeah.
Also, no offense to the spirit-filled people. Like, I'm not even trying to be like offensive or anything like that. Yeah, but some of you have the spirit, but even with that, your interpretations are very different. So, really and truly, where do you go from here?
Okay, so I want to understand, when you say spiritual, are you mean like when people catch the Holy Ghost, like when I've seen is that
no, as in, you know how they keep saying
speaking in tongues, like what do we mean here?
No, as in, like, you need to have the Holy Spirit in order to like really understand the secrets of the Bible. But what I'm saying is,
but who's ever had that?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if I put 3 people in front of me and they all claim they have the Holy Spirit on them, they're still going to like give me different interpretations of the Bible anyway. So really and truly, like,
and that's fine, because
so why am I getting cooked all day?
I don't know
what's going on there.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
but if you're not saying something that's with consensus, people are always going to try and cook you.
Because God can
the first Jesus, no one believed. You know what? Jesus didn't have consensus. Some people believed him. Anyone's first interpretation is exactly, but everyone's but some people believed him is also at the same time.
Let me just say, God will reveal things differently to us. To different people. So he might, let's say I have the Holy Spirit upon me, you have the Holy Spirit upon you.
Yeah.
He might reveal something to me that you will not reveal to you. That's just how it is. So we can't like act like, so if all
I definitely agree. So can we therefore agree then that you cannot impose your interpretation of your Bible onto me?
No,
what God will reveal to you will be different.
Exactly.
What you reveal to you will be different.
Yeah,
cool.
I think that's what a lot of people in the comments is missing. Nobody here is trying to say this is it. But everybody in the comments is like, no, you lot are chatting shit. You're wrong. Bro,
exactly.
we're having a conversation to understand what everybody else understands of this same scripture.
In this Isaac and Abraham thing, does it say he was testing him to see if he was worthy to receive the promise of being a father of many nations? Does it say that?
Let me see. It's okay.
We need to go to the bit.
Anyway, I'll just leave it to you. I'll just go back to listening, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
We need to go to after when he's actually said, okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Just playing. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then it says, so Abraham rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey and took 2 men with him along with his Isaac his son. And he split the wood from the burnt offering and arose and went to the place in which God had told him. Then on the 3rd day, Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said to his young men, stay here with the donkey. The lad and I will go yonder and worship, and we'll come back to you. So Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac, his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, And the two of them went together. But Isaac spoke to Abraham, his father, and said, "My father." And I said, "Here I am, son." Then he said, "Look, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham said, "My son, God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering." So the two of them went together.
You can skip. Okay.
Oh my God.
Hey, where's the lamb?
Isaac was like,
Aye.
this is alright, bro.
I ain't seen no lamb.
You know that scene in Top Boy?
Yeah. He's
Where
putting on the
Michael
gloves.
Ward has to bun his...
He's putting on the gloves. He said, "Don't worry about that. God's got that sort.
Don't
Keep
worry
walking
about
down the
that,
road."
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Caller, 1
Genesis
second.
22:11. Cool. Okay, 10. Let me go from 10. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham, here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," he said. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." Abraham looked up, and there in a thicket he saw a ram caught by his horns. He went over and took the ram, sacrificed it as a burnt offering instead of his son. So
Right.
Abraham called that place "The Lord will provide," and to this day it is said on the mountain of the Lord it will be provided.
Right.
and that is why Abraham wasn't lying.
About what?
Because in my head, I was thinking, so he lied to his son. He said God will provide.
He said,
So he
"Don't
did.
worry about that."
But I don't. Does that last bit validate what Nis said
What did she say?
about God? The test is to see if you're worthy of being a father of nations.
Does he say that?
Okay,
Yeah.
15.
Explain
The
it.
angel of the Lord called to Abraham from heaven a second time and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me." Then
Right.
Abraham returned to his servants, and they set off together for Beersheba.
Amen.
Down
Nice.
Sheba.
Right.
Father Abraham.
Close
has
case.
many sons.
Okay, caller, what you got for us?
Hi guys.
Yeah, right.
It's Randa.
Oh, what's
Hey,
popping?
Randa.
The T-Fat
Hey,
Live
how
Show.
you guys?
We good, you?
First of all,
No,
can we
I'm not
start off
good. Okay.
by
Clear
I'm
name.
owed an apology
Jason.
From
because
who?
Tef is a liar.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, I did not go around stealing anyone's drink.
I have witnesses.
He's lying.
I have
He's lying. I
witnesses.
did not do that. That is not my brand.
Leo, you were there.
Anyway.
I have witnesses.
Everyone's
Leo
saying
is also a
everyone
liar.
today. Go on, man.
Anyway, back to what you guys are talking about. First of all, I just want to say that this conversation is very fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Thank
I'm a Muslim, and I find this really, really interesting. I think the Bible's very, what's the word? Like, it's very open-ended, and I think there's a reason for that. You know, like, reading the Bible, everyone comes up with their own interpretations, and I think that's the cool thing about it, and I think it's supposed to be that way. I feel like everyone's supposed to receive the message a little bit differently. And as a Muslim, even when I read the Bible, when I started looking at the similarities between the Bible and the Quran started making more sense to me. But that was only when I started reading the Bible, because there's loads and loads of similarities. So even with the story of Adam and Eve, the story is very, very similar. The only difference is that in the Quran, Eve is not the one that tempted Adam to take a bite from the apple.
Who is?
It was the devil.
So the devil
tempted
tempted
them.
Adam directly.
Correct.
Okay, interesting.
So did the devil tempt Eve and then tempted Adam as well?
Yeah, so they were
Okay.
both tempted by the devil.
Right.
Separately, okay.
Yeah, because I think in Genesis it states that Adam and Eve realized that they were naked, whereas in the Quran it's a little bit more ambiguous. It refers to Satan's desire to expose them to what was hidden from them of their nakedness.
Right.
You get
Okay.
that?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and-
it could be a bit more metaphorical in terms
Yeah.
of nakedness. It might not mean that physical side. It might just mean, I don't know, you're aware
Correct.
that there's evil.
Everything.
good,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and even with the story of Abraham, in the Quran, his son was actually aware.
Okay, so he
Whereas I
went
think in the
willingly.
Bible he wasn't. Yeah, he willingly sacrificed himself.
Right. Okay.
Interesting.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
Yeah.
What happened?
In the Quran, Isaac was aware that he was going to be sacrificed. Whereas in the Bible right now, obviously he said, "Where's the lamb?"
Yeah.
So he's
Isaac
clearly
didn't know where
is the lamb? Where is that lamb you speak
So
of?
he knew he was going to be sacrificed in the Quran, went there, and wasn't sacrificed, and he didn't do it
Correct.
himself.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
basically,
what's the
basically,
lesson from this?
The lesson from this is
In the Quran.
In the Quran, the lesson from it is trying to teach. It was trying to teach everyone around them at the time. He was trying to prove God's might, basically. So God told Abraham about sacrificing his child, and then the child basically said, "I'm willing to sacrifice myself." So before, like, this happened in front of everybody, and as he was about to sacrifice his child, God obviously then spared him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it? So that
Yeah.
the people knew. So the lesson of it was to show that if you are closer to God, God will spare you of your sins, kind of.
Like, okay.
You understand? You have to be a believer.
Yeah. Even though you
To
did
be
something
spared
wrong,
of
he
your
would
sins.
still spare you, basically.
Exactly, like,
Got you.
regardless, basically.
Got
But
you.
yeah, that's what I wanted to say, and this is a very interesting conversation, and I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you for coming and
thank you,
giving
Rana.
a Muslim perspective. Like,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very
I think it's kind of cool, and even in the Quran, it does state that it refers to the people of the book very, very often in the Quran, which is the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran. It's like a sequel, and when you read all three, it's practically the same thing, but written in different times. And it's believing in the same thing. And the only difference is that the Quran's just never been changed, and it's in one language.
Yeah.
So there is with the Quran, there's no arguing about what something could potentially mean. It means what it means, kind of thing. Whereas the Bible was kind of open-ended and allows you to interpret things in different ways. And there was obviously Old Testament, New Testament, and things like that.
With that, because the main thing we've discussed was Adam and Eve, yeah?
Yeah.
So is it the same in the sense that in chapter 1 it says man and woman are created, and then in chapter 2 it says Adam from the dust and Eve from his rib? Is that the same or is that different?
So in the Quran, Eve was created from Adam's rib, and Adam was created from sand and dust.
Okay.
But it doesn't mention the existence of any other human being.
No, that's cool. I mean, just on Adam and Eve, in chapter 1, are they created in chapter 1 or chapter 2? Is there a mention of a creation of mankind in chapter 1?
Yes.
And then similar to the Bible in chapter 2, then it said Adam from the dust and Eve from the rib. Is that the same or is that different?
The story is kind of different. So it doesn't really start off. It's not like we don't really have chapters. It's just one chapter, and that's the only chapter on Adam and Eve.
Okay.
It's just one story, and so there's no really room for discussion in regards to
Okay, I'm
how
gonna
they were
read
created.
it. I'm gonna read it to see what
Yeah.
I want.
What, read the Quran?
Okay.
We're gonna read it in April next year. Well, whenever Ramadan is. Sorry, I don't know when.
Yeah, and I'm gonna read the Bible properly.
Yeah, we discussed it in Discord. We're gonna do Quran next year.
Brown pasta.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Stop stealing at live shows.
Take care, guys.
Okay, Nis wants us to read
that songs. Hey, man, them. If you want to drop game, read Songs of Songs.
What's that?
Hey,
you use the Bible for game.
If you want to drop game,
but if you want to drop game, use songs.
What Songs of Songs?
What's that?
It's just poems that you could.
What, from God or?
Yeah, that is just poems. It's or Songs of Solomon, whatever you want to call it. Songs of Hey,
Songs of Solomon.
Does that? What did I say?
Is that Songs of
What did I
Solomon?
say? Okay,
What?
come on.
So wait, but is this in the Bible?
Yeah.
Mr. Tobes.
Yo.
What's
I have
happening?
to load up one of them bad boys.
What you want to say? What you want to
What's
say?
good? You know what we're saying, Dagwe? Hey, what you got for us?
Bro, I can't check in and see what the man was saying. Like, how you man
Hey,
doing?
Tobes, let me tell you something. I was crying of laughter because I watched back that clip where you was like, How the man them are gonna whip it up and taste it. You
Bro.
sounded like you were smiling so much. Like you sounded so happy.
No.
They're on
bro.
holiday.
It was
No,
so
I was
funny,
happy. I
bro.
was happy.
Yeah, he was
I was happy.
Yeah,
He was
be
until
happy,
we
man.
ruined
And it was
it.
like, you know, it is about the man them. We're gonna have to whip it up and taste it. Ah, that was so funny,
Bro,
I'm so
we was
sorry.
talking about it. We were talking about it just the other day because them man said, man, I don't know, man cooked the burger in it, and them man said it was undercooked. But I'm saying it's a medium rare burger, bro. Like, apparently people don't eat that. But I enjoyed it. Them man never touched it. I enjoyed my burger.
It's medium rare, dog. Alright, so they're calling you Pastor Tobes. What you got for us?
Pastor Tobes.
Bro,
They could just be
you know what
talking
it
about
is,
Pastor
yeah?
Toby.
Pretty much, I think that's what they're talking about because I'm not. Listen, see the Bible, yeah. I try to stay away from that one. I just know my relationship with God, and that's through testimonials and that. Like, I can't tell you, man, about the Bible because you see when it's written by so many people. Because I was a Muslim and a Christian, so I did both of them. So when my mom was doing the Quran in it, I'm pretty sure it's just one Quran, the same thing for everyone, and them man all follow that. But the Bible, it never made sense to me. It was just a new version. Like we'd be in the church and bear man have different versions, and like we're all reading. The pastor said one verse, and we've all turned to the same verse, but it's different words. So it never really made sense to me. So I was just like, let me just stay out of this. I'm not really involved in the Bible. I'm more Christian than Muslim for sure, 100%, but I'm not really involved with the Bible at all. So when you men are talking about Adam and Eve, I don't even know how it became a whole thing. Because when it started, was Fred saying people should be naked. I didn't know it was going to become all of this.
I said in the beginning there was Fred. And he
I was just
said
saying what?
everyone be
We should all be
naked.
naked.
Tobes, what do you have to add to the discussion?
You know what, yeah? This is what I have to add. People, see people, yeah. Every man should find their own relationship with God. That's all I have to say. Because you see, when I found mine, yeah. You see, when me personally, because I pray to God, try pray every day and night, at least once a day. You see, when you find your relationship, it's actually kind of mad. Like, if you actually pray for something, man will deliver it. Like, there's too many testimonials or too many sticky situations man's been in, and I said, yo, look, God, if you bust me out of this one right here, I'll have to do this, so I'll do that. And he bust me out of the situation. Like, even Afro Nation, yeah, I ordered my passport 2 months before Afro Nation, or 6 days before Afro Nation, my passport hadn't come.
Wait,
it was long. I had to pray. See the prayer I did to God that day for that passport, because my ticket was non-refundable. That's like 2 bags.
Laura, that's really
I have to say, God,
crazy.
I have to say, God, listen, I'll do anything for you. Like right now,
What did
I
you
need
do
the
for him?
passport. Man's always like, I'm always giving back, always going in the community. Like last week, I was just donating to the homeless, innit? So I'm probably gonna donate probably today or tomorrow again.
Tobes,
So, man's always giving back.
Hey, Tobes, apparently you sound like you're from SL.
What, Sierra
Nah,
Leone?
man's not from myself.
Nah, I know. I'm
Nah,
just saying.
impossible.
Apparently you sound like
Man's never from. That's a horrible country right there. No disrespect. Sorry. No disrespect. That's from the random I know. That's from the random I know. That's from the random I know. No disrespect to it.
Yeah,
All love to that country. All love to that country.
Crazy.
All love to everybody. You man, yeah. So I'm just gonna ask. Is this what we're talking about the whole life?
Now we could talk about
It's Bible studies, bruv. Why not, bruv?
Just be current. Talk about what we're talking about now, not the beginning, bro.
Say no.
We've argued.
You might was talking about Adam and Eve and that.
Nah, we're done with that, bruv. Catch up.
You just got it.
Bro.
We're
Listen,
about to get a passage from songs or songs,
The
bruv.
people will start throwing stones at you if you keep talking about Adam and Eve, bruv.
Hey, listen, yeah, for everyone listening, if someone's throwing stones at you, keep talking your shit, bruv. Don't let them, they'll try to throw stones, but the stones will never succeed in it. The stones will turn into dust. That's what it said in the Bible. Allegedly. I don't know, don't quote me. I feel like that's what it said in the Bible, though. But, can you must start streaming the live shows again, I beg?
No.
What's the reason? Hey, you must
Okay,
bring
maybe
that back.
for members. Maybe for members. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, it was for the members in the first place.
Yeah, it was.
True.
Yeah. We'll see.
And you might never bring that one back.
One day.
One day.
It's got to be the right venue for it,
Yeah,
innit?
it's logistics.
So,
It's not just as straightforward as just stream. It depends on venues as well. It's
you
not,
know,
it's
at
not
least a
just us.
highlight of something. Man, are always talking about the live shows.
Don't worry,
Tell me saying,
We got
tell me saying, I'm gonna give neighbor update. My people that don't go to the live shows, we don't know what's going on at all. We just have to be hearing and ignoring them. It's great.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
But hey, you man, yeah. Before I dip, yeah, I beg you, man, know the pro clubs or something, man. The EFC has been out.
Bro, buy me EA. Buy us EA. Wait, have you done? Have you
Bro,
done? Have you done ThinkShare already?
What game share?
Yeah.
Nah, one of my
Dibs.
guys tried to do it,
Dibs.
but he wasn't trying to contribute. He wasn't
Oh,
trying
what
to
you need
contribute.
peace for it?
What's the contribution?
You need
No,
contribution.
see, with his, I needed peace because he was just trying to come, and I got my thing early. He just said, "Let me have you," and he was contributing to someone else's. I said, "Bro, you're taking a piss here."
Pastor TD Tobes.
No, not like that. He was going left.
Man said he's trying to come and I didn't get
Hey,
mine.
if you want to gift it to me, I'll accept, bro.
If two of you man get it, and we need to play, I don't mind. But you man, let's hurry up on that and get on this Pro Cup thing.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool.
If you man want to switch topic, yeah. If you want to switch topic, man's not opposed to that one still. Because
clubs.
He's dumb.
Because if you man want to talk about what they was trying to cook me in the Discord, anything, bro, I don't mind. But bro,
Hey,
we've heard about God.
You know, you said he came back calm. Yeah. Today his plane crash landed.
What did he do today?
I didn't listen. Yeah.
What did he
Hey,
do?
I said
Leo
no.
said he's
Hey, you know what, Fred? Man will call back because I need to chat to my little brother. I ordered him food to make sure he got it.
Leo said
I'll call back.
Leo will
cool.
explain. Hey, Leo, call, yeah.
What did he
So
do?
I joined it, and he was like, they talk about low maintenance, high maintenance women,
babes?
yeah, and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then he was like, what's it called? He was like, so his ex, whatever, used to just like him, innit? He loved it, and then he was like, he didn't understand why, like, he didn't see her often, but then she'd be like, oh, I love you for you, and he was like, he didn't get that, and I'm like, bruv, you don't like. That's love, bruv. And he's like, no, if you're low maintenance, that means you have low self-worth. Low self-worth. I was like, wait, what? He's like, oh yeah, if someone's taking you out rarely, whatever, and you don't talk to them often, what's it called?
And you love them.
Yeah, why would you still love them? And I'm like, bruv, do you know what love is?
Tobes is mad, though.
I secretly hear it though.
Hello, caller.
Medium maintenance.
Caller. What's up?
Hi. I don't exactly know what topic I need to speak on
Whatever
because
you want.
I was very intrigued. Okay. Firstly, I really do love the conversation in regards to the Bible discussion. I think it's very cool. I'm loving the discussion. I just wanted to say a couple of things in regard to that. Then I'll also talk about the thing in the Discord because I found that quite funny. But
who's this?
Just relax.
Okay, sorry. Talk.
Cool down.
In regards, I know you mentioned. I remember Fred mentioning something like, we made man in our image. Okay, no, before that actually. So the Bible, it's actually said that the Bible was written by the Holy Spirit, and it was the Holy Spirit like speaking through the prophets or the people that wrote the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily like, I get why people would say like there are several different authors, but it was like even the people that wrote Genesis towards the other different books in the Bible, it was through like the Holy Spirit from the Old Testament to the New Testament, even when with Paul and his letters from the prison, like it was really the Holy Spirit incorporating them to write this. So that was just something I wanted to say, because I know people will be like, oh, it's men, or it's all of this, but I feel like the Spirit really was like the author. Like people, like in Christianity, it's known that the Spirit is like more of the author of the Bible, really. So in regards to the other topic
Discord.
I'm sorry. Oh yes, on Discord. So I'm Chica, by the way. Hi.
Hello, Chica.
Toby was saying we're talking about high maintenance, low maintenance. He said that he couldn't do low maintenance because he was saying that why would I'm not happy with where I currently am. Why would a girl be happy with me? And I was just like,
I swear to you, Tobes is a madman, you know. He's such a
I was
madman.
so confused.
You know, during his time back
he's
here,
always smiling. Man.
Tobes is hilarious.
during his time back, everyone's like, nah, this is a new person, you know. And then today, he just exploded.
Slapped it. Became himself again. Like, man said, if I'm not happy with myself, why would you be happy with me?
I hear it, but go. What's your thoughts on that?
I thought it was very. I was just so surprised. I was like, is this how a lot of guys think?
Yeah,
I was
I
just
hear
like,
what you're saying.
I'm not.
There's logic to it.
I'm not. No, I guess I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but I just found it very interesting that he thinks that he needs to be some sort of perfect person.
A lot of men.
To find love.
You know, men
And I was
like
like-
to want to. Today, the pressures of man.
you
It
know
seems
what?
like we have to be in a fantastic position before we can approach women.
Yeah, what's interesting is like because you might not understand it from a man's perspective or a male's perspective, or let's say Tobes, because maybe it might be who's delivering the message. But a lot of times, like this is to do with the way he feels. Like this is him basically feeling a bit insecure about himself in where he is. And he kind of feels like, why would you like this when I don't really like it? Like, you have to love yourself first. And it's an example. An example is like when some guys will be like, they'll try to move to a girl that ain't got makeup on or they haven't bathed, and the girl will be like,
Bruv, like I look clapped right now.
What's wrong
going
with you?
on? Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's thinking, yo, I think you're nice. Like, I'm attracted to you. And you're thinking, why are you attracted to this? This isn't me at my best. It's nasty that you're attracted to this. So it's the same thing. It's just an example, but it's just the same thing. Like, the way he feels in himself is like, hey, I'm not really on myself right now, so I don't really want you to be on me when I'm like this. I want you to be on me when I feel better about myself.
Do you know what's funny? Men do it with relationships and women do it with work.
Explain.
So there's studies that show if a woman, like say there's 10 boxes you need to tick to be qualified for the job, a woman probably won't apply unless she hits like 7, 8
of them,
of those points. A man will be like, I got 3 of these things, I'm gonna apply.
Yeah.
Flip side on the relationship, a man will be like, nah, I ain't got enough peas, I ain't got
Right. Right. I get you.
Yeah, go on.
You know, then another example, like in the conversation we were having on Discord, I put the example of like, okay, imagine friends. So I'm just gonna save myself for an example. That's why I kind of related back to what he was saying, because with my friends, a lot of them would see me as, oh, Chika, you're so lovely, you're so this, so that. But sometimes I feel like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not all these things. I'm not posing as anything. I'm just, but they just love me as me.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is not even relationship. These are my friends and my, not even family, because family is like, they kind of have to love you. But friends, like, you met them and you're with them, and it's like they see you, they accept you as who you are, regardless, and they still love you. So that was the example I kind of posed to him. It was like, someone, you can still find love with this person that you might not see yourself, like with me, I definitely don't see myself as my ideal self, but still, there are people that still love me regardless. So that's kind of the thing I posed to him. I was like,
yeah,
I hear that still.
But it's
I've seen
different when
the
it's
message.
platonic, though.
He goes.
It's different when it's
So
platonic.
okay, so Zara was like, Zara was defined between grateful and content, yeah, because he was like, how can you be grateful and content, blah blah blah. And then he was like, how can you show appreciation when I've done nothing for you? What are you appreciating? What are you in the peaceful happiness about? I do nothing but I do nothing.
What are you in the peaceful happiness
I
about?
do nothing but FaceTime you and take you on one day every 6 months. Where is the peace?
I like Tobes, man. I like Tobes,
It's the value. It's the
Tobes is
value of
funny,
things.
man.
Like think about
So
it.
where is the peace, bro?
It's the value of things,
why
because
the fuck do you
he
like
doesn't
me?
see the value in him doing that, whereas somebody else does. Like a pound here might get you a loaf of bread, and a pound somewhere else might get you fucking
steak, everything.
steak
Yeah,
and all that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff, because it's lira or because it's naira, because of whatever. So it's just because he doesn't value that in his world doesn't mean that the girl's not valuing what he's doing to a high regard.
yeah, that's what I was.
But he's
That's
thinking, I'm not
exactly
even
what
trying,
I'm-
bruv. What's wrong with you? Like,
Exactly, that's
so
the
can
thing.
anyone take you then? So what, just a FaceTime and you're gone, yeah? That's what he's probably thinking.
And that's what was very shocking to me, because like this is not the first time I've heard something like that, and at least it was the first time. It wasn't the first time I've heard something like this, but it was the first time I actually got to like understand, oh wow, these are your reasons why. And I was just like, like, don't you think you can also like, and then some people were like, okay, don't you think you can also build with someone like you guys? That's why I said that you don't necessarily need to go for someone that's perfect, as well as she might not exactly look at you and be like, oh, he must be perfect. But then he was now like, let's at least meet me at 60%. And I was just like, there's more to it than just, you know, having your finances together, having all of this. Because in life, you're never going to have everything in one place. You're still going to have to grow. Even you guys that are married, like I'm guessing, like when you guys met your wives, your lives were not like established. Like you're growing together with this person, and that's kind of like what the conversation was about. Like I know that a lot of guys or people generally have this pressure that they have to have their life together to try and whether it's going to the next step or even find love. Yeah. But it's like if that's where all this kind of regret comes into it, because it's like you feel like, oh, I did all of this and for what, you know? Yeah. I don't know. It's just I don't know if I'm dreaming or whatever, but these are just my thoughts on the whole matter. I'm not judging him. I'm not saying what he did is right. These are my thoughts.
But you see the thing with Tobes, yeah? How does Tobes know he's got another like 60, 70? This might be Tobes. This might be 100. This might be
100% still.
Or you might be at 82.
Yeah. You just think you got more, but you might not. You might only have 18
Fred, they said close the borders.
They said close the borders. Hey, listen, if a man's paying to boo you, he can. Hey, listen.
A day to call in and boo.
But no, Chica, I think you need to remember it's from a perspective of security as well. Like that's why when I said insecure, sometimes we're thinking of what you don't have, but it's about that feeling. If you feel like you're not secure in yourself, you also feel like somebody can take. You feel vulnerable. So if he's feeling like, and even though I said it as a joke, if he feels like, oh, but FaceTime, but that's too easy. That's low entry. So therefore, anybody can enter at that. I want to meet you at 60 because at least I know I've got something above somebody else. Someone can't take that because I've got more of you, or you're attracted to something that I feel like is valuable. But if you feel like it's just FaceTime, it's like, anyone can do that. That means you're easy.
You know, that's it. That's very well. I mean, to each their own. You know. Yeah. Like you can't really force your.
No, 100%, 100%. Tobes is calling back. I just want to get Tobes' side, yeah? Caller?
Chica? Okay, she's gone.
I think she's gone, mate. I've hung up. Tobes.
Yo.
Hey,
tell me.
1 sec, I'll call you
back.
You put some
crazy accusations on my name.
Go on.
Oh, sorry, bro. Go for it.
How can a man say I'm insecure, bro? So what one was saying in the Discord, yeah. I was saying, look, about low maintenance. I said, bro, man can never be with a low maintenance babe, because you know what low maintenance is? Man said, I don't need nothing, just be you. Bro, in this life, all you need is just someone to be there, and it's just anything that they just talk to you, take them on a date once every 6 months. That? You're happy with that? No, bro.
What would you prefer?
No,
high maintenance.
Have not high maintenance. There's medium. There's like, bro.
What does medium look like? What does medium look like?
Man?
Okay. No. It's like you expect the regular dates. If I say cool, let me pay for your nails or something this month. It's not like the Christmas has come early. It's just like, oh, he's doing something nice for me.
Okay, wait. Let's break this down more. Wait. So medium maintenance. So low maintenance is 1 day every 4 to 6 months. Yeah.
It's like every single day is like a celebration, like an occasion.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
how few and far between? Once every 4 months, 6 months,
or just on special occasions?
Once every minimum 4 months.
Okay, and medium is how often on the dates?
I say twice every 2 months.
Twice.
So 1 day a month.
Twice every 2 months. So once a month.
What's he doing?
Once a month.
What's he doing?
Twice every 2 months.
Because I was gonna say twice a month.
He said twice every month. What did you say, Toby?
Twice every 2 months.
No, I said two dates every 2 months.
So then he said twice every 2.
No, I said once a month.
That's wrong either way.
No, but
he simplified it. He simplified it.
But that's what he's saying.
He's not listening.
No, because that's what he just said. He said twice 2 months.
All you have to then
say is
that
not once a month?
Depends on the
No,
average.
That's what.
basically,
And he just said I've
he
simplified it. So
simplified
it's
it.
not the same.
He simplified it, but basically
Tom,
it's
did he
like
get it right?
in 60 days. In 60 days, I'm gonna say he got it right. I'm gonna say he got it right.
In 60 days,
But why'd you have to
2 days.
change it? Why'd you have to change it?
No, because that's what he was saying.
That's what he said. I don't
It
get why he
depends,
does
it depends on the average, basically. Like,
Yeah,
why'd you do
thank
that,
you.
though?
Like,
Hold
what's
on, wait,
going
wait.
on?
Habib, 199, open the border. Send £5, bruv. I like that.
For medium maintenance here, the requirements goes up. I'll say two, 3 dates every 2 months, and like you're eating, not even eating out, but you're like ordering food, you're doing stuff like that, and you go out together.
Yeah.
Like, you might go on a date.
If someone
You might
wrote
go
you
eat
down
like
as
that.
a character, I wouldn't believe you existed, bro.
I'm not mad at what he's saying.
No, but on my life, yeah, I've never met someone that's like, yo, well, just boops me, bro. Like, I've never met someone so transactional.
But that's not boxing though. How's that boxing?
No, it's not book. And by the way, I'm using the term like loosely, innit? It's all about
Okay,
it's not
cool,
books
cool,
me.
cool.
But
Because
it's
man
just
can
funny
never be
how
booked. Man can never be booked.
you sound like you could, but it's
No,
just
I couldn't
funny.
be. I couldn't be.
It's funny how it's like you're very much like tying it to like money and what you can do for
Yeah.
them in terms of
No,
with
but this
money.
is maintenance though. Well, we're talking about maintenance.
So
though.
wait,
Yeah,
Tobes,
but maintenance could be calls, bro.
medium maintenance, you're saying 1 day a month. Apparently that's low maintenance, bruv.
No, I say two dates every 60. 2 dates every 60 days.
All right, okay. Are we talking about? Wait. Right, wait.
I hear it.
Tobes.
I hear it.
I did it to 3.
Tobes, is this?
I open them up. The beeps and did it, bro.
Tobes,
he
is
said
this-
for the brokies. Let's go.
Is this like you're courting or are you in a relationship here? What's the?
No. So this is my thing, innit?
Yeah.
I said I'm single because I'm looking at myself saying this is where the conversation came in. I'm looking at myself saying, yo, I'm looking at my goals. They're reachable. I'm gonna reach them. Man's working towards them. Whether it's in the gym, school, where everything. Man's working towards my goals. But I know I'm not there yet. So if you was to come to me now, yeah, as a low maintenance babe, and say, I'm so happy with you. I'm this, bro. I'm looking at myself. I'm not even happy with myself because that's either going to bring complacency within me, or that's going to be a thing where I'm just settling.
Why?
Or
Because
I
she's
don't
happy
take
with what
my
you're
goals.
offering.
Yeah, but
So
No,
how
I'm not happy with what I'm offering.
Why would it bring complacency if she's happy?
Yeah, because
what you're
then
doing
you're
is fine.
thinking because a lot of the time
You're
with
already
men-
doing 1 date every 6 months. The expectation
No,
is
no.
low.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
saying
I
in terms of his goals and stuff is going to bring complacency.
Why?
Because I've achieved. Like shit.
He wants a
Is
high
a
maintenance
woman
babe.
the pinnacle of your achievements? Is that the biggest thing you can
No,
achieve?
with some
but let's
people.
deep it. Yeah. You see, when you're alive, yeah, I'm pretty sure one of the main goals is to find your partner, your life partner.
Yeah, but I'm
So if
asking
you think-
what for you? Is that
Yeah,
is it
for me,
you
yeah, I
to
would
find the
say that's
babes?
it. Yeah,
Cool.
Find a babes that's compatible with me in it.
Mm-hmm.
So even after you've achieved all your goals, it doesn't really matter to me if you don't have family or nothing. So you meet a babes now and you're working towards a goal. Like if I was to meet a babes right now and she comes in and say, "Oh, you're so perfect, you're this," I'd be like, "Bro, no, I'm not. So fuck off, bro, because you're out here lying."
You know what? Okay,
No,
I get what you're saying.
I get that.
I get what you're saying.
So
I
you
get
don't
that.
want
I
like
get what you're
someone to grind together with, like work
No.
together towards a
No,
goal.
I don't
You,
want
just,
that.
you want to
Because
meet them at the top, basically.
No. See, yeah, if I met a babe, it's different now. If I met a babe and she was like, "Yeah, I need to work on me too. We're both working on each other."
So it's
that's
basically
fine.
what she's saying.
But
to you,
no, but that's not what I
basically.
said. She's coming there and telling me I'm perfect. She's coming there and telling me I'm perfect. That's impossible.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
you ain't
perfect
gonna
right
hear
now.
that.
I get what you're saying, yeah. But
Thomas said 1 day a month. The maintenance is in hell, bro.
wait. How many dates a month are you guys doing?
Nah, it's around 1 or 2. Like proper
When I was
going
with
out to go and eat and
When I was
actually
with my
date.
thing-
Like
So do you feel like your maintenance is in hell?
no, we have busy lives, bro. Like,
No, but you know the thing. You know the
And
thing.
don't use
yeah,
your children as an excuse.
Why wouldn't it be? That's my life. What, do my kids not? Are they not alive?
How many dates?
I couldn't tell you on average because it's just time, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's better that we've lost count. How
No,
many dates
but
a
I
month?
couldn't tell you on because you're asking me an average.
The last 3 months.
Last 3 months, there was birthdays in there,
Yeah, fair.
so I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, because it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's,
It's okay, don't
definitely
be
not
ashamed.
that.
No, I'm not. But I couldn't tell you.
Is the maintenance
it's
is it
sporadic.
in hell?
No, my maintenance is not in hell.
On the dating side of things.
No, it's not in hell. No, it's not in hell at all.
But you know what it is, yeah? The difference.
Me, if okay, I don't have, but cool. It'd probably like twice, 3 times a month.
Different women, same women.
Same woman. Same woman.
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
I say twice a month.
You know what the thing?
twice a month.
You know what the thing is, yeah. You see what high maintenance. High maintenance is the difference because they expect it. They expect the hairs and the nails and everything paid for. That's why I said, bro, man, taps out here because that's where you're trying to books, man. But medium is like, oh, you did this for me. This is really nice, but it's not like you're not going to tell your mom and like this is like the greatest man ever because I paid for your nails. It's like, bro. But for me, yeah, when I was with my ex, we was doing dates 2-3 times a month. But the thing was, yeah. No, bro. There's no money. There's no money. But you know what it is, yeah? Because I think it was Senor, and he was like, "Oh, you're a bad person for this." But this happened with my ex. This is why I didn't like in the Discord when people were like, "Oh, this social media." It happened with my ex where I looked at myself in March, April. I said, "Bro, man can do better than this." I looked at my body. I looked and I said, and then I came but the thing was, she was always like, "Oh, I'm so happy with you. Like, I like you the way you are, this and that." And I was like, "Bro, this isn't where a man's trying to be. And if you can only see this,
I get you.
Future for me, and we have to break up." And that's what it is. Like people come in your life, or people come in your life, and people have to go. And then people come like, "Oh, see what I'm saying?" Because nobody was with me in the Discord. I was getting cooked left, right, and center.
I get that. That makes perfect sense.
Man, them were trying to defend struggle love, and I'm talking like, bro, if there's a girl, yeah, that's willingly in struggle love, that can be a serious girl. Yeah, that can be a serious girl.
That's a cold
if you have
concept.
your life pattern, why are you with my man?
You know what? You know what's
life is
so
not pattern.
funny? You know what's so funny, Tobes? People wouldn't understand it because it's a romantic relationship. People will look at it like it's mad because it's to do with love and it's got a lot of emotions involved. However, if you was to put that with your friends, then what would happen is people would be like, it's almost like you chilling around your friends and your friends are bums. People would be like, why are you around that friend then?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So he's basically seeing it as, yo, why do you want to be around me if I'm not like where I want to be? But if it's your brethren, they'll be like, you're chilling around guys out on the block, they're doing nothing, what's wrong with you? But if it's his girlfriend, it seems like, oh, love should take heed, basically.
They said Toes is still healing.
I get it.
Yo,
it makes sense.
what's good?
This, did you turn us down in the back? I don't like when people say like, who hurt you and that. The man won't build himself. Yeah, he don't sound.
No, that makes perfect sense.
You summoned me.
Cool, Nis, you're back.
Yeah, okay, wait. Let's correct my name, yeah?
Yeah.
It's Niece.
Niece.
Yeah.
Or Niece.
Hey, keep the same energy.
Niece.
Hey, camera on me, please.
No.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
No, Shanice
Keep
is different.
the same energy.
What do you mean Shanice is different?
No,
Let me
you
get the
changed
yak,
the whole
please.
name.
The what?
Niece.
Half-hearted.
The yak, please.
Change the whole name, Tammy.
Half-hearted.
Nurse Tammy.
Man said niece frost.
Niece.
Niece. Alright, Niece.
Wait, niece. What?
What?
No,
Niece.
niece.
Just say niece.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wait, what?
Just say Niecey.
Niecey.
Alright, you're back. Well,
Or you can go with Grace. Twice in one night.
You're as mad at me. I had Samson on the line for long. Let's get Wagwan.
Yeah, you cut me off in 3 minutes.
Why are you recording the time, bruv?
3 minutes, you cut me off.
I know.
Oh yeah, I was saying for once I agree with Tobes. That's crazy because obviously VP and Thames are never in the actual Discord, but Fred has seen me go toe to toe with Toby so many times.
I've seen all of you go toe to toe. All of you.
I'm always fighting him, but I actually agree with him because I'm 25, turning 26 in a couple months, and I feel like age is such a huge factor in this. Because let's say when you're like 18 and you're dating, nobody's thinking of like the long-term implications of the relationship, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, as a 25-year-old, where my dating range is slightly older than me or the same age, guys are thinking a lot more about the implications of what this relationship actually is and the long term of it. Yeah. So when they're going into it,
or rather, like dating in your mid-20s, I think I said it in the comments, a lot of it is guys telling you reasons why they're not good enough for you yet. That's all it is. Like, you'll meet a guy
Do
and he'll
you
be like,
see
"Oh,
yourself as good enough for everyone?
I'm fantastic." But no, I wouldn't say good enough for everyone, because not everybody's compatible, if that makes sense. But I'm a wonderful woman in isolation. It just may not match everyone's lifestyle or what everyone needs. But yeah, I think that's been a lot of my dating experiences, meeting people who'll be like, "Yeah, you're great, but I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to have my house, I need to have this car, I need to do," like, guys are so hard on themselves. And personally, it's actually a struggle for me as a woman, because I can't understand it, and every guy I meet is like this, which is why I'm surprised that Discord was fighting him, because it's the norm for me. I struggle to understand it from a woman's perspective, because a guy will tell me everything that he says he needs to have in place, and I'll be like, "But I like you," and he'll be like, "Well, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that," and I'm like, "But you don't." But what Tobes is saying is also a different point, where he's saying there are also people who you have in your life who are almost like yes men, who they're just happy with where you're at, and there's no ambition to grow, to do anything else. They're just like, "Yeah, you're good." I think those are two separate issues. One of guys having too much expectations of themselves and placing too much pressure on themselves, and the other of dating someone who just does not push you to be better.
Yeah. And there's a lot in that. 100%. You know what? I would say Tobes is very self-aware. He's very aware of himself. He understands that if I'm with somebody that has low maintenance, I will become low maintenance.
Why are people screaming cap in the comments?
What cap about what? About
cap what?
I don't know.
They could just be talking in the comments.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't be paying attention to the comments. You're here. Focus.
I pay attention.
Sorry.
So like he's very aware of himself, and sometimes when you're self-aware and not everybody is aware like you or aware of those things, they'll call you crazy, or they'll be like, that don't make no sense. But he understands that if I'm not with that person that is going to push me or that is going to be high maintenance, then I'm not with, that's going to be the wrong person. That's not going to put me where I want to be in life. That's not good enough. So that's just his standards. All it is that he just explained it. I think it's cold.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what he said. And people are saying, "Oh, they don't meet guys like that." I think age is such a huge thing. Even when you guys were saying, "Oh," when they were like, "Oh, one date is your maintenance is in hell," and you guys are explaining the reasons why you do 1 or 2 dates. You guys are in your 30s with kids in a married house where you see this woman every day. Like, it's not the same, and your audience is very much 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
100%.
You're living a different life.
Yeah. Take what we're saying with a wheelbarrow of salt. Like, we've been through dating.
You better date more, because I guarantee you, if I was only dating as much as I'm dating now, we wouldn't have got married.
No.
Nisi, I'll hook you up.
But you know
what?
You got someone for
I'll
you.
hook you up with links, man.
You know what, Nisi? You have to understand as well, the way we're socialized is women are, and correct me if I'm wrong, women are socialized in the sense of, go and find that guy. Whereas men are socialized in a way of, go chase that money, the girls are always going to be there. So it's very easy for a man to be like,
I'm not ready
remember,
yet.
you're a distraction, technically. Yeah. You're actually a distraction.
100%.
So therefore, I need to get this done, and then I know you're still going to be there.
At very pivotal points,
you're still going to be there. You might not be, but someone else will. Or he believes that if it's meant to be, it will be. But right now, let me get myself right.
Do you guys agree with? There was a point where on Twitter there was this viral tweet where I don't remember who it was, but one of the influencers basically asked the men, and they said they were having a conversation with a guy, and the guy basically was like, most men settle with whoever is there and not the love of their lives, because maybe for the same reason that the love of their life passed them by because they weren't ready, and then she's taken, and then they just settle with whoever's there at the time. Do you believe that?
I get it, and the thing is,
I think it's an age thing, but go on.
With the word settle, it's looked at negatively, because we'd say like we've settled down. That's not, like, it depends on
settled down. I don't think it's negative.
No, different like, it's just the word though. Different context. So but in terms of settle, I don't feel like I've settled, like, and again, love of the life, I don't like, for me, I don't think I think this is the right ones we're in it. It's like it doesn't feel wrong, whereas the ones that got it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
So we let that one go. It's like, you know what, this isn't my time. This isn't the one that God sent for, if we looking at it spiritually, religious, this ain't the one God sent for me. We've settled with who we feel was right. So
I think
the word seems negative, but it's just the way it's said. Like, I don't feel it should be.
I agree with that 100%. I don't think it's negative to settle, but I do agree that there comes a time in a certain men's life, if you haven't found your partner, but you've achieved all your goals and stuff, you might end up just going with whatever's like the closest thing to making you feel whole.
I feel women settle more than men.
Yeah,
like
maybe
women that
to like have kids and stuff.
Yeah, women. Yeah, that, and then women that stay with cheating men. They say, do you know, they may have a low self confidence where it's like, I don't think I could find better. I'm staying here.
I hear you.
I feel women settle more than men.
Yeah. And that literally comes down to a lot. Well, from
Men
what I
always like,
see,
this is
a
a
lot of
good
men,
woman.
a lot of men, no matter how they look, will think they're the buffest thing in the world. Whereas there's a lot more times where a woman is more insecure with her looks. Do you know what I'm saying?
But dating is ghetto anyways, guys. Dating is so ghetto. You might as well just shag.
So you sent in some verses earlier. Remember, this is predominantly a Bible study thing. So you was talking about the kids that got done off by the two bears. I said done off in a Birmingham accent.
Done off
by the two bears because they laughed at Elisha for being bold.
What?
It's Elisha. So basically, after I think Samson was so there's Elijah and Elisha, right?
Okay.
And Samson was spoke about how Elijah ascended into heaven.
Which Samson?
And
Samson on the phone.
Samson on the phone.
You said Elijah ascended, yeah?
Yeah. So he ascended with the chariot of fire, Elijah, right? And his like, I guess you call him like an understudy, was Elisha, if that makes sense. So
is Elisha a youth?
No, not at that point.
As in, like, is it a boy or girl?
No, a guy.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was a woman.
But he was, Elijah was his mentor. So when Elijah ascends, Elisha then kind of takes over and becomes the prophet of the land or whatever.
Okay.
And like, as he is walking through the wilderness or whatever, these 22 kids see him and he's bold in it. So they're laughing and they're like, oh, boldy. And then he's deeply disturbed. So he doesn't say anything to them. Honestly, like skinhead. He doesn't say anything to them. But I think the Bible words it like God saw the pain in his heart. Like he didn't say anything, but just that pain was enough to trigger God to do something. So then it says that 2 bears came from either side and chomped on 11 this side and chomped on 11 that side, and they were gone.
Mad.
And that's my favorite Bible story because that's crazy.
So, so it says Elisha or Elisha?
Elisha.
Elisha performs miracles. Then the men of the city said to Elisha, please notice the situation of this city is pleasant, as my Lord sees, but the water is bad and the ground is barren. And then he said, bring me a new bowl, put salt in it. So they brought it to him. Then he went from, what's this, Exodus? No, Kings 2.
Kings 2, where?
19.
Oh no, if you start from like
23,
yeah, because it's quicker to just get to the point.
Okay, then he went up there to Bethel, and as he was going up the road, some youths came from the city and mocked him, and he said to them, go up, you bald head, go up, you bald head. So he turned around and looked at them and pronounced a curse on them in the name of the Lord. And 2 female bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the youths.
Oh, it was 42.
Don't worry. You see, I'll let you slide. Don't worry. It's not gonna do
either way, it was more than she said, so that's even wilder.
Either way.
Then he went from the mount. He went there to Mount Carmel, and from there he turned to Samaria.
Yeah, you said that right.
Oh, thank you. So, why is this your favorite Bible verse?
Because this is why you should be nice to people. You can't just be cussing out people. Look,
I like the lessons, man. I like the lessons.
Love it.
Damn, that's a lot of people that died.
I always tell kids about this.
But do you know what's peak? Because the Bible says turn the other cheek. It's mad. Man said you're cursed. Man, and here come 2 bears to mash up everybody. It's like,
that's the New Testament. The New Testament is just sweet.
She just
the New
explained
Testament
it.
is all out.
Yeah,
But the New
yeah.
Testament is so nice.
Yeah,
But the Old Testament,
it's about a vengeful God.
Yeah.
it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
That's Old Testament.
That was crazy. The Old Testament.
By New Testament, that's like, everybody just relax, bro.
Everybody's
walking around toothless and blind right now, bro.
Could you imagine what would have happened to us when we were laughing at Tem and his leg?
Do you get it?
And
That's
then
crazy.
the other one you said was
We were
David
calling him
sending
Limpy.
a nigga to the front line because he wanted his babes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
King
I don't know what
David.
exactly that
he sent
is.
what's it called?
So
Oh, you explain. I forgot his name.
he basically he saw one of his soldiers' wives, and he fancied her. So he was like, "Wow, she's beautiful." And then in seeing that, he was like, "How can I get her? How can I acquire this fine babe?" So what he did was he sent the man to the front line so he can die in the war first, so he can get the babes.
Yeah,
and God was so mad at him.
Oh, crazy.
Damn.
Shout King David.
That's the craziest thing ever. I don't remember, but I remember him having to like wear sackcloth and fast and like.
Yeah.
Let me see what God
Do
did.
the most
What did
to
God
get
do
forgiveness.
to David? Was it Bathsheba?
Yeah,
Bathsheba.
Hold on.
Bathsheba. I think that's how you say
King
Bathsheba.
David.
David married the widowed Bathsheba, but the first child died as punishment from God and David's
mad.
adultery and murder
there you
of Uriah. David repented for his sins, and Bathsheba later gave birth to Solomon.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
But then Solomon came and he did stupidness.
What was Solomon on?
Solomon had
put
like
somebody to the lion.
300 concubines and all sorts of stuff.
Crazy. Crazy.
All right, the Bible was
But yeah.
smoky, you know.
There's bad
It's
stories.
cold. I think I was saying earlier, before the actual life started, like for me personally, my parents are both preachers, but I'm in a weird place with religion. I'm not really sure what I believe. But you guys already know I'm an English teacher and a linguist. So when you just read it as a book of literature, it's cold. Like I don't understand why we don't have movies of this stuff.
Oh, there is.
But there's not enough, man. It's always about Jesus.
There's not enough stories. Not enough stories.
It's always
Yeah,
about
they
Jesus.
focus
Like you
on
got
Jesus,
Shadrach,
man.
Meshach, and Abednego. Like,
Yeah.
that man,
Cold. They were walking in fire.
Yeah, there needs to be more,
like,
man.
They didn't bow to the gods, the idols, and then they had to walk in fire. And imagine you see man walk in fire, like, yeah, what are you telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Nah,
on. Read
there's
this
more,
Bible,
man.
boy.
There's more that needs to be televised.
All right, Leo
Yeah,
wants to
there's
call in and
actually
talk as well. Leo, call when you're ready.
Cool.
All right,
Appreciate
then.
it,
bit.
niece.
Appreciate you,
Cool.
Nisi.
So what was you talking about Song of Songs, bruv?
Yeah, it's Songs of Solomon. It's like poems you could like.
Yeah,
Read
drop
one.
one. Drop
Okay,
one.
cool. Let me see.
Drop the one you use, bruv.
I haven't used any, bro.
You ain't used it.
No.
So lying.
I haven't used any. Oh, men or women can use it actually. Okay, cool. Let
Okay.
me see.
Hella Wives, King Solomon. I'm
Is that-
thinking
is
what
that
chapter
Leo's
do I want to
number?
read, and I might slap it on the audio books.
Yeah, I am.
the
Bro, I was
Bible
going
on
through the
audio
Bible.
book.
Yeah.
Drive home to it, bro.
Leo, what's good?
God damn.
What are you man telling me?
What are you
That's
saying?
good.
What's happening
No,
there?
man. Hey, listen, yeah.
All right,
Shout
wait.
out
You know
to Abednego.
Leo's got private healthcare in that.
Yeah?
Hey, we need to sort that out, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking
man.
expensive in that.
It pays you so much money. So much money.
Calm. What are you saying?
But
What,
listen,
have you
yeah,
got your
shout
song
out
of song?
to
One sec.
Abednego.
Tef, have you got your song of song yet? Your
Okay, well, I found. I think this
Wait,
is a
let's
nice
hear
one.
let's hear a poem.
How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. Your eyes behind your veil are doves. Your hair is like a flock of goats descended from the hills of Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of sheep just shorn, coming up from washing. Each has its twin, none of them is alone. Your lips are like a scarlet ribbon. Your mouth is lovely. Your temples behind your veil are like halves of a pomegranate. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built with courses of stone. On it hang
Sweetener.
1,000 shields, all of them shields of warriors. Your breasts are like two fawns, like twin fawns of a gazelle that browse
Perky.
among the lilies. Until the day breaks and shadows flee, I will go to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of incense. You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you.
Wow.
He's a bad
Hey, imagine waking up to see that in the morning.
You lot are chatting shit.
What?
That is not gonna work.
No, not today.
It's not bad.
I was talking about back then.
Aye, you know
I'm thinking about when they were sending that to back then.
We should actually set a challenge and tell men to copy and paste that to their babes and see what happens.
Bits of it, not the whole
Bits of
thing.
it.
Yeah. But hey, listen.
But say some shit that don't exist
listen,
now. Like,
everybody in
I will go
this.
to the mountains of Myrrh for you.
No, yeah, exactly. See what she's on.
See what she says.
She's what she's
Go to
on.
the mountains of, you know, for
To the mountains of Selfridges.
She said, "Holy Riz." Yeah, I hear it. But listen, if you lot do that, please send us screenshots of the response. Like, do it. Even if you're doing
on a Lonnie thing.
Hey, we want to see them things, bro.
Raise up the babes.
I want to see
Songs of
screenshots.
Solomon.
Aye, well, this is what the man them can say. May the wine go straight to my beloved, flowing gently over her lips and teeth. I belong to my beloved, and his desire is for me. So this is what you say to your man. Come, my beloved, let us go to the countryside. Let us spend the night in the villages. Let us go early to the vineyards to see if the vines have budded, if their blossoms have opened, and if the pomegranates are in bloom. There I will give you my love.
Hey, I might start having
Why do you have to think it?
Leo, you're on the line. What you
What
saying?
you saying, bro?
What you tell me? Why does Pep have these on deck? Like, does he have these on deck?
He's got the
Thomas
Bible
already
handy,
called
man.
in and told us what he's been up to. He's on job.
He's got songs on an app.
What? Sounds
Andy.
Leo, what you saying? You Bible study, man. What do you want to dive into?
Hey, listen, yeah, the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Told
Tell
you my
us.
favorite Bible story ever. Basically, so obviously these times, King Nebuchadnezzar, he was a horrible king. Like, he forced them to worship idols, innit? And obviously, by this time, we know as Christians we shouldn't be doing that. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they're like, no, we're not doing it. Well, obviously, I'm paraphrasing, but they're like, no, I'm not doing it. And then he's like, if you don't do it, I'm gonna torture you, like I'm gonna kill you. And they're like, no, we're not gonna do it. And he makes this furnace and orders them to walk through it. They walk in the furnace, yeah, and the king looks, and there's four of them. There's Shadrach, there's Meshach, there's Abednego, and there's this figure. And this figure's like, in my head, I think the figure's Jesus Christ. Like,
What's the
Holy
verse?
Spirit.
Where in the Bible is this?
Yeah.
It's like the I don't know. Give me a second.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
get it
what
up on
book
the
is it
screen.
in?
You know the book?
It is in Daniel. It's in the book of Daniel.
Daniel.
What chapter?
But yeah, chapter 3.
Cool.
I love the way you guys know your Bible, man.
Oh, it's my mum, it's my grandma, it's my uncle.
That's good, man.
Okay, so Daniel's friend disobeyed. Which saved by the fiery trail? Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and I want to find a bit where it's describing the
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, what part is that? Let's see. Okay, it says, look, he answered, I see 4 loose men walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt. And the form of a fourth is like the Son of God. Okay, said right there.
So it's like Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit
okay, this is
them.
Daniel. Okay, cool. I was thinking we're in Genesis. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, if you, this like, the king is telling them, do this and worship me and worship this idol. And they're like, no, we only worship one God and one God only, and you're not a God, so we're not doing it. And he's saying, I'm going to kill you if you don't. And they're like, my God is greater than you, do it. He does it, they survive, and then I think at the end of the story, he ends up giving them power. Like, he ends up giving them like some part of the kingdom or something. I can't remember what, but they then become people. They stop becoming servants, and like they then become people in that kingdom. And it's just like, it's one of those stories that are just like good to the heart.
That's cold. That's cold.
This is cold, bruv.
Then another story, the Jonah and the whale. Yeah. So with this story, yeah, obviously I don't know why he's in the, on the sea, why he's on a boat, but he's on a boat. Then there's this like massive storm. He ends up being swallowed by, the Bible saying, a great fish. And obviously fishes aren't that big, so we imagine this fish is a whale. So he gets swallowed by a whale, and he's in there for however long, and he's praying to God to, He's like, I'll change my. I promise I'll change my ways. Just like somehow make me survive this. He survives, and then he goes home. Like, could you guys go home to your wife and say, "Ah, babe, like, I got sorted by a way."
I've gone for.
And you've been missing for time. I can't remember how long you was missing for, but it was a long time, bro.
The voicemail. Your family iPhone isn't working. Like
that is
I got followed by a wheel.
Yeah, there's only certain things that can happen back then because back then they might just go traveling and be gone for time. There's no way of your wife communicating with you. Bro, it's just when you come back, bruv.
She would want receipts of the well's stomach.
What did she say? What did she say?
Huh?
What did she say?
I can't repeat what she says because my mom's definitely watching this.
Who knows what she said?
I want to know what she said.
Where's this in the Bible? Let me find it.
What his wife said when he returned?
Yeah.
Oh no, Laura just commented.
Okay, what did she say?
Throat baby.
What?
Is that what she said?
Impossible. Impossible. Where's this in the Bible?
What? She said, come let me neck you.
What? 1 second. You have what?
Baby, what are you doing?
Hold on.
I'm confused.
So wait,
who said throat baby?
Wait,
so I'm saying what?
What? I need to read this. So
he didn't have a wife.
Jonah swallowed by the whale.
Okay, cool.
1 sec.
Ignore her.
1 second.
Oh.
What?
He didn't have a wife.
He didn't have a wife?
home. That's what Niece is saying.
Oh, wait.
Oh, hypothetically.
Wait.
So wait, hold on. So basically, she's saying that you're capping.
No, I'm not capping. I'm telling the truth. This story.
Okay, I need to find
So
this
did he
story.
go home
Jonah,
or did he get
3 days.
What happened?
He was in the
How
belly
long
of the
was he gone
well
for?
for 3 days,
Oh,
just as
Lord.
Christ was in the belly of the earth for
I think
3
look from
days.
Jonah 3.
when
No,
he died
we need to
for
read
our
this
sins.
direct from the Bible.
You man reading the Bible of
3 days
Tiana
and 3
Trump.
Wait.
He went to preach to the city.
Cool. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a read still. All right, let's go for it. Jonah's disobedience. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah, the son of Amittai. That's how I'm going to go for it. Saying, arise, go to...
You're asking for the Bible verse.
The Bible verse? What do you mean?
What verse?
What Bible
Oh,
verse do you mean?
sorry. Go to Jonah 1, please, Toots. Jon. There you go. Boom. Yeah, slap that on the screen for them. So you guys can read at your own pace. But Jonah arose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare and went down into it to go with them to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. The storm at sea. But the Lord sent out a great wind on the sea, and there was a mighty tempest on the sea.
Right.
So sometimes biblical distance.
The words is
you have to take it easy.
Sometimes you have to just make up. You have to just say something else. 'Cause the words are very.
So the ship was about to be broken. Then the mariners were afraid, and every man cried out to his God. But threw the cargo that was in the ship into the sea to lighten the load. But Jonah had gone down into the lowest parts of the ship and lain down and was fast asleep. Man went to sleep in the storm. So the captain came to him and said to him, What do you mean, sleeper? Arise, call on your God.
this story.
Perhaps your God will consider us so that we may not perish. And they said to one another, come, let us cast lots, that we may know for who cause this trouble has come upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. Then they said to him, please tell us. Like probably pray more, pray harder to your God.
Okay.
That's what I get from it.
So they cast lots.
Lots of prayer. So it says, come, let us cast lots, that we may not know for who caused this trouble. So everyone's praying to different gods. Because if you notice, when it says God, it wasn't a capital G.
Yeah.
So they're
No,
praying.
wait. I think what's happened here, is they basically they're all on the ship. So there's 10 of them, and they're like one of these 10 people, us 10 people is the reason this is happening right now.
So let's all
one
pray.
by one, we're gonna go around, and we're gonna question each other and work out whose fault it is, and then at the end, they get to Jonah and they're like, "Oh, so it's you."
Okay.
And then I think
Casting
they-
lots, it says making a chance decision by using lots, like almost like drawing straws or
Okay.
pebbles.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
like,
it says,
they
and
realize
another
that
one
this
said,
is
"Come, let's
happening because
cast
of one of them
lots."
on the ship.
Cool. That we may know for who caused this trouble. So they're all gonna like, everyone's gonna say their piece, and then everyone will decide, okay, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. Okay, cool. Then they said to him, "Please tell us, for whose cause is this trouble upon us? What is your occupation, and where do you come from? What is your country, and what people are you?" So he said to them, "I am Hebrew, and I fear the Lord God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." Then the men were exceedingly afraid and said to him, "Why have you done this?" For the men knew that he fled from the presence of the Lord because he had told them. Then they said to him, "What shall we do to you, that the sea may be calm for us?" For the sea was growing more tempestuous. Tempestuous. And he said to them, "Pick me up and throw me into the sea. Then the sea will become calm for you. For I know that this great tempt is because of me."
Yeah.
Nevertheless, the men rowed hard and returned to land, and they could not, for the sea continued to grow more tempestuous against them. Therefore, they cried out to the Lord and said, "We pray, O Lord, please do not let us perish for this man's life, and do not charge us with innocent blood. For you, O Lord, we have done as it pleased you." So they picked up Jonah and threw him into the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And the sea ceased from its raging. Then the men feared the Lord exceedingly, and offered the sacrifice to the Lord and took vows. Jonah's prayer did it. Now, Lord, he prepared a great fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. On to chapter 2.
Touch the remote TV remotes over there, please.
Then Jonah prayed for the Lord his God. The fish. So then Jonah prayed to the Lord. Crazy.
That nigga.
Then Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the fish's belly, and he said,
"No, throw the remote."
Like you don't know where the on button.
You know, man had the remote and pressed off.
I cried out to the Lord because of my affliction. He answered me. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. For you cast me into the deep, into the heart of the sea, and the flood surrounded me, and your billows and your waves passed over me. Then I said, I have been cast out of your sight, yet I will look again towards your holy temple. The water surrounded me, even to my soul. The deep closed around me, weeds were wrapped around my head. I went down to the moorings of the mountain, the earth which is bare closed behind me forever, yet you have brought up my life from the pit, O my Lord God. When my soul fainted with me, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer went up to you in your holy temple. Those who regard worthless idols forsake their own mercy, but I will sacrifice to you with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay what I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord. So the Lord spoke to the fish and vomited Jonah onto dry land. So now we're going to get to his wife, yeah? Jonah preaches at Nevaeh. I think that's what... But we're going to agree in Nevaeh.
What chapter are we on?
Chapter
Nineveh.
3 now. We're on
Nineveh.
chapter 3. So.
What we said, Nevaeh. Who's right?
Nineveh.
What does it say?
Nevaeh, nah?
Nah.
So I'm not trying to pronounce that word. I will say that wrong, and they'll cook me.
Nineveh. It's not Nevaeh, but it's not
Nineveh.
Nineveh.
Phonetically in the comments.
Nineveh or Nineveh.
Hold on, my mum will. Wait, hold on, give me a second. Let me get after my mum.
Mum, how do you say this word?
Nineveh.
Nineveh.
So then it says,
Nineveh.
Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah the second time, saying, "Arise, go to. I'm going to go with Nevaeh for now. The great city."
Here you go. Come say it.
Nineveh.
You're saying it right.
Nineveh. Arise, go to Nineveh, the great city, and preach to it the message that I tell you. So Jonah arose and went to Nineveh according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceedingly great city, a 3-day journey in extent. And Jonah began to enter the city on the first day of the walk. Then he cried out and said, "Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown."
Yeah.
The people of Nineveh. So where does he get to his wife?
He doesn't. They said in
No,
the comments
that's
it's cap.
it. I'm just saying that.
Who was capping you?
No.
No one's capping, bro. It was just a scenario.
Hypothetically.
Oh.
I'm saying like, what would have happened if?
He went
You got
home.
home to your wife.
So he didn't have a babe.
But
No, he didn't.
somebody also said like, "Oh, throat baby, like he got neck." when he got
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
But
that's why I was so
they were just
confused,
happy.
man.
Thinking, are we gonna see a Mazzoline?
No.
He doesn't have a wife then. No, he doesn't. You think?
Nineveh.
You see what happened to Job?
Yeah, what happened to Job?
Oh
Where
my
he lost.
god.
So Satan
Everything.
went to God, saying, and then
What, did
I
they
need
make a bet?
someone. No, I need
Oh.
someone. What's it called, to test to see if they really
No,
believe
okay,
in
cool.
you.
Yeah.
No, you're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong.
Yeah, I'm saying it wrong. Okay.
Basically, yeah, you're arguing like God and Satan like were bickering, kind of like, see these people, they love me, they worship me, and Satan's like, they only worship you because you give them everything. Like, look at this guy Job. He's got wife, he's got kids, he's got riches, he's got family, like he's got everything. And God's like,
Finished him.
if I took everything away from him, like he'll still worship me. God stripped him of everything. His wife died, his kids died, he went broke, his flock died, everything got stripped. And like Job still worshipped God. And like he went down on his knees and he prayed and he asked God for forgiveness and he's like, is it me? Like, did I do something wrong? And he's like still worshipping God, like even though like he's lost absolutely everything. And by the end of the story, God gives him everything double.
Everything.
And a double.
Yeah, I think that's where the whole song
Yeah,
comes
that's
from.
where it comes from. Yeah.
That one is tough.
And someone said God didn't do it. Satan did.
Satan did. So
God allowed
allowed Satan to go.
Oh, and do whatever he wants to his
to
life.
Job and see if
okay.
he would crumble and what's it called, start
He
messing.
never crumbled.
Yeah, and he never crumbled. Stayed firm. in
Man
faith.
like Job, bruv. There's not enough kids named
Job is
Job.
cold.
This is actually something else that needed to be discussed. Naming our youths.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's not
Yeah.
enough kids named Job, bruv.
That.
Yeah, we got
Are you sure you
Scott
want to give them
Samson,
that name?
Huh?
Are you sure you want to give them that name after what God just did to Job?
You know, like that.
But he was faithful and he got everything double, bruv. That means he was strong.
You're looking at the end
After
story
everything
still.
got
Nah,
stripped
but
away.
it means he was strong, bro.
just
We
name-
know what life
Okay, so
is.
God
Life is
forbid,
about
yeah.
ups and downs. If you can go through the downs and believe in whatever it is that you are trying to achieve,
Yeah.
you will get there. You'll get double, bruv. That's the story.
Not even-
I'd
I don't
rather
think
go
that's
for
even the
Elijah.
story.
and
I
just-
don't think it's when you're, like,
I'd
so
rather
down.
just go to heaven without having to die, bro.
Did yours
Man
speak-
said job
because-
center. Yeah, it's true.
You know,
can't-
like that,
They need
because-
to put an O on the an E on the end of Job or
was
something
better
like
than
that.
that. But it says the original meaning of Job is a boy's name of Hebrew origin, meaning persecuted.
Damn.
So you,
Maybe
there's certain
not.
things you don't want.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not Job.
But you know
Maybe
what?
not Job.
because you've got Adam and Eve mean what they mean, but no one names their child Judas.
No.
That one there, we don't name the youth that.
Scary name.
But why didn't Adam and Eve fall into that category? I get their names mean. Like,
Oh,
what does
yeah.
Judas mean? Because Judas can't mean.
Betrayer.
I think it's
No,
what
the
he-
name.
yeah.
I don't know what the name means, but that's what
Judas
he
is
did.
a boy's
like you
name of
yeah.
Greek
The
origin.
name Judas is the Greek
Which
form
means
of the
praised.
Hebrew name Judah. In Hebrew, most Hebrew dictionaries will define the name as praise. But as this English word is an abstract word, it falls short of its true Hebraic meaning.
That's the name has a better meaning than the story behind the
Yeah,
man.
what we
it
think
does.
it is, yeah.
But hey,
That's Pete.
we all know the story. We don't know the meaning, bruv. So I'm not gonna be the first to name my child Judas. That's for damn
But
sure.
people do go for Judah though.
Yeah, Judas different though.
Nah, Leo, what did you just say about Judah? Same name, nah? Same person, nah?
Judah, what about him?
Judah and Judas is the same, nah? In terms of like name wise, or they have the same
Hold on.
meaning in it.
So they both mean praise.
Let me type in Judah Hebrew meaning. Okay, cool. So origin Hebrew meaning praise,
Yeah.
praise, or to praise.
Uh-huh.
If you're
Okay.
looking for a powerful symbolic Jewish name for a baby, Judah should be at the top of your list.
Yeah, Judas calm though.
Derived
But it's the
from
same.
The Hebrew name,
No, it's not.
They both
Yehuda.
mean praise, so essentially it's the same.
No,
Judah
but the
means
story there's
praise
no
or
story
praise,
or
yeah.
betrayal around the name Judas, so it's not the same, bruv.
Probably just like
No, but that's the story of the man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not
the
name.
meaning is the same,
Yeah.
but the story behind the name it makes everything, bruv. Because the reason why we won't name our children Judah, or even now I'm thinking I don't want a Lilith around, bruv. Like
Yeah,
all I've seen is Lilith as a demon.
Right.
Oh yeah, Delilah
man. Like, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the story. I don't actually know what the name means, but the story is enough for me to be like,
Yeah. You don't see much Delilahs and that. You don't see that.
Yeah, Elijah,
Okay, so
Ezekiel.
question for you,
Oh,
man.
imagine that. I've got Elijah and Ezra.
Question for you, man. So obviously, people were there when Jesus was getting crucified and whatever. Yeah. I'm not gonna ask if you man would help Jesus because that's a whole different story. However, do you guys think that seeing him perform any one of his miracles, whether it was feeding of the 5,000, walking on water, healing the blind, healing that woman of her illnesses, raising the dead, do you guys think that would have made you change your whole life? No more sinning, God's way, and that's the only way. You're not even thinking about sinning at all. Like, do you think seeing the miracles live, 4K, like, not someone telling you that they saw it, you yourself being in the crowd?
I reckon it would.
You ate the fish that was the feeding of 5,000.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
Nah, I definitely would, because I'd be like, bro, I've never seen this in my life. And this man saying that this is the way of life, innit? I'm thinking that, you know what? He might be onto something, bruv. I seen him cure somebody of blindness and feed people. I saw the basket, bruv. There was one fish in there. like, what's going on? Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, nah, this is mad. But at the same time, if I'm in this 2023 where I've seen magicians do magic, I'm still gonna be like,
like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like you might need to do a bit more than just
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't just tell me, follow me, I know everything.
Yeah,
it's hard. That's why they're saying if Jesus came back right now, it would be tough for him, bro.
They say that they'll put him back on the cross.
It'll be tough, man.
100%, absolutely.
They'll crucify him again.
Yeah.
It's a rough one, man. You
I want to end on this one. We've gone to
midnight, right?
Leviticus 18. Oh, right, time flew. Where some more laws are given. So it starts with, none of you shall approach anyone who is near of kin to him. So what go on?
I just saw it type LIV backspace. He's just I'm not even. It's not there, bro.
Leviticus 18. Yeah. All right. So remember, early on in the Bible, there's hints of is it incest is the word or inbreeding?
What?
Same thing.
Same thing, yeah, cool. And this is where God definitely, the Lord gives some specific rules. So it says, none of you shall approach. Pardon me?
Is this the sexual one?
Yeah, so it says, none of you shall approach anyone who is near of kin to him to uncover his nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother you shall not uncover. She is your mother, you shall not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife, you shall not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother, whether born at home or elsewhere, the nakedness you shall not uncover. The nakedness of your son, daughter, or your daughter's daughter, their nakedness you shall not uncover. And it just goes on to list, you shall not uncover anything of kin. That then
your
again,
daughter-in-law and everything
takes me back to, do we think again? Should we
It was
wrap it
the
up?
Adam and Eve thing.
Let's wrap it
It was the
up.
Adam and Eve and populating the earth.
You want to ask about that? Yeah.
A little what? It makes me think,
the
man.
naked thing in Genesis.
Not the nakedness. Not the nakedness. It's more on the incest side of things.
Okay, cool. Wait, I've got something to say
Go
about
on.
that. So, obviously, in today's day and age, I'm not even going to use myself. If if A and B were sisters, brothers and sisters, and A and B had sex and had children, we'd expect those children to have some form of what's the word, deformities, or some form of deformities. Personally, what I think is, Adam and Eve had God had given them some sort of divine blood, where it was like so pure or so majestical that it was of no nothing would happen to their offspring, because God told them, like God said, Adam and Eve, go forth and procreate. He said, you two should go forth and multiply. Like you two are the two that should go and populate this world.
Yeah.
1 second.
So, like-
Samson says something small for the boys and the great live. I've caught this cold going around to I'm wrecked, but sending my love to you,
bro,
man, every time. Thank
it
you, Samson.
wrecked me, you know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hearing about this code. Like,
Fam.
why is everyone getting COVID again?
I was fighting it, but you know when you don't want to accept that you're ill, like so
Guys,
I was
you're
ill for
drinking Lemsip,
time because I wasn't taking no medicine for it. I was like, fuck that, I'm fucking this out, bro. It was only was it last night? Last night I was in bed by 10. Like I was just like, you know what, I'm going upstairs. No, not 10. 9:30 I went upstairs. I was probably out cold by 10.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yeah. And then I woke up today and I was like,
feel better.
Feel better, bro. And I had paracetamol.
Yeah. That's when you really tapped out.
Yeah, I tapped out. I had paracetamol. I went to
Quick one, did you man see the fire in airport?
Yeah,
crazy,
big payout,
bro.
big payout.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So Leo, what was you saying? Sorry, just to wrap up your point.
Personally, I feel like God had given Adam and Eve some sort of divine blood. Like he told them, he told them to go forth and multiply. So like, I don't think like anything could have happened to their offspring. Like I feel like God.
But then
ordained
we're all there. Well, if it was just them, we are all their offspring, and we're all siblings in some way. Because he says daughters. Like I don't think he would say.
Children.
This is again why I think there were more people created outside of Adam and Eve, because we would have just wrapped into each other and were all related. So this would have been like, there's surely some of us can't be related.
Oh, that means
it says streams.
Yeah. I don't think we're able to go more than 4 hours or something, bruv. Yeah. Huh?
It was only at 3:53.
Yeah, it's calm.
Yeah, it literally said stream will end shortly on YouTube.
Is it done?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
It
think
looks like we're still here.
All right,
It's
well,
not bang on 4 hours, but essentially,
cool.
yeah, that's essentially why I do some. I
got a
again
cut.
think he created more because there's got to be how do I explain it, outside of okay to mate with, because everyone would just be descendants of them and your siblings somehow, because if we all came from Adam and Eve, we're all siblings.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'm gonna read more into this, and we can discuss it maybe next time for a little bit, because I really
for everyone
really
that's in
enjoyed this
Discord,
stream.
we're jumping in the lounge.
Yeah, if you're in Discord, jump in the lounge.
yeah,
People
guys,
want
we're
to
not gonna
argue.
lock us